lovely people. It is Monday, the 19th of December. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And yeah, we're here. We're here. New week. Starting at the top of the week this time. We'll introduce you to your hosts. I am one of them, your favorite shade queen, Martin Royalty.
Listen, it's Messi Day.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Happy Monday, big man use.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
Amen to that. How is everyone doing? Because
Cool.
we know you're doing great.
I'm doing great, man. It was a great Sunday.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Great Sunday.
I was so happy for you. Because I was like, do you know what? Like, this has to happen. And I knew all the guys that I follow who watch football were going to be posting the pictures. And I love the content. I like black men joy. I do. I really, really do. And I'm glad that obviously I'm sure Caucasian men are happy, but I don't follow Caucasian men. So I'm just glad, because people are like, so yeah, I'm glad to see all of you happy and just, celebrating your GOAT. I think it's amazing.
Listen, that game, anyway, I'm sure we'll get into
Yeah,
it
we have to
later
get
on.
into it because that was something.
I'm actually disappointed we have to wait so long to talk about it. I was hoping that you...
No, yeah, it'll be a headline.
moved it
I'll
up.
be honest, I thought it would be a headline.
I think it should be, to be honest with you. I
kinda
was surprised
is,
it
though.
was all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, but that's in the
When
reaction.
you're scrolling.
I know, but this is big news. This is the World Cup final. So I thought, you know what I mean? It should be moved up a
Yeah.
bit today.
I did think it would be headline. And then, everything else.
Yeah.
in the
I
reaction.
thought it would be the main headline, to be fair.
You said he didn't want to hear about Trump first. He said.
Nothing else matters today, man. Nothing else matters. This whole show should be the reaction. You know what I mean?
I'm so done. But apart from that, go on.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, we can speed through, everything else.
I'm in charge. Of course we will. I'm on fire this Monday morning.
All right.
But outside of that, how was everyone else's weekend? Or how was everyone's weekend outside of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
Yeah, can't complain, man.
That's good. Yeah, I had the closing ceremony of my enjoyment for the year.
Mm.
I brunched. And,
Brunches.
Oh, yes.
It's ridiculous. I remember I had a double shift. I had brunch, and then from brunch to a dinner. My food is still, from the dinner, still in my fridge, actually. I was so full.
What
Can't
did
eat
you
that
get?
much. What did I... Oh, okay, so the first place I went to was Greek.
Okay, why?
It was a Greek restaurant. Because they had a nice brunch.
Okay.
And the best brunch places are the ones that have, different cocktails.
Okay.
They're not paying anybody over here, so if anyone wants to know, DM me and I'll let you know where it was. The service is slow. The service is slow. And actually, I forgot I meant to do them a review, actually. Because one of the waiters was very cheeky to me at the end. I said, you know what? I said, it's been a very lovely day. Let's not ruin it. I don't want to be the black one up in here, but let's not do it. But apart from that, it was really, really nice food. Very lovely food. Very well seasoned. It was lovely. The cocktails were making sense as well. And then my next venue... Ciao.
Before we get to the next venue,
Yeah.
See, when you talk about the food,
Yeah.
with a brunch, isn't it just like small nibbles and stuff? Or is it like a proper...
No, proper meal.
What is it?
So what they do, they have the cold... Is it meze or mez? The Turkish.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them. They have the cold. So they have the cold and the hot, and then you pick either one. You pick
Okay.
a starter from there, and then you have your main meal. So what did I have? Oh, I had meatballs, and it had the nice breads that it comes with.
Okay.
And then the main, I had grilled sausage actually, and because it's I just assumed it was beef. Certain establishments, I never have to ask if it's pork. I just trust that this will be beef. I hope it was, because it was really nice.
I hope so for
Yeah.
you.
But yeah, so with brunches, it tends to be like a proper meal. So it's not like little, unless you go to a brunch where it's like little bits kind of thing.
Okay.
Like when I went to Rocker, theirs is like, to be fair, actually, no, then you get a main as well. Yeah, it depends on the brunch. But brunch menus these days are really making sense. Because some of them, they'll be like, you can only have this cocktail or a Prosecco. But I love it when the menu gives you like different types of cocktails and then a Prosecco.
Okay.
But yeah.
And you could have as much as you want, right?
Yes, it's bottomless. That's why I love a brunch. It's bottomless brunches. And £45. Flipping lit.
Sounds all right.
It's lovely. It was really nice. And then my second place, that was a disappointment, to say the least, the food. So obviously because I was full, from where I went, I just thought I'd get starters. So I got tempura prawns.
Okay.
Guys, I've never in my life tasted fried nothing. I don't think you understand. Like, I can't explain to people how bland it was. It was horrible. It tastes like nothing. Like
Is it?
not even because you know sometimes because it's obviously it's battered prawns so sometimes you can kind of taste the batter, right?
Yeah.
It was just like I was chewing stuff, but there was nothing. I said, take it back. I'm not paying for that. Take it back.
Take it back.
Take it back. And then I got sushi as well, and that's nice. That's kind of what's chilling in my fridge. But all in all, the food was not very nice. It was a nice restaurant, but as in aesthetics wise. But they also have like a shisha lounge, and it's that kind of vibe. But I don't think they should be called a restaurant. I think they should just make it like a lounge because the DJ was sick as well. DJ was sick, but it's not a restaurant because you can't cook. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was me. I was so tired, and then yesterday I had a lot to do yesterday where it was just like I'm lacking sleep, man. But
Well, the Christmas holidays is coming, so you'll be able
listen,
to
I
enjoy.
can't wait because this is my last week of work as well. So I never work into a new year. I think it's very bad vibes, and I don't work the first week of the new year either.
Serious.
Because it's not a job I enjoy, so it's giving slavery. I was picking cotton. I really have no one for watching my work.
I was just thinking.
I was thinking as well. I'm thinking.
Hypothetically, damn, this is for
Entertainment, guys.
Please, Ema, say the full sentence, please.
For entertainment purposes.
That's right. Brenda Prince on TikTok. Don't never find it. There's a video. You know the one when I said I just want someone to call me a black cunt?
What?
Do you remember that time when I said I just need someone to call me a black bitch one time?
When did you say that?
Time ago.
What, as in a man?
No, as in...
Oh, okay, I get you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think, yeah.
It's on TikTok. And I said, I said, someone's going to see this. And I've been calling for a staff meeting and everything. Anyway, it's not me. I'm like, do you think all black people look alike? That's ridiculous. But no.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it a date?
Was what date?
Somebody asked, was it a date, this thing that you went to?
No. It was my girl's birthday. So it was my sister-in-law's birthday for the brunch. And then it was my girl's birthday for the dinner.
Okay.
I would not go on a date and come on this platform and talk about I'm on a date. I would get married in secret. You would never know anything about my situation. But no, it wasn't a date.
All right.
But on a date, no one really eats on a date. You don't really eat on a date.
Why?
If it's a first date, because you're trying to look cute. I just be eating looking like I have no food in my house.
What do you mean you don't eat on a date?
Like, I literally, I don't eat properly on a date. I don't
Oh,
eat.
you mean you're eating properly?
Yeah, like I'll eat like a little bit and
Yeah.
like, you know.
No.
Yeah, just you gotta make it, you can't be eating, clearing up the plate on a first
I'm not gonna
date.
lie, I think I judge you more if we went out to eat and you didn't eat nothing and then I pay for the meal and you've hardly touched it. What the fuck is this?
But then again, you order a small meal, innit?
Yeah, but yeah, I ordered a small meal.
Oh, okay.
Because they were too fat. I wouldn't like finish it, like clear it all up.
Serious. Even if you liked it.
I love me some food. No, but I would get something small, to be fair. I would never like get like let's go ham with it. But I don't eat that. I actually don't eat that much. But I'm the person who gets a takeaway from I always get a takeaway container from a restaurant. So I really don't eat that much. I don't have the capacity.
Okay.
But on the date, I'm extra cute with it.
I think my rules sometimes has been don't get anything that's too messy on the first date.
Oh, you can't.
To
I hate
where
getting a
there's sauce all over
burger.
my mouth and my hands are sticky. Get something, like, I mean,
Yeah, you
get
get-
something which is easy to
Yes,
manage.
maneuver. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't. I would say you can't get a burger on a. Can't have this
A
sauce
messy
squirting
burger
over your
talking
mouth.
about
Yeah, like, and then it's
shit
like,
dropping out at the bottom and
and do you know my ick is as well when there's like food pieces inside of people. Oh my gosh, it makes me sick. So I don't want you eating anything where there's now sauce on the side of your mouth. It's funny though because if I like you, I'll wipe the sauce off.
there's a sauce. I wipe the sauce off.
Listen, it's all about when you like a guy, you do anything. It's ridiculous. If I don't like it, it's a first date. That ain't it. When I get a call back, but there's first date etiquettes, and it's quite interesting. But I don't want to be looking out here looking like I'm hungry, looking like I haven't eaten all day, even if I haven't. I'll go home and have some rice and stew when I get home. I've actually done that, you know. I went on a date and I just ate like little. I got home and my cooked. I was so happy, and then I ate.
That nigga's starving.
All right. So first date etiquette.
Yeah.
1, don't order any messy foods.
Yes.
2, what?
Don't get drunk. Oh,
Don't get
don't
drunk.
get drunk.
Is this just for women?
Men too, don't get drunk. Because some guys get drunk on the first date, and they get way too comfortable. We don't know each other like that. Now you're doing sexual advances. Hold up. hold up. When guys get drunk, they get too excited. Very handsy and very, oh, nah, come on. Like, ew.
You want the thing to advance.
I want that sober. I want that sober, no. So yeah, don't get drunk. Don't be self-centered about the conversation. It can't just be about you. It's not an interview. I'm not here just to, like, come on. Engage in this. Don't be showing off as well. I don't like guys that show off as well. When you're showing off, I know you haven't got it.
Well, what's the worst example of a guy showing off to you?
Like, just like, oh, like I was here yesterday and then I went to Harrods and then my car and then this, then I bought this and like the money, like, ugh.
Okay.
You ain't got it.
Question, right? How deep do you want the conversation to go on your first date in terms of like him letting you know about his personal life? Right? Because once a girl told me that a guy was telling her about his financial struggles. No, I'm not. I'm
Was
only
it
laughing
before
because
or
you're
after the
laughing.
bill came?
It's not funny. Stop looking at me. It's not even funny because, I mean, but she said that it gave her.
Isn't that the only outcome?
You know how awkward?
This
I
guy-
don't feel like I have to get the bill.
Sorry.
I feel like I have to get the bill. Because you just told me, for me, if you tell me something like that on the first date, you're letting me know, by the way, I can't afford this.
No, it wasn't like, it wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm dead broke. It was more so just like telling her about
Have
his,
you go through it?
been going through it, career struggles, monies. You know what I mean? Like, but is that too much on the first
That's
date?
way too much, big man. I need
think
to
so.
know that.
Yeah.
You might not even get a call back, and now I'm out here in this world knowing your financial situation.
I wouldn't even say that like after 100 dates. 100. I feel like you have to have a certain amount of pride, man.
Do you know, I had a guy tell me once though, but it was like, he was basically looking for like, kind of get a new job.
Oh, I thought he was going to say GoFundMe.
Oh, no. I would not reply that message. But no, he was basically saying he was looking for a new job. But it was funny because that's not even a big deal. It was like it was like during COVID and stuff, so that makes sense. But he's got shame, but he set it up so big, yeah. He's like, I need to talk to you about something. I said, oh,
Yeah.
you got a wife, have you? Or like someone's pregnant. You just found out someone's pregnant. And he was like, no, it's just this. And I was like, oh, that's all right. And but I think because of the conversation, the whole money thing, when it comes, this is why you can't be getting your knowledge from social media. Everyone's lying. We're lying. The girls that you think are doing the biggest it girls, their boyfriend's accounts is being sponsored by the girls. I'll tell you that for free.
That's crazy.
That's a fact. That's a damn fact. But because of those conversations, he was very nervous to tell me. I was like, oh, that's not a big deal. Like, that's normal. But on the first date, don't be telling me, you can tell me I'm in between careers right now. Like, glamorize it a little bit. Add a bit of shine. Don't tell me I'm down bad and out. And then the bill comes, I would definitely be like, don't worry about it. You're going for a lot. I'll deal with it.
Second date?
Yusuf,
There won't be no second
third date?
after that.
this is like, I'll be honest with you, this is the conversation to have before we become exclusive.
Okay.
So then beginning dates, I don't want to know that. That's just awkward.
Alright, so don't share too much information on the date.
Too much personal information. Like, there's certain things I wouldn't go on a date. Like, I wouldn't talk about going on a date and be like, oh, like, I don't know. There's certain things that you just don't need to be letting the person know. Highlight all your flaws. Then find out.
So don't talk too much about the sickle cell crisis that you had yesterday.
You should be in hospital. Why are
That's
you
what
here?
I'm thinking too, man.
No, but it's quick recovery.
No, quick
You sure?
recovery. Do you know what?
I don't know
That-
why Brent has an issue with like sickle cell sufferers.
I have no issue. I'm just saying,
Not discriminating.
how much information am I sharing on its first date? Like, how much do you want to know about me? Because if I can't tell you about my financial struggles, then what we doing here?
I don't want to know about financial.
I want to know if it is that you're here for me.
Okay, cool.
I'm here for you, not your financial struggles.
Forget financial struggles. What about health problems, family
This is it.
problems, mental health problems? You know what I mean?
First date.
Not on the
Do
first
you know what it
date,
is? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, for me, yeah, these things are telling me why you should not. Why are you dating?
All right, forget first date because I think first date is extreme. What about just in the first couple of weeks of you guys talking?
I don't mind that because you know, those conversations you get to know a lot about a person. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
I will say that if you're telling me all your like woe is me things, like you're down bad financially, you got mental health struggles, you got family struggles, struggle after struggle, you're not getting a first date. I'll be honest, you got other priorities, sir. You need to be focusing on that. you got other things you need to be focusing on in your life at the moment.
But a conversation might be slapping. Like we might be connecting. And you might be telling me about what you want in a guy. I mean, that's personal.
Do you know what? Yeah, I really think it depends on the conversation. If you're telling me you're down bad and it's like, oh, this is what I'm doing to sort it out, because you can express like things that are not right in your life, but this is my moving forward where you're still a positive person. Because all I'm imagining is just someone who's down bad and is negative about it. I don't want to take that on.
So no negative news, right?
No negativity.
Okay.
We all go through stuff. We all have stuff that we're going through. I don't know that I'm very comfortable. But then again, I'm learning to, be more open and whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I would be comfortable you telling me all your life's issues. I don't know.
I think there has to be a balance, isn't it? I think if the conversation's going well,
Yeah.
and you're digging his personality and his vibe and just the way
Yeah.
he's delivering his news per se, if he sprinkled a bit of real life stuff in it,
Yeah.
you could take it with a pinch of salt
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
because the conversation's flowing.
Yeah.
He's vibrant. He's, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
guys are doing back and forth. Chaka, chaka, chaka. I mean,
No talking about exes, past relationships.
Listen, I have a message to the women. Is the camera on me? Perfect. Stop telling men what your exes did to you. Whether it's ex, whether it's a guy you dated before, stop telling them, because you know what you're doing? You are letting him know how much he can get away with. You're letting him know, okay, so you have no standards, so I can do this and you will still remain. Stop telling guys why things did not work, how another guy did you bad. It's a setup. It honestly is a setup. Don't. So ladies, I hope you're hearing, don't do that. You can just say things didn't work out and that's fine. But again, I don't also want to be hearing too much about your ex. I'll be honest with you. Do you love her? Why are we talking about this like this? We can't be on a first date. If you can be like, oh, like this didn't work out, because I would always ask anyway, because I like to know people's situation. It's not my wig they're going to come and remove in Brent's studio. I'm not in the mood for all that nonsense. But some people, yeah, all you need to do is be like, oh, well, relationship before, and then that's it. For the duration of this date, we're talking about the ex. I'm not your therapist. This is not what I'm here to do. Let's be guided. I think you can talk about it because it will be relevant in terms of, oh, how long are you guys together for? Because I like to ask that as well. If you're in a long-term relationship and you all broke up 2 months ago, why are we here, please? Why are we here? What are we doing here? Do you get what I mean? You don't take time to heal. That's a red flag. But, yeah, you can't...
If a man tells you,
Yeah.
right, last 6 months he had 4 girlfriends, right, and all of them dumped him, would you want to know why?
I never do.
Oh,
Why is it not sticking?
But you just said not to talk about your exes like that.
No, I said you can talk about stuff, but don't get too in that. Don't let the conversation be overtaken by your ex, basically. But I definitely would want to know why. Oh, why didn't things work out? You know, people like self-awareness as well. Oh, she's a bitch, man. Oh, really? You've had 4, 6 months. That's a mad number. Yeah, I think there's certain things that you'd want to know. I would like to know why things didn't work out. Obviously, without it being like too in your business, but why didn't things work out? But then there's ways you can package things. Do you know what I mean? Like when I've been cheated on, you don't think I'm telling the guy, oh, I was cheated on. I don't know, just things didn't work out. We wanted different things. I wanted faithfulness. He wanted unfaithfulness.
What would you want from a man in that situation? Would you want complete honesty from him, or would you want him to sugarcoat the story to, paint himself in a better light? Because potentially he might say stuff that might deter you. So would you want him to say the complete honest truth in terms of why him and his ex are not together?
Do you know what? Look, you can say the truth here and not deter me.
Okay.
Because I've told guys before that, I don't communicate well.
Okay.
That ended because I don't communicate well.
Yeah,
However, moving forward now.
But that's something that can easily be worked on. And that's not, to me, that's not a red flag per se, innit?
Okay, so you mean like someone like cheating?
If he told you he cheated on his girlfriend.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. Not that you can sell cheating to me, but you can tell me you cheated on your girlfriend without it being a red flag for me.
Talk to me.
So you can be like, you're so annoying. You can be like, do you know what? Oh, like my ex, I cheated. Things didn't work out.
Not the fucking sorry.
Oh, not the Bahamas.
The Bahamas and shit.
Okay. Not you reporting live. What's the weather over there, Gina?
I was like, man, seeing palm trees.
It's giving weather correspondent.
The worst thing is you're actually in a tropical country, but
So
you're
you
showing
don't
fake.
need
But you're showing fake background.
You actually do not need. You do not need to do this. Sis.
Go outside of your hotel or your house and give us the real.
Give us the real. Exactly.
Okay, do you know what the crazy thing is? Yeah,
Oh, shit,
I did contemplate. Hi guys, hello. Sorry, I just really interrupted. Brent, why can't I see myself?
Every time it
I-
is
I-
that the
I-
person's speaking, you're going to see them. So if
Yeah.
you're speaking, you're going to see yourself.
So annoying. I don't want to see my face. Girl, bye.
Not girl, you by yourself.
No, it's annoying me. I don't want to see myself.
Well,
Let me
Skin is
not-
glowing
You
there.
see? You see what happens when you're not talking?
Like now.
I know.
All right.
But I like seeing Esther's face. I don't want to see my face. It's really annoying
Oh,
me.
thanks. I like seeing your face.
Mm.
Are you okay? Listen, I can see the glory of God on you. Okay.
Okay, this is better, I think. Yeah, oh my gosh, I can't see myself anymore. Oh,
First
no, I
of all-
can. Anyway, it's fine. It's
Not
fine.
someone
Hi,
on the
guys.
on the no
Hello.
behavior account when they're not in the studio.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. What is this?
Muggs,
I was about to ask, bro, yo, where's
actually,
my
no,
actually
I
I'm the
don't know.
moderator. I'm gonna block your ass.
I have no clue.
I was considering going downstairs and doing this by the pool, but I thought, let me not be rude.
No, that would have been
So you
perfect, Gina.
You lot can do with the fake background.
To be fair, the technically it's kind of summer today over here because it's 14 degrees, and when I saw it, it's warm.
I was surprised. When I
14.
walked out.
14. When I walked out of the house, I said,
Yeah, I
"Oh,
was surprised. Yeah.
it's a little humid.
No,
Get your bikinis out,
this is global warming, right? Because
Listen, yeah,
14, wasn't it like I saw someone's story post? I think it was like -6.
yeah. It was -6 last week. Oh,
Wow.
Can you push mine in a bit
Yeah.
more, please?
Mine's come out.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it was -6. You know, we've been down, down bad.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I really feel for you.
Do you know what's killing me? It's actually the fact that the water's actually moving. That's what's
Moving.
killing
I
me.
know, and the wind is blowing.
You're ridiculous. All right, so basically, I'm telling them about first date etiquettes, right?
Okay.
So far, what did I say so far? I said so far.
Sorry, let's not distract you from what you were saying. Basically,
Oh, about men telling me cheating.
yeah, she was going to explain how it is a man could sell her cheating
When we start,
and it not be a red flag.
yeah. So Yusuf was basically saying,
Esther.
no, wait. Do you know Brent? You don't believe? Come on, you've known Brent for how many years?
True.
Now you know that's not what's really going on in this room. Yusuf asked me. He basically, I was talking about like the level of information you want to know when you're first talking to somebody, right? Then Yusuf said, yeah, but do I want him to be completely transparent because that could be what puts me off, or do I want him to kind of sugarcoat it? So the example of cheating, right? And I said, there's a way you can let me know that, you know what, you made a mistake because people are human, innit? So you made a mistake. However, you recognize that you made this mistake. You take accountability for it. So he can say to me, do you know what? I stepped out my last relationship. I realized where I did wrong and blah, 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 blah. And moving forward, this is how I've changed. This is how I've addressed that. That will not put, personally me, that will not put me off. But if you just said, oh, I cheated, she didn't want to be with me anymore, and now you're here talking to me, boy, bye. Do you get what I mean? But if you let me know, do you know what? I had a lapse in judgment. I made a mistake. I apologise. I've done what I can to correct it. However, she didn't trust me. And do you know what? You even throw in, do you know what? I understand why she doesn't trust me. Oof. That's a good.
Accountability.
Accountability is so sexy. Accountability, and let me know, do you know, moving forward, I recognize why it was I got to that point, and I'm active now in making sure I never get to that point again. Oh my gosh.
Active, innit?
He's working on it.
Them buzzwords.
Them buzzwords. You're working on it. Come on, King. When's the first date?
Okay, I hear. Yeah, Brent, you really
It's what Brent does, man.
you did a number on her because that's not what she's saying. But I hear what you're saying. I get it in that sense. I thought you meant like a guy cheating on her. Esther, I thought he meant like a guy cheating on you and you like being like, okay.
All right, sorry.
I leave guys for less. I ain't got time for that.
So, Gina,
Here we go.
You've been wooed by a fella,
So here we go.
and he's invited you to a meal, and he basically tells you that he cheated on his last girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That's not all right, cool, we're done.
Brent, you do you know why I don't like you? 'Cause you know the person that you're asking.
So it won't be a
But
red
you're
flag,
out.
basically. I heard it.
You're-
No
You're
problem.
really out of order. I'll just be like, okay.
All right.
No, hear me out. Do you know why, yeah?
Can you
I
just
think my
center
problem-
yourself, please? Can you see the palm trees on your
You want me to move? Is it annoying you?
Yeah.
By the way, someone on the no behavior account
Thank
said
you.
you should have gone to the pool. They want to see cheeks. I feel like it's Brent, you know.
Don't tempt
think
me.
I am
'cause
typing
I
on the-
refuse. It's actually no, 'cause I haven't heard the keyboard. Because I actually refuse to believe Marks is not in this damn room, and Marks is doing all of this in the chat. When he
But
knocks
you know
on
why I
the
don't
door,
want to
open
go
the door.
downstairs? Because I feel like there's gonna be noise. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
there's like music. There's music at the pool.
Oh, Gina. So I want to hear.
Sorry.
It would have been this ambiance.
Yeah, at one point in
I
time,
mean,
can you actually give us a walk around? You don't have to basically
all.
be talking. Yeah. Let the people see what
Oh, I
it seems
can
like.
do that today.
Thank you very
I
much.
can do that today. Sorry. Let me finish. I've got you.
Lovely, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I really don't know what Marks is doing. And I don't know why you think that I would type that in the comment section.
What, you want to see cheeks?
You guys, I'm. This is unprofessional for me to type in the cheeks. I want to see. Anyway, this is. Sorry. Let's move on.
No, this is the morning of getting to know everyone.
Also, now that Gina's here, actually, I want to do a PSA.
Oh, okay, another PSA.
All right. So our live show
Right.
is
Yes.
less than a month away, right? Right. And we've got a blind date segment.
Ooh.
Oh, you go. Yeah.
Right. That I want you to help me host.
Who's you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you
No,
was
no.
somewhere else.
So I want Esther to help me host the blind date segment.
Okay, I'm down.
All right. Gina is the, what do you call it? The contestant. We're going to.
Oh, serious?
Basically, they're
Gina's up
auctioning
for
me
grabs.
out.
Let's do
Yeah.
this.
So
Okay.
Gina's up for grabs.
Upfrontly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Upfrontly.
What do you say? Upfrontly.
Upfrontly.
Upfrontly. So we need some willing, eligible bachelors.
Okay.
So I'm on a nationwide search
All right.
right
I'm
now
Yusuf.
to find, I don't know, maybe four to five, three, four, five,
Okay.
who, want to take Gina out on a date,
This
want to
is
come
sick.
and participate at the live show.
This is sick.
Kevin, come on, Kevin.
No, do you know what's so funny? Do you know what's so
no,
funny? I was gonna say no, Kevin.
Yeah.
Not Kevin. That's what I was gonna say. But for it's Monday morning. Let me not do that to Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Yeah, so if you're a single man, right?
You don't have to be single.
Yes,
No,
be
Brent, you have to be
single.
single, please.
If you're a single man and you're interested in, coming to the live show, participate in the blind date, and you want to take Gina out on a date, please DM me. Please DM me. Why are you making faces for?
Marks has his hand up.
No.
Please DM me so we can sort you out. You'll get free entry, of course. And yeah, Gina, you got anything to say?
Do you know what's really funny? What if no one actually participates? I'll be.
I'm not gonna lie. Just imagine that. Imagine
Imagine no one. Everyone's just like, girl, I don't want to date your
no
ass.
entries.
That's impossible.
No, it's possible. That's
It'd
possible.
be because they're insecure.
Yeah.
But we've got one person already. I think Marks said go forward.
Mugs.
I think Mugs.
Yeah.
Mugs, you know what? Yeah, I think you should do it, and I want us to rig it so
No,
we actually get
but
to
the
go
thing
on a
is,
date.
no, the way this has to be set up, it has to be blind date. So when the guys apply, I'm not going to show you their pictures.
You're not going to tell me
names,
who they
nothing.
are. Yeah.
On the actual
This
day,
is going to be such a
I'm going to
rattler.
set it up so you don't see them prior to them
Yeah.
coming on stage. So all you're going to hear is voices. You ain't going to see them at all. Remember, this is
Oh, this
blind
is
date.
sick.
But listen,
So wait, are they gonna
what
date
I'm
on the
saying is,
stage
I'm
or
gonna
what
be-
is it?
What do you mean? Are they going to date on the stage?
No, actually, we'll talk about logistics after.
No,
Like,
no.
What I'm
So
saying
they're gonna-
is, yeah.
I'm going to bring them to the stage.
Okay.
Obviously, she's going to be blindfolded and all of that.
Oh, okay.
They're
Yeah.
going to come to stage without her seeing them. And all she's
Okay.
going to hear is their voices.
Okay.
And then obviously, once she picks who she wants, that's when the reveal happens.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Can a woman tell if a man's short by his voice?
By their voice. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it,
Obviously,
sweetheart.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
You're the one who's going to come up with the questions.
Oh, it's okay.
Ah.
Well,
Me?
yeah, what you need to
Yeah,
know.
remember, do you know how blind date works?
Yeah, because what do you want
Yeah,
to know whether this is the person you're gonna pick?
Yeah. So, for example, I don't know.
Alright, cool.
Number one, where would you take me out on the first date? And then he gives an answer,
Yeah,
and then
cool.
you might answer. You say, okay, cool. Also, number three, please answer the same question.
Okay.
Cilla Black thing. You don't know about
Cilla
Cilla
Black,
Black?
yeah.
I love this. This is a sick idea.
Esther and
for
Gina, is there a question you can ask to find or ascertain how tall he is?
Can't you just
I
ask?
want to.
Oh my god! Do you remember on Love Is Blind? Yeah, where basically there's this guy here. He's like a fitness enthusiast, right?
Yeah.
Quote. And he wanted to find out. Basically, obviously Love Is Blind. That it's all pods, right?
Yeah.
So he wanted to find
Yeah.
out whether the girls he was talking to were fat. He goes, "Oh, like
Worship.
if we went on a beach, if we went to the beach, would I be able to carry you on my shoulders?" How can you say that? Man.
But do you know what? I don't think. I don't even think
What
that's
could
a
I-
proper question. I don't think that's a question to show whether someone's fat or not, because that also could just be determined by how strong you are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true actually. But he didn't think that. He was.
Yes, but there's levels. No, you know what I mean. There's different.
Yusuf said levels,
There's
no,
different
I hear
degrees. Like
Yeah.
you know if a man might struggle to pick you up,
Ooh.
and whether or not he might last.
Yeah, but someone might
10 meters
someone might
walking
struggle
with
to
you.
pick me up though.
That's a weak man.
He's a weak ass.
Oh, is
He
it?
on
If they
train
struggle to-
legs.
I'm heavy.
He will have some.
You are not heavy.
He will have some Oscar proud legs.
Yes, I'm heavy.
You are not heavy. You're not.
You don't think I'm heavy?
I haven't carried you, so I don't know. But
Gina's
just
a
based
stallion.
on optics.
Okay, fair enough.
Someone said, no, Margs or I think it's Margs. I don't think it's Loons. But it's Margs. He said, can you slam dunk? And I was gonna say that, but I've seen short guys play basketball and they're really good.
But is Margs
Allen
at
Iverson
home
short.
at typing, participating? Or I don't get
Margs
it.
is the name. That's what Margs is.
Because he's talking in the
Margs
chat like
are
he's
right
at home
Like,
chilling.
you're doing all of this.
Not like he's driving here.
Exactly.
Brett, Margs ain't coming today.
Because he's alert enough to know whether, he's literally taking part.
Margs, this is World Cup final day and you're not here. This is egregious.
Maybe he's a Ronaldo person. Is he a Ronaldo man?
Nah, Messi.
Oh, well, Margs, this is embarrassing then. But what could you ask? I don't think there's anything.
To find out how short a guy is. I would
How about
ask-
how tall are you?
How tall are you? Literally.
No, stop it. I thought you were trying.
do you know
I
what
thought you
I'd
meant
say?
a clever way to ask without
Yeah, no, I
asking
know.
directly.
I know.
Okay,
I mean silly.
I'm making sure.
Okay, do you know what I'd say? Yeah, this is still kind of saying the same thing, but I'd be like, I'm 5'7". If I was to wear heels, would I still be tall? If I was to wear heels, would you still be taller than me?
Or would you have to? I don't know. Something like, would you have to bend down to kiss me, or would I have to tiptoe to kiss you, or something like that?
I love a tiptoe to kiss.
You know what I mean, something.
Yeah. Do you know what I would ask actually? Yeah. Oh, do you like when girls wear heels? Because some guys don't like, short guys don't like when girls wear heels.
Okay.
But guys, can I be
Have my way.
honest? I've left the tall guy train. I'm over it.
The what?
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
tall
don't really
guy
care
train.
anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
cute.
don't really care.
When were you on it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
See, Brett, see what we're not gonna do,
Damn.
Brett.
Oh no, Brent, facts.
On a Monday morning.
Facts. Man
Nah, not used to co-signing. Wow, Gina.
said, I left the train. Nigga, you were never on the train. Talk about last train to Paris.
Gina,
It
don't
was.
let them do this. This is outrageous.
You know what I mean? Hold on. So, Gina, for the guys who are going to potentially, enter into the blind date, do you have any specs?
For me, yeah.
Yeah.
What are my specs?
Just so,
I'm not gonna
like,
lie.
I don't know, like white guys don't waste their time applying.
I was
For
literally about to say.
For example,
I was literally about to say you got to be black.
What
Okay,
if,
cool.
nah, what if
Black.
it's a spicy white?
Nah, Esther. Do you know what it is? Can I be completely honest with you?
Let's do it, girl.
The problem is, yeah. It always comes back to this. I always feel like, yeah, whenever anything racist happens in the world,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at my partner and take it all out on him. I know
okay.
I am. Because there's no way, whenever I watched like any kind of slavery film that I've watched, I always leave that cinema thinking, I hate white people. Like literally. I know
No, that's real.
it sounds extra,
How
but that's what
insane
I'm
that
saying.
is,
So that's
though.
why for me it's like, huh?
That's insane.
That's
It's just anger, innit?
I'm just being honest.
No, I'm saying like
It's-
it's the whole concept of coming home and taking out your anger on your
Well, I'm
white
not gonna.
partner
I'm
who
not
you
literally gonna
chose
take.
to love.
Like, your people did
I
this.
know.
You did this to me, Gary.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not literally
Gary.
gonna take it out on them, yeah. But generally speaking, I just always feel like in the back of my mind,
Yeah.
that like either someone in your family or do you know what I mean? I'm just always gonna be on edge.
Yeah.
I feel you.
That's just what it is for me. So I think just for those reasons, I just went with her. And also, if I am ever gonna double, and I never have, but if I was to, you have to be one that's not like I can't stand. It's because I've got a certain person in my mind. It's really annoying me. You can't be like a person who like I get it. You've got black friends and you roll with the man, but I
Yeah,
just
the wannabe.
Yo,
yes.
Gina.
If you know.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know
You know what I'm
exactly
talking about? Because even the other day, you know, when we had the debate on the day after about marriage
Yeah.
Yeah.
and how Esther, how we were saying how like obviously like traditionally our aunties and stuff made it seem as if marriage was like a trophy and stuff.
Oh yeah.
A certain person tried to kind of like go back and forth with me, and you know when I was just thinking, why? This is a conversation you need to see the sides. you need to be sitting there. I don't get why you're even having this discourse
As in a
with
man.
me, because yes, an Oyibo man at that.
Okay, that's
So-
2 strikes. That's 2 strikes.
It's a Jace though. It's a Jace. Oyinbo or Jace.
You see the
Oh,
picture?
whatever, man.
What colour is the skin?
It's a Jace. It's a Jace.
John
First
B.
of all,
types.
Oyibo, bro.
First of all,
John B.
Brent,
vibes, John
Brent,
B.
take that
vibes.
down. With immediate effect. Immediate effect. Take that down.
I can't even
Because
see
Spicy
that.
white.
Because live for BHA, you're about to get blocked. I need access to this YouTube comments. You're gonna get blocked. Talking about SLX Max Brand to settle down. First of all, I said Max Brand, he used to be cute back in the day. I ain't never
Who did
dated
you
Max
show?
Brannon
Don
back
B?
in my life. Huh?
Nah, Max.
Max Brannon
Max Brannon.
from EastEnders.
No, but do you know what it is with Max
If
Brannon?
I
I've
do- I
told
do
you what the
say-
whole Max Brannon thing is, though.
Did I say Steve
It's
Garrett
not
the
his
other day?
looks.
I'm moving mad.
It's not
I'm-
Max's looks.
It
It's
was
his-
the
you know what it
villainous.
is?
It was
It's the villain. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the villain, like how he's a villain, the swagger, like not. Do you know what I mean? His
It was a
character.
source. It was just the way he was as a like. It was what he commanded.
You lot are terrible.
I'll be honest anyway. Do you know what? Yeah. No.
No, do you know what? No,
Do you know what it is, yeah?
no. Because
The fact
I'm
that
so sorry,
yeah, the fact someone made a reference in the comments, I'm no longer sitting on this platform glorifying white men because this is not going to be my story. I'm not going out like this.
What's the spicy white?
I'm
Oh,
disgusted.
apparently, is that your story? Oh dear.
It's never been my story in real life. It's content.
I hear it.
Entertainment purposes.
Oh gosh.
No,
This
absolutely.
cannot be
no
attached to my
Oliver-
name. Are you guys sick? Man really
No
says
Oliver
settle
Jack,
down.
I'm so sorry.
I'm appalled. But no, spicy white is a definite thing. Like Joe Monagalegi. What's his name?
Who? Dooms?
Sophia Vergara's husband. Joe Monag.
Whom is? I don't even know who you're
The
talking
actor,
about.
man. You guys know him. And the guy from Best Man, you know the one Leah Long was going out with in the second one. What's his name again? He dated that Real Housewife woman.
And he's white. And the
Right.
second one.
He's a let me show you. Hold on. Best Man Holiday. What's his name again? Okay, hold on. Oh, not them. I love that. They're showing a black Eddie Cibrian. That guy, man.
Nia Long. Oh,
This man.
Cole de Chanel, but he used to be in Sunset
Baby,
Beach.
that's a spicy white.
Oh, from isn't he from
Sunset
flipping
Beach?
Sunset Beach? Yeah.
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 He's a
He
spicy
was
white.
called Cole de Chanel.
And let me show you
Yeah.
Sofia Vergara's husband as well. This is the person I'm trying to say.
So yeah, guys, please hit me up in the DMs if you want to participate in blind date. We need to find Gina a man. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
I'm just saying. So yeah, hit me up, man.
She said, you ain't got to be the whole
When's
so
it again?
loud.
The 15th of.
15th of January,
Jeez, the 15th of January.
less than a
Come on,
month
guys.
away. Get your tickets right now. I'm gonna let you
Wait,
know
Esther,
and Mark
why
know
don't you join me and do it
how
with
you're
me?
involved as well.
Because I'm hosting it.
Oh, blind date is not two people. It's one.
Blind date is one person.
I'm trying to shift the spotlight from you.
I'm good, love. Enjoy.
It's don't you think it's slightly embarrassing?
Esther's gonna
though?
be my
No.
co-host. Huh?
No, it's not.
Don't you think it's a bit embarrassing? Like,
it's
oh, you're
not.
so desperate that now we have to find you a blind date.
Gina.
It's all for fun. What are you taking seriously?
No. That's not desperate.
It's all in
My
fun.
mother would cry.
Hold on. Question though. Even though you're doing this,
It's a game.
for a game show. Yeah. What if the guy
It's a game show.
that you
Exactly what I'm
pick
thinking.
is a spice? What are you saying then, though?
You said, I say
Baby.
you're a groomsman and I'm a bridesmaid.
That's
That's
what I'm
what I say.
Like, thing is, imagine.
Can you imagine? That's
that,
could
that
actually- it
the
could-
guy
it
is a
could
spice, and you're like,
actually
Oh,
value
that'd be amazing.
you know what I mean?
And
Who
this
knows?
actually, this, oh my God. And then years later, now you guys got kids. Then we've got TDA babies. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
All right, calm the
Oh, that's a beautiful story.
Definitely need to get Margs in there.
What? On,
TDA,
TDA is not. Marks is, no.
the thing is, if Marks didn't blow it up, I would have maybe tried to get Marks to be one of the guys
Yeah.
on the sly.
No, but you know what's
But
mad though?
now it's a thing.
But the thing is, if she had asked a question, she would know it's Marks.
I
As
would've-
soon as I
Marks
heard
is-
the pum pum
No.
father,
That's
I
it.
would have been like,
Because you'd be like,
that's
guys,
the
don't introduce
pum-pum
yourselves,
father.
don't do anything.
Yeah.
Marks would do opposite of everything you said.
Yeah.
big marks from the east side.
Marks
I
like,
would've been
exactly.
Like,
He'd be like, what's up, Killy? What are you talking about? It's a blind date, sir. Stop
true,
it.
it's true,
Oh
it's true.
my goodness. I
What?
just found out who Cole's father is. This makes so much sense.
Who's his father?
who? Cole de
Um,
Chanel.
Yeah, George Hamilton.
Is his name Cole de Chanel?
That's the original spicy
That
white.
was his name. He's the name in
No, I
That's
know.
his name in
I know
Sunset Beach.
that name's crazy.
Also, it's
Oh my
Mangan
goodness.
Yellow, the man. But wait, well, who?
Type in George Hamilton and go to images.
I'll let you know if it's spicy white.
Oh, and he's the dad of the guy you just showed?
Yeah.
How was it?
Did not know that.
This is spicy white.
Wait, this guy is spicy white.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
I guess
Oh,
in his
you know
time.
what? His old picture
Legendary
from
spicy white.
1969. I get it.
Even in his time, he's not giving spicy white.
This guy is.
You don't think so?
He's
guy's
giving
legendary,
Grease
man.
summer loving energy.
Yeah. Wait, you don't think John Travolta in Greece was a spice back in the day?
Let me hold on.
You didn't get why everyone liked him?
Oh no, I don't like his face. Oh, Sorry.
Yeah.
no, he was not spicy. He scares me.
This is so sad, man.
Nah, in his day, he was not spicy white.
It.
Okay, we need to define spicy white because you're not getting the rules of this. This is not spicy white.
So what's spicy
This is
white?
white.
Spicy white is someone who's, from the Mediterranean, no?
Yeah, you're not full 100% Caucasian white.
But it's spicy white, like good
Spanish.
enough. Like for, you people.
Not for me. I'm black. I'm strictly black. Like that is my calling in life.
Unless you're Mr. Brannan.
No. Okay, right. Let's address this. I said back in the day, he was good. Not Gina having a whole breakfast. Oh, we have breakfast.
She's eating?
Yeah.
We haven't.
Wow.
Spaghetti and egg and...
No, that's when she gets to Ghana. She's not Ghana.
Oh, is it? I thought she was there.
No, she's SA.
Okay.
I love a holiday breakfast. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Basically, I couldn't do that because I would have to stay downstairs, and obviously
Oh yeah.
TJ is more important.
Oh, you're so
You know,
lovely.
so-
I would have been.
I haven't even showered. I
can
finished my
I can
workout and
smell it
came
through
straight
the screen.
upstairs. No.
You
I'm
said
gonna cook my class.
No. Duh.
No.
I would
No,
have
I
been
thought-
in the restaurant, been like, guys, I'm sorry, I can't take
No.
part. I would have been doing what Marx is doing in the chat.
You're saying no like I
I
can
thought-
smell
Like, you
you.
actually can smell like.
You can-
She's like, no.
No.
No, I don't smell.
No, I don't, because I taught class and then I was like, if I shower and sort out my life, I'm not gonna log on like in time. So I was like, let me just come here. So I basically have like a salmon and cream cheese bagel because that's the only thing I could eat in here. And I didn't think you could see me. I thought, I'm gonna mute myself here or turn off the camera. And I thought, no, actually, because Ben said if I talk, then I'm not gonna be shown on screen. Then I just hear Esther say, "Oh, Gina," and I'm thinking,
No, because you know, I thought you were having like a very nice like. Outside of a bagel kind of breakfast. I said, oh, let's give us the tea.
So basically,
sorry.
Gina, in the studio, there's a monitor that shows you 24/7.
Oh, so you lot can see me 24/7.
Yeah.
But everybody else can't see me 24/7.
Yeah. Only when you talk, then I switch
Oh.
it, then they see you. Yeah, so you can mind your
Man.
business. Yeah.
Let me eat my bagel.
That's someone's what?
Bye.
No.
Yeah, like you're blowing me up about this whole Max Branion thing.
Yeah, somebody wants to know
If
what
you keep
picture.
saying that word again and again and again, I'm not playing anymore.
Because you said you like what's his name? The England coach.
Southgate. Southgate.
Yeah, Sophie.
Yo, Jim,
South
you got...
Garrett.
Oh, you have food on your lip.
So why did you point if you're going to say it anyway? It's very chaotic. I think Gareth is he's good looking as well. He's attractive. But I think because I like a man in power. I
I'm
like
not
a
gonna lie,
man.
your taste in white men is trash.
Esther.
I know
I'm
you're
so
not
sorry,
talking
this
about John
one-
Travolta.
Your
No.
taste in white
You
men
like
is
an eagle, bro.
your taste in white men is bottom
First of
barrel.
all, I didn't say John Travolta was nice. I asked the question. I didn't say that's what I liked. Secondly, you think Gareth Southgate is nice?
I said he's attractive, but I think it's the power.
No.
I think it's
Power.
the power.
Mm.
Even though he ain't got no power. Am I lying? Oh,
Even
he
people
got
that find
no power.
what's his name? Grillish.
Who?
Like my friend is obsessed with. Is it Grillish?
Oh,
Grealish.
Jack
Grealish.
Grealish. Yeah.
Grealish, Jack
Yeah,
Grealish.
Jack
I
Grealish,
don't
he's
see
it.
it.
Yeah, he's
No.
He's not spicy white. Like,
Sorry.
he doesn't approve. He doesn't,
He's not
meet
spicy
my.
white.
No, he's definitely not spicy white.
David Beckham
Why has it come?
is spicy white.
He's not spicy white.
No,
he's
he's not.
white.
He's not
but
spicy white.
he's elite white. He's not spicy white.
Okay, he's elite
What is it?
white.
So there's
Gary
differences.
Barlow is elite white.
Yeah, absolutely. Gary Barlow.
Gary Barlow is elite white. Are you dumb?
You need to mute your mic.
No.
Gary Barlow.
You don't think Gary Barlow is nice?
Hold on.
No. Gary Barlow.
Actually, no. He looks like
I'm
he smells
sorry.
good. You know.
You don't think Gary Barlow is? No, Gary Barlow is giving.
Oh, sorry. The old picture of him came up where he had no beard. Oh Lord.
No, when he's got
him with the
He's
beard
talking
is nice. Huh?
You talking about something?
No, Gary Barlow. He had no beard. He looks like a thumb. But him with a beard, yes. Actually, yeah. I'll be honest with you. He's kind of him in this prime now with a beard, like looking like a papa. He's giving me same energy as Beckham. I'm never gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, that's fair then. Are you okay? Can you take Asake off the thing?
Sorry.
I don't like this conversation. Let's move on.
No.
This is just the
the
intro.
longest
It's pissing me off.
intro
We've ever done.
ever.
We keep making history. I love it.
No way. We're still on the
This is
intro.
the
Sorry,
intro.
guys.
Yes,
Yep.
let's speed up
Let's speed it up.
This is basically going to be topic of the day.
because Messi is waiting.
What is spicy? We got the spicy whites out there though.
Nah.
Said no. Okay.
Sorry, can I just address something?
Yeah.
So said the standard for Babylon is low, but I tell you, my standard for black men is where it needs to be because that's where I go. I'm gonna say that.
And white rice mixed with Scotch bonnet is not jollof. So
Period. That's a caption. I'm writing that down. That's my next Insta caption. So actually working.
all right.
Do you know how sick that bar is? Love it.
So the California Congressman Adam Schiff said Sunday that he believes there's sufficient evidence to criminally charge Donald Trump in relation to his efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Schiff's dramatic statement on CNN's State of the Union came one day before the House January 6 Select Committee, to which he belongs, is poised to release an outline of its extensive investigative report on the US Capitol attack, which has been linked to 9 deaths, including the suicides of traumatized law enforcement officers. I had no idea that some of the officers involved committed suicide, you know. But yeah, the committee is expected to use its last meeting on Monday to refer Trump, as well as others, to the US Justice Department in relation to the former president's attempts to reverse his 2020 defeat to Joe Biden. Schiff told CNN host Jake Tapper that he can't comment on specifics of any possible referrals. The predicted criminal referrals are effectively symbolic because Congress can't force prosecutors to pursue charges. Schiff, who chairs the House Intelligence Committee, said, "I think that the evidence is there that Trump committed criminal offenses in connection with his efforts to overturn the election. And viewing it as a former prosecutor, I think there's sufficient evidence to charge the former president." Tapper then asked Schiff whether this was enough to secure a conviction. Schiff responded saying, "Well, I don't know what the Justice Department has. I do know what is in the public record. The evidence seems pretty plain to me, but I would want to see the full body of evidence if I were in the prosecutor's shoes to make a decision. But this is someone who in multiple ways tried to pressure state officials to find votes that didn't exist. This is someone who tried to interfere with a joint session, even inciting a mob to attack the Capitol. If that's not criminal, then I don't know what is." Asked whether he thought Trump would face criminal charges, Schiff said the short answer is, "I don't know. I think that he should. I think he should face the same remedy, force of the law, that anyone else would." And the next headline takes us to China, where a top Chinese health official says he believes China is experiencing the first of 3 expected waves of COVID infections this winter. The country is seeing a surge in cases since the lifting of its most severe restrictions earlier this month. The latest official figures appear to show a relatively low number of newly daily cases. However, there are concerns that these numbers are an underestimate due to a recent reduction in COVID testing. The government reported only 2,097 daily cases on Sunday. Epidemiologist Wu Zunyu has said that he believes the current spike in infections would run until mid-January, while the second wave would then be triggered by mass travel in January, around the week-long Lunar New Year celebrations which begin on the 21st of January. Millions of people usually travel at this time to spend the holiday with family. The third surge in cases would run from late February to mid-March as people return to work after the holiday. He told the conference on Saturday that current vaccinations levels offered a certain level of protection against the surges and had resulted in a drop in the number of severe cases. Overall, China say there's more than 90% of its population has been fully vaccinated. However, less than half of the people aged 80 and over have received 3 doses of vaccine. Elderly people are more likely to suffer severe COVID symptoms. China has developed and produced its own vaccines, which have been shown to be less effective at protecting people against serious COVID illness and death than the mRNA vaccines used in much of the rest of the world. And the last headline is kind of like a continuation of what happened with Miss Ngozi Fulani and Lady Hussey, or Lady Bird, that we say on TV.
Not Lady Bird.
So the King and Queen Consort are said to be pleased for the welcome outcome after Lady Susan Hussey apologised in person to Black British charity boss Ngozi Fulani after repeatedly asking her what part of Africa are you from at a royal reception last month. The 83-year-old who served the late Queen for 6 decades stepped down from her honorary role with immediate effect amid a furious outcry after Miss Fulani tweeted about her experience at the event. The scandal prompted an intervention from Prince William, with the heir to the throne criticising his godmother's unacceptable comments and saying racism has no place in our society. On Friday, Buckingham Palace revealed the former aide had now met with the activist who founded the charity Sister Space to express her sincere apologies, which they said Miss Fulani accepted. The pair now want to rebuild their lives in peace following the distressing past few weeks. The palace also added that the King and Queen Consort were pleased that both parties had reached this welcome outcome and criticised the torrent of abuse Miss Fulani has since received on social media. That's the end of the headlines.
Thank you very much. Let's get into our topic of the day. What are you saying?
I think it's over there, you know.
All right, thanks.
Well, before we get into it, can I just let the people know to please kindly like the video? That would be great. It's just a lot of disruptions behind the
Knocking
scenes.
like the goddamn police.
Honestly, coming like in like bailiff. But yeah, guys, like the. Wow, someone said they're gonna snitch on me when Dr. Umar comes here. You see, that day, I definitely have to be in charge of the comments. I'm not gonna have that. That would be wild. He's not gonna have to give me some floggings talking about what is it that he says? Lashes or lashings?
Yeah, lashes.
That's impossible.
Terrible.
Not I. Not a pro-black activist like me.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So, topic of the day. We're going to keep this brief, innit? Because we basically,
got to.
you know what I mean, had a long topic in the beginning.
Yeah, he's not roasting me.
But I want to start off here with Brent playing the clip.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so Brent's going to play a
You're
clip.
on timeout.
And that's what we're going to base this on.
Morning, man.
No, try talking. You just speak against me in the comments.
How?
Talking about, I think Southgate is Ghost.
She says she likes the
No.
power, innit?
That's what. Thinking Southgate is buff is crazy. And then saying that he has power, you have the power.
Shit, where's my phone? My jokes are lost on you. She says she has the power, so she thinks he's ghost.
Max, can I borrow your keys, please? Thank you.
That is jokes, man. But yeah, Iman? Oh, the video.
Yeah, Brent's meant to play
No, but Brent's leaving.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So just
Well, yeah, we'll continue and we'll get to the video after.
Okay.
Well, basically, I think some of you may have seen over the weekend. Some of you may have seen over the weekend. What do you call it? This African sister
Yeah.
who I believe maybe works in the kitchen. Can't remember. She's does
Okay.
something anyway, and she met with King Charles, isn't it? Right? Have you not seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I
Do you know
didn't
what? Do you know
actually
what?
see it, you know.
You haven't seen it?
E-man.
Yeah.
That was
Do you know how
the
many
first.
people messaged me
The
and said
first
to
thing I put in
me,
the group.
Oh, no.
she's probably Ghanaian.
It was,
do you know what it was?
it wasn't just her by herself. It was her and a group.
Yeah. There's a group of people, other white people.
Yeah.
She was the only
Oh,
black
do you know
person,
it is?
right?
I think
I
so.
think.
I was getting ready,
Yeah.
so I thought it was about the second thing you put in.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I put it in first.
Yeah. So basically,
Catfish.
yeah, she basically was there. Bunch of people. King Charles was meeting.
It
with them
seems
and
so,
whatnot.
but
And then
you never know.
Sorry, what we're doing?
Easy.
what happened?
What
It's a lot going on.
Nothing, just a private conversation, mate.
But it's not.
On the mic.
All right. So
Yeah, I can't get this
like I
stuff.
said, so King Charles comes into the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Speaking to the staff, right? And basically, you just see her basically get bare excited, right? As if he's a celebrity, and maybe she does consider him a celebrity, anyway, right? But anyway, the way she greets him, she's kneeling down, and she basically from where she is, which
Like
is
how did you back home?
yeah. I think Brent's playing it now.
John volume.
Oh my god, I'm gonna vomit.
What are you looking at?
I'm actually gonna vomit on YouTube. Now I'm going to vomit. Do you know what's man? I'll be honest, because someone said they've been avoiding that video. Same, because I heard people talking about stuff here, and
It's
I said,
so cringe.
I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. I wish I didn't have to watch it.
Why are you crawling over to him?
Well, so
I hope she's got papers.
Get up, man.
Because they can't
To be
deport her.
honest.
They can't deport her after all of that.
so basically, the question is, was she doing too much?
Of course.
Cool.
Do you know? Okay, do you know what it is, yeah?
Okay.
She definitely was doing too much. However, I feel bad for her
Okay.
because that to me looks like some form of conditioning. It's giving me that you know, that white savior complex, that idea that white people are like better than us, and then for it to be like the king, I feel bad for her more than anything else.
But isn't it not more acceptable because it is the king? Because it's not like she does it to other white people. She probably only did it to the king.
But you know, that mindset, that complex will show up in different ways with white people in her normal day-to-day life. But it's just like, I don't know. I feel bad for her. I really do.
So what do you guys think? Basically, just way too much. Yeah.
Way too much energy.
I think it was embarrassing.
way too much vim.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
far
it's
too
too
excited.
embarrassing.
You don't have to crawl over to him on your knees.
But you know, like back
You
up,
could've
it's a sign
walked
of
over to him.
respect. I mean,
That's
Nah.
your style though, man. You don't love the monarchy and that.
You lot.
you lot.
Africans.
Who?
Africans.
Not my version of Africans.
I'm gonna need you and Brent to stop talking about Africans. That's what I'm gonna need.
Me? I didn't say anything.
Yeah, saying Africans from you seems kind of like
What, racist?
Yeah, it's racist.
It seems.
No, but do you know, the thing is though,
That's what it seems. Since you
just
told me
saying.
that word, I'm never gonna stop with that word. I love it.
the
No, but
thing
you do
is,
love the monarchy,
I-
though, innit?
I don't.
No, the thing is,
I think the older Caribbean people kind of do as well.
Our
I
parents,
think it maybe it's a
I agree with
parents'
you.
generational
generation
thing.
does. Yeah,
It made a generational thing then.
not our generation.
Are you forgetting how I was when the Queen died?
I've never met any older Caribbeans that like the monarchy at all.
What, I like the Queen?
100%.
The ones that came over?
Never met any of them.
Yeah, no,
They
I
always
don't
cuss them
know
out. They always cuss her out.
No, man, they love Lizzie, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all are woke. That's good. Because Africans, boy, they wear in their head. Anyway, never mind. That's, no.
Would you?
but the thing is, I feel like the video is showing exactly that. The like, the reason why I laughed is because someone sent that to me and was like, she's definitely Ghanaian, and I was like, do you know what? Got that the way Ghanaians, like when the Queen passed away, you lot saw how embarrassing my people were. Like it was too much. So they do have I feel like they definitely do have this white savior complex. So I get it. That's what it was given for me anyway.
Do you feel as though she would have done that if this was like if she's Ghanaian for Ashanti Hene or somebody else? Don't think
Most
so?
likely not.
You sure?
No, I don't think so.
And let's just say, for example, a video surfaced like 5 years later or whatever, and she did actually do the same thing for the king in Ghana or Nigeria or some other place in Africa.
Then I guess that's her way of showing respect.
Yeah, that's how we're saying. I think she's showing respect in this.
Okay.
Because the whole kneeling down thing, I don't think it's like
Yeah.
I hail thee. I think it's more of a like that's how we show respect, and it's this person's the king kind of thing. I reckon she's just showing respect. Like her mindset is just back in the long time ago's days.
So if you saw King Charles, would you kneel?
Now, you know damn right I don't know what that man looks like. I don't give a shit.
You wouldn't do the whole curtsy
Kneel.
thing?
Why? Who? No.
No? What about it was a king, an African king?
I don't think I would even acknowledge him.
No, but let's just say he came, I don't know, okay, he came on the show for an interview or something. When he comes in.
I ain't never knelt for any guests.
Yeah, but he's not a regular guest. He's a king.
He's a guest.
Is he?
He is a guest like everyone else who's been a guest is. Sorry, no.
Esther, I'm surprised you say that though, because
I was gonna kneel.
No, hear me out. Let me land.
Esther's lying. If there was an official king
Because-
or queen,
no,
there, you'd be
because
extremely
strike
courteous.
two, Marks.
You'd be
Strike
extremely
two.
No.
courteous. I'm not going to say you'll get on your
Esther.
knees and be bowing down to
yeah.
any king or queen, but if there was an official king or queen in this room here, you'd be extremely courteous. You would be.
I don't think so. I think I would.
You are, you would, 'cause
I
you're
be professional.
professional. You're
no,
a-
but I will be professional like I am with everybody. I'm not treating you any kind of way because you're a king or anything.
So would you refer to
If
them
you're
as your
not gonna
highness?
No.
You're
Not unless-
sure it's
You're
not.
lying.
Strike three. I'm talking to the rest
Esther.
of the day. You're done.
I'm talking about because you're Nigerian and because
Yeah.
culturally you guys prostrate, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying I'm surprised, because obviously for me, I've never like in my culture, it's not a thing. We don't prostrate
Yeah.
to people. So I remember even like growing up, going to like my friends' houses and stuff. Like my Nigerian friends, it was always awkward because I just used to be like, "Why am I bending?" Or like, do you know what I mean?
Not
I never got
bending.
it. Or like, if my Nigerian friends
Yeah.
came to my house and they saw my parents, they do it, but my mum would be like, "No," like, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's
but
what I'm saying.
Yeah, because to be fair, Iman did say, you said that Charles, and then you said if it was back home.
Yeah.
Back home, I'm 100% showing that respect because that's my culture. It's not my culture to do that for Charles. Like,
But
it was nice to meet you. Good morning. Like, I would greet you the way I do everybody else. I'm not doing any. I'm not going out of my way to do anything extra because you're royal.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think she called to him as a sign of respect. Remember, she was
Yeah.
excited,
Yeah.
dropped her knees in excitement, and then just walked over to him on her knees. I don't think that was her showing
She
respect.
did.
She bowed first.
Did she?
Yeah, she
Why
bowed
did
first.
you do this?
That's
When
what
she
she
was
was
on
doing.
her
She was
knees,
shuffling over to
when
him.
she was
Like,
on her knees, she bowed and then shuffled over.
Yeah.
okay, watch this. We've seen how, obviously, I'm not sending shots or whatever, but like women love, for example, like male artists, musicians, entertainers, this
No.
and the third, right? What are you saying no to?
Yeah, because they're very cheeky. You're
Because
very cheeky about the third.
where you're trying to go, I'm not going with you. But continue.
Have you seen the doc? If you see what he put in the doc about me, I don't know. Did you guys have a meet? Is that a group chat that I'm not part of?
Right, what are you putting in the
He
doc?
out here talking about it's what she did any different to what Esther would do when she sees Chris Brown? The heck?
no, but
No, I'm gonna make a point. What's
go on,
this
go.
here? If you see Chris Brown right now, would you be excited?
Yeah, because Chris Brown, my
Would
babes.
you be like all that stuff?
Do you know what? I try to keep composure.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I try to really keep. I don't like to shake. I'm not a shaker. I can't do that.
But if
'Cause I can't take myself out of cringing, even if it is me.
okay.
Do you know what I mean?
But would you be more understanding if like women did that to Chris Brown then, as fans, proper fans of Chris Brown?
I get. Yeah, I see why people do that because people talk about like when you're starstruck. You're proper
Exactly.
starstruck.
Exactly. And would you see it as something that's crazy out of the norm?
no, but is it about your actions or is it about who you're doing this to?
This is
Yeah.
what I'm getting at.
You know
It's
what I
who
mean,
you're doing
this,
to as
this
well.
is this is because it's Charles. This is not because it's Chris Brown, isn't it?
No, but this is what I'm getting
And
at.
what the monarchy means to black people. That's kind of what
Yeah.
it is. It's not. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but-
I'm not gonna lie. If I saw if I saw Esther calling for Chris Brown, I'd say, get up,
No,
Stand
but-
up.
Yeah.
stand
They'll
up.
be weak in the knees.
Don't call for Chris Brown. But what I'm saying is, this act is egregious because of what it represents, more so than just. You know what I mean?
I'll be
I
honest with you
get
guys
you.
here. I'll be more nervous if we had Chris Brown on here. I'll be more nervous in the way I am with Chris Brown than I would be Charles. I think it's what you said. It's who I relate to. It's who I care for. Charles is not somebody that I care for. Do you get what I mean? So I wouldn't need to be starstruck. I recognize who he is, absolutely, but you don't mean anything to me in that way. When I meet Kevin Hart, like it'll be like, oh, like this is someone I admire, respect. So that will show in the way I talk to them. So if it's Charles, I'm not going to be acting any other way than I do normally. Do you get what I mean?
But basically the point I'm trying to make is with a celebrity like Chris Brown or whatever,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, one of these A-lists, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People, you'll get all the hysterics, right? But none of them are royalty. So
Yeah.
you add in the royalty, isn't that just the hysterics with a Neil?
No, because they're my royalty.
Yeah, but they're not official royalty. Nobody in the world kneels to
Do
them.
you know what I really think what it
Yeah,
comes
but
down
no one
to
really
is who
gives a
you.
shit about royalty, bro.
That's
in
what
that
people
way.
do.
No, but what I think it relates to, yeah, is who you actually can relate to.
Okay.
Is who you're checking for. Because there's other celebrities that will meet that someone else might be shaking in the boots for, but they don't mean anything. Like,
Yeah.
I don't watch your content. I don't watch films. Like, you're not somebody I admire. But then you might see how I interact with Kevin Hart. You're like, it's Kevin Hart. It's not with Dave Chappelle. But I love Kevin Hart. Like, I watch Kevin Hart interviews. Like, I love Kevin Hart. Do you get what I mean? So I really think it's about who you care for. So with this woman, I don't know. Maybe she really cares
I
for
think
Charles.
that's exactly it.
I mean, yeah.
No, but the thing is, Charles has never been someone who Africans have really adhered to. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's the king now.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what is speaking to the way she's acting. But if
It's
he
just the
wasn't,
monarchy. She don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
Charles.
it's not the person.
He's
No,
been the king for 2 seconds. It could
that's-
have been any one of them.
that's
Whoever was
what
the king. If it was
No,
William, she would have done the same thing.
No, that's my point. I don't think she cares about king. I don't think she cares about Charles. If Charles wasn't king, if the Queen was still alive,
She'd do it for the queen.
Yeah.
she'll do it for the Queen too.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I don't think she loves Charles.
No, if you don't, it's
No,
just
no offense, but
It was just
like black people don't really care about King Charles like that. When have we ever cared about Charles like that?
no, it's just the monarchy.
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. So like, if you bear in mind that the monarchy, this is probably obviously the most important, the most known monarchy on the planet,
Yeah.
and then you add that into it, isn't it kind of, acceptable?
You know what?
It's not acceptable. Get off your knees.
All right, cool.
I can get why she did it.
Okay, cool.
I can understand why she did it. I think it's what you said in that it's royalty. And I think also her generation, they care about stuff like that. The fact that, it's a royal, do you get me? Like, she would get to show her friends that video. Like, her friends would not be shy for her. They'll be praising her. It's the young ones that were like, auntie, get off your knees. Do you get me? But for her, in her when she shows her little Facebook friends, they're going to be like, oh, wow, like, you were in his presence. I think it's just, it's that really.
She might have special needs too.
King Charles is not a spicy white, by the way.
Someone asked that question.
Yeah, someone said he's yes, but of course he's not spicy white.
I'm surprised you don't find him attractive though.
Not gonna lie though, I mean,
Because
I don't really think it's far off from Southgate.
I'm lying.
Sorry, just
Yeah.
Southgate and Charles, they're in the same bracket.
Okay, we are no longer
literally
allowed.
facts. Nah,
They're in the same bracket for
they're
me.
king folk.
We're not kinfolk. We're no longer allowed to talk about the men I like on here. This is it.
What about religious figures? Like, if she did that for somebody who was a religious figure now, would that be more accepting to you?
That's the worst. I hate when people call their pastors daddy. Oh my god.
But the thing is, doesn't it depend on
Sickening.
what is practiced in that culture and you being respectful to that culture and just abiding by that rule in their presence? I don't feel like her in English culture bending down and prostrating. That's not a part of like a curtsy, the normal curtsy. That's more English than what she done.
Yeah.
So if she done the normal curtsy thing, then that's fitting in British royalty and culture.
Someone just
But
asked a
does she
question.
look like she understands? Like
That-
not like that, but do you feel like she looks like she'd know and understand that? Okay, I need to like the Brits curtsy. Do you get what I mean?
No, I
Yeah.
think she was. Bro, her head was gone. It was just hysterics. You know what I mean?
Fair love. Someone said about so if Messi walked in here, what are you not acting like?
I'm not
who?
going on my knees.
Yeah, if I ever
If who walked in here?
Messi.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not an hysterical person. I'm not easily excitable. If I saw
Yeah.
Messi, I'm like, right, it's Messi. I'll say hello to him. But I'm never gonna fan out and be like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's not my character.
Right, what footballer would you find out over?
Davido,
In
Davido.
in what type of way? In terms of like going hysterical? None.
Oh, there's no one you care about.
No, I care about them. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be hysterical, Bugs.
What, not Eddie and Ketia, no? You sort of-
Hey, Mark, leave the Arsenal talk out,
I
please.
said not Eddie and Ketia. certainly not Eddie and Ketia, my friend.
Is there any people like that you people like if you were to see them, you
Fan
think you
out.
kind of you kind of be like
No.
No, but everyone shows excitement in
I've
different
met a
ways.
lot of famous people already.
I can be excited, but
Oh,
not.
sorry.
I was fine.
You better talk your shit.
Yeah, no,
Do you know what?
I was
Yeah, I don't
fine.
think there's anyone I would
met
actually
a lot
be
of the greats.
hysterical about.
Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Drake. This is normal shit, man.
I hear that. I hear you.
Can't even lie to you, man. This is every day. That's what we do, man.
I don't think I'm a fan out like
I'm gonna find out.
hysterical. My top up kind of, girls do the wildest.
She said,
I'm not
my
set up
top
like that.
up, Esther.
I'm actually not set up like that.
Imagine,
My Nigerian pride is too much.
in your culture, don't you prostrate all the time?
yeah.
Like just for regular elders.
Are you talking about you, or are you talking about in the culture? Are you talking about Emmanuel in particular?
Yeah, I've seen him prostrate.
No, but you know what it is? Yeah, because actually,
Well, it
Ebony
depends,
brought
you
it
know.
up in the
No,
comments.
no.
Oh, that's facts.
No, wait.
If Nas walks in here, you're crumbling like that woman
No,
on
I'm
the
not.
video.
No, I'm not.
You're going on
No,
your
I'm
knees.
not.
Like, Mark, don't
dumb.
ever do
You
that.
know,
Don't ever
dumb.
do that. again.
Zizi's brother is hating.
I'm definitely not. Definitely not.
No, because you know what Brent said is
I
a
can be
proper question.
excited
yeah.
without screaming. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll be
If I
excited.
heard-
I'll be gassed, but I'm not screaming or
If
getting
I hear a
hysterical.
scream from you, oh my gosh, that'd be mad. But no, what Brent asked here, Ebony said something in the comments about talking about in terms of like our culture, we pick and like we kind of like we pick and choose. I'm not saying this is exactly what you said, but kind of we pick and choose whatever. But with that, yeah, like I only when it comes to culture, like I'm not kneeling down to greet somebody who doesn't understand who that's not their culture.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes no sense. So the culture applies to people that are from the culture. So yes, I would absolutely kneel to greet a royalty, a queen or king in Nigeria. Absolutely.
Yep.
I do it to greet elders on the streets. However, I can't do that to Charles because Charles doesn't get it. It makes no sense.
And that's not his culture.
It's not
Charles
his
doesn't even
culture.
expect that from you.
Exactly. Do you get what I mean?
True.
Like, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't bow. If you were somewhere where you was granted an audience for the king, where they came in and they're gonna go through and they're gonna shake people's hands and meet me, and then you meet King Charles, you're just gonna look at him in his face like you're not gonna do that. It's gonna be too awkward. You're gonna do what you're supposed to do.
No, but we're talking. We talked about Charles coming on TDA.
Go on.
There's no protocol in this TDA studio.
Fair play.
If I'm invited to the where do they live? Palace, Buckingham Palace. Of course, yes, because I'm in your home. I'm going to be respectful. Same way I take my shoes off when I go to people's houses.
It's all
Yes,
about
but if it comes to
being-
TDA, I'm not bowing in this studio.
You be respectful
Witnesses.
to that person's culture. So
Yeah.
if I go to meet someone, excuse my ignorance, like Chinese or Japanese,
Yeah.
and they do that traditional bowing,
I'm doing that.
that's not my culture, but I'm going to do it because that's your
That's
culture.
your
And
culture.
I'm respecting your culture. And
Yes.
I'm greeting you the way you want to be greeted.
Yeah, I don't believe in turning your nose up at anyone's
Yeah.
culture.
So then you agree the king then.
Yeah.
No, but
That's their culture. That's the way they're supposed to be.
No, it
treated.
isn't their culture. Charles' culture is not to prostrate.
No, not prostrate,
No.
but you do the whole put your head down type bow type.
if I'm
thing,
in his home,
What,
yes,
here?
I will.
Yeah, in
Not
his
in the
presence.
studio.
Not in the studio.
Not-
It's too small in
nah,
there.
not
They
every
don't
time
space.
You
in
do,
his presence.
but you bow to a Chinese person anyway.
No, would
No, I
it?
wouldn't.
You said that's their culture. If you greet, they're doing the bow. If he came in now, oh, Mr. Miyagi,
no,
hi, Yusuf.
no.
You're gonna say hi, Miyagi, and you're gonna bow.
Okay, let me preface what I was saying. I didn't mean if I walk into a Chinese shop.
I'll be doing that.
I meant if I was in the presence of some Chinese diplomats or some
Like if you're
figures,
yeah.
and that's in that setting.
What if you
But
got a
if-
brethren and he bring you to his grandmama came out or his granddad? You went to the house and they see you and she said, Yusuf,
Yes,
you're gonna bow.
yes,
Exactly. So
yes.
you're doing any setting. If you could bring him in here and you're gonna do it.
No.
If they bow to me, yes, I'm not going to bow first because I think bowing first is a bit like
You're beg.
that's assuming that that's what they want. So if you do it to me, I'll do it to you. I think it's kind of racist if a Chinese person walks down like that's racist, bro. So if
you
they
up.
do it to me, I'll do it to them. I'm not gonna initiate the bowing.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I will always respect people's hospitality. So if I'm in your home or whatever it is, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's in the studio,
And also, even though I'm Nigerian, I grew up not prostrating to anyone. My parents never enforced that on me at all. Like
Okay.
on rare occasions, remember, Yusuf, that's Uncle so and so, or
no, when
make sure,
yeah.
they know. Okay, this is someone really important. Make sure you do. But in my life, how about times I prostrated? But I can count on one hand. Yeah.
Man, what's the protocol if the king of your tribe comes through? What are you supposed to do?
Prostrate, man. Flat on the ground.
I would stay until it is he says arise.
Yeah, they did that actually. They were get stand up.
Yeah,
come.
typically they would do that, innit?
Ariage?
You said?
Did you say Ariage?
You said that?
What did you just said?
Who?
What did you just say, Esther?
I didn't say that. I said they would say to you like, get out.
Oh, I didn't hear get up. I heard something else, but all right. Never mind.
Because you wanted to hear something
No,
else.
I heard something else.
Yeah, you speak Yoruba in your dreams. You do, don't you?
I told you I like it. So when it is you say, I want a translation. Do you understand? Because
okay.
I'm not, I don't understand. So Emmanuel, so each time it is that you see anybody from the village, you have to basically prostrate.
What do you mean by anybody from the village?
Yeah.
Any elder or
I like
statesman.
I like his
tones.
tones.
Yeah, I like his
I
tones.
like his
Brent's
tone,
tone is
man.
always the anti-African, man.
Yeah,
Somebody I
No,
know.
no.
Anyone from the village, you have to prostrate.
No. So I've seen him do it for just like relatives that are elder than him.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's the culture.
I thought that's the culture. So much so like royalty, right?
No, but there's different types of prostrating though.
All right, talk to me.
So you know the one you typically see me do?
Yes.
I wouldn't do that for the king.
Yeah, that's a sweep in the floor.
yeah.
That's a sweep in the floor one.
Exactly.
Oh, you have to sweep the floor.
No, it's a sweep in the floor stance. It's like you don't have to go the way
Can
down.
you show
It's
us?
just-
I don't know what the difference is.
You know, damn right, I ain't showing you nothing.
Google
it.
You know basically how you stand
Hold
up.
on,
right?
hold on. The funny thing, I've got a meme that I use.
Is it the guy in the white with the broom?
Yeah.
Yes. That's it.
This one, Brent.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
so
that's
that's
it.
the normal one.
What's that?
Prostrate, innit?
That's how you greet
But that's like
you
a
greet who?
casual one.
your elders.
Elders.
Your elders.
My culture.
That's the floor.
Yeah.
And I'm shy for you because you know what it is. Do you know what's mad? If you marry a Nigerian woman, yeah, and she wants, she's cultural, does a traditional wedding,
Yeah.
you and your little friends are gonna have to do all of that. I hope you know.
You
More
lose,
than that,
you lose, Beanos.
Venus,
Get on the
know.
floor.
all of them.
I don't know.
You have to do it.
Get on the floor.
No, because that's what aren't you about respecting people's cultures?
Yeah, but you got to mix the
That's part of
cultures.
it.
It's got to be a blend.
No,
It's
that's
gotta
fine.
be-
You
It's
know,
got to be a 50-50.
No, you can
It's
sing
gonna be-
Vibes
it's gonna be
Cartel
a hybrid.
afterwards, but
Yeah,
you've
no,
got
obviously
Gun and Grams.
we'll play bashment at the reception.
Yeah, we'll do that. But
When it's time to
to get on your knees, you get on your knees.
No, I ain't doing all that. I'll wind up Nanny, you get me? To some Beres ham and let her know it's love, you get me? You got to mix the cultures, let them blend, you get me?
You're ridiculous.
Say, Nanny, come man, come here.
Catch this one.
Why? Come on, catch this wine, you get me?
You know that's it. You know
Can you
that's it.
imagine? Can you imagine wine catching? What's it called? Whining with the mother of the bride. You are sicko.
Auntie Funke, get over here, man.
Come here,
Come
Joe.
here,
Should I think
man.
okay? Or you
Hold
say,
this,
stop it.
hold this stiff one quickly.
But yeah,
I mean, I like it. I like the fact that Israel still show respect even in this generation.
100%.
See,
yeah.
you would
It's
never
part
get
of
the end of it,
culture, man.
boy.
But yeah, like I was saying, that's the regular one, isn't it? But when you see the king,
Yeah.
you're basically
the floor.
almost like doing like a push up.
Okay.
So you're
You're like-
flat.
Yeah.
Is it?
Like a burpee,
Yeah.
but you don't jump up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And who you do that for? Like just the,
Like the king
The
or
king.
someone who's
Or like proper elders, like the
Yeah, exactly.
the elder of the family.
have you ever done it before?
No,
Women
women's
don't
different.
do it like that.
Oh,
we,
have you done it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You see at my wedding day.
What, just bare press ups?
My husband's and no, do press ups as well. Because basically you have to show that you're strong enough to be the man for this woman, and then they do press ups. That's why my man can have friends that don't get gym, because boy, that'd be so embarrassing. You can't be out here struggling.
Is that the same in Ghana too, Gina? The prostrating.
No, we don't frustrate.
Okay.
I think Yoruba culture is one of the few
Yeah.
in all of Africa that does that,
Do the girls kneel?
What, in Ghana?
Yeah, to greet elders.
No.
I said respectfully, a culturally aware Nigerian woman ain't marrying mugs.
No, you'd be surprised,
You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. Told you
You'd
earlier,
actually,
man.
you'd actually be surprised.
These women love a project, man.
I want.
To be honest.
I was gonna give you a compliment as well, but nah, that's good. I'm taking it back.
Yes.
Is that it?
I think that's it for talk of the day, man.
All right, nice. Let's get into our next headlines.
All right, so Jeremy Clarkson's daughter has condemned her father and his comments about Meghan Markle after he said he hated her on a cellular level.
Ugh.
Yeah, man. The former Top Gear host wrote that he was kept awake at night, dreaming of Miss Markle, being made to parade naked through towns in Britain while the crowds chant shame and throw feces at her. He has been branded a misogynist and accused of inciting violence by people online, outraged at the remarks. And his daughter, Emily, has echoed those same opinions, writing on her Instagram that she stands against everything her father said. She wrote, "My views are and have always been clear when it comes to misogyny, bullying and the treatment of women by the media. I want to make it very clear that I stand against everything that my dad wrote about Meghan Markle, and I remain standing in support of those that are targeted with online hatred." Clarkson faced backlash after he said he despises the Duchess of Sussex on a cellular level and felt sorry for Prince Harry, who is being controlled by his wife. In an apparent reference to the iconic Walk of Shame scene in Game of Thrones, Clarkson added Clarkson added that he wants to see people throw lumps of excrement at her. In the column for The Sun, Clarkson said, "I hate her. Not like I hate Nicola Sturgeon or Rose West. I hate her on a cellular level." This guy's insane.
He's a sicko.
Wow, what did she do to you?
This documentary, man. But yeah, he said everyone who's my age thinks the same way. However, amidst the outrage on social media at his comments, Carol Vorderman came out. She tweeted and she said, "We absolutely do not think the same." She wrote, "No, Jeremy Clarkson, not on any level, in any circumstance, is it okay to write this stuff about any woman. And I absolutely no to everyone who's my age thinks the same. No, no, no. We absolutely do not think the same. Listen to the noise, Jeremy. The crowds are chanting, shame
on you." He's embarrassed. He's a sicko for that.
Embarrassing.
He's so like, how can you be saying you're dreaming of a woman? He's a sicko for that.
Yeah.
He's a sicko, a very, very sick man.
He said, "Eeny, meeny, money, no more catch a nigga by the toe anyway." So why is he worried about
said that?
Clarkson and what he does for? He was still taking in this person.
I didn't even know
There
he said
you go,
that.
man.
Well, it's on brand then. I'm
There
not
you go.
surprised.
In more shameful news, the former BBC DJ Tim Westwood is set to trigger warning, I believe.
Yeah,
It's set
definitely
to
trigger warning with that guy.
Yeah, is set to perform a festive gig next week, despite facing claims that he had sex with a 14-year-old girl. Westwood, who's now 65, will appear at a party for the Beat 99.9 FM in Lagos, Nigeria, where he'll be joined by British rapper Tion Wayne. The ex-Radio 1 DJ is mired with allegations of abusing 10 women during his prolific career in the music industry. It's understood none of these women have reported their claims to police, whilst Westwood strongly maintains his innocence. The party takes place at Balmoral Convention Centre in Lagos' Victoria Island on Tuesday, with tickets being touted at £20 per head. One man tweeted, "The promoters who booked Tim Westwood to DJ in Nigeria this weekend have no shame. all the allegations against him specifically to do with young black girls, and you still paid him money to come to Nigeria." Another person added, "Not the first time either. He was on my flight back from Lagos to London in July of 2022, so this year. In July, BBC said it had received 6 complaints against Westwood, including one that was referred to police, despite Director General Tim Davie previously saying he had seen no evidence of complaints."
To be honest, I'm not shocked by this. Some of your favorite Afrobeat artists also have allegations, and nothing happens. So
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I realised though? Yeah, I feel like a lot of things don't. You see how we have a lot of outrage, and
yeah,
I feel like Africa's different. Like they're in their own world. Because even like you see like the BLXCK scandal and stuff like that. Everyone's rocking, but you think anyone cares? Like
yeah, it's
they're not from the West, so I feel like not like our problems aren't the same, but do you understand what I mean?
It's not.
Like
Yeah,
they're not coming to think about those things or make them things an issue. They've got bigger fish to fry.
yeah.
So I'm not surprised Tim Westwood got booked. It's not part of their agenda.
Yeah.
Like,
But to be honest,
you know what
even
I mean?
like even stuff that's in like close to home where they've got their own versions of Tim Westwoods, they're still thriving in the industry. So I definitely don't expect them then to then tap it into BBC One's Tim Westwood.
True. And the last headline, trigger warning here as well. The Vatican has defrocked the anti-abortion US priest Frank Pavone for what is said were blasphemous communications on social media, as well as persistent disobedience of his bishop. A letter to US bishops from the Vatican ambassador to the US, Archbishop Christophe Pierre, said that the decision against Pavone, who heads the anti-abortion group Priests for Life, had been taken and that there was no chance for an appeal. Pavone had been investigated by the then Diocese of Amarillo in Texas for having placed an aborted fetus on an altar and posting a video of it on 2 social media sites in 2016. The video was accompanied by a post saying that Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party would allow abortion to continue and that Donald Trump and the Republicans wanted to protect unborn children. Pavone remains a firm supporter of Trump. His Twitter handle features him wearing a MAGA hat with a background photo featuring the former US president, who many conservatives praise for his Supreme Court nominees who overturned the landmark decision guaranteeing a constitutional right to abortion in the US. Pavone was defiant in a tweet on Sunday, comparing his fate to that of unborn children. This is what he said. "So in every profession, including the priesthood, if you defend the unborn, you'll be treated like them. The only difference is that when we are aborted, we continue to speak loud and clear." And that's the end of the headlines.
All right, let's get into Word on Road. All right, guys, sorry, starting a bit heavy. We talked about the Asake concert and the aftermath of that, and 4 people being in critical condition in hospital. Sadly, it was reported over the weekend that one of the women passed away. Her name was Rebecca Ikumelo, and she was 33. She's a mother of 2, and she did a lot, to kind of raise awareness of for autism, because one of her sons is autistic. Yes, it's been a very, 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 very sad loss. I've seen so many people pay tributes to her. Just so many people paying tributes to her actually online. And so through the Met Police, her family released a statement, and they said Rebecca was a graduate of nursing. She was an adorable mother of 2 children who loved working with kids. She was well respected in the family for her care, kindness, and love. Her parents call her Tosin, which is short for Oluwatosin, meaning Lord is worthy. And then, someone else on Twitter also said, my favourite niece, Rebecca Kumalo, died today as a result of injuries sustained from the Asake concert. This is a great loss for the Olodo and Ikumelo family. I can't hold back my tears. And then Tony Tone as well, she knew her as well. And I'm just going to read out the tributes basically. And she also said she was a beautiful woman who radiated positive energy and was dedicated to being the best version of herself for her kids. She also did so much to raise awareness of autism spectrum disorder. And also Asake put a statement out as well. Sorry guys. And he said, I am devastated by the news that Rebecca Kumalo, who was in a critical condition since Thursday, has sadly passed away. My sincerest condolences to her loved ones at this time. Let us please keep her family in our prayers. I have spoken to them and will continue to do so. I am overwhelmed with grief and could never have imagined anything like this happening. My team and I are still awaiting the full debrief back from the venue management and the police to determine what exactly led to all the disruption caused and ultimately to Rebecca's passing. If you have any relevant information relating to this, please do reach out to the Metropolitan Police. And also a Labour MP, Florence Eshalomi, she said, I visited the site again this morning, this is on Saturday, and I've been dreading this news ever since the incident, hoping it would never come. This is such a tragic loss of a young 33-year-old with so much life ahead of her, and my thoughts and prayers to Rebecca's family and friends. There are clearly many questions about how this was allowed to happen, and it is important that these are investigated comprehensively by the authorities. I remain in regular contact with the police and Lambeth Council as this situation unfolds. It's just very, very sad news. And then also O2 Brixton, which is where the event was, they said all our O2 Academy Brixton and Academy Music Group are deeply saddened by the news of the tragic death of Rebecca. We send our heartfelt condolences to Rebecca's family and friends, and our thoughts are with everyone affected by this devastating news at this very difficult time. It's very, very sad, very senseless. There was no need for that. But rest in peace and prayers to the family and friends of her, really.
Yeah, man.
And then my next bit of news, I'm trying to bring it up a little bit, is Davido. Davido's been out for the first time since the passing of his son about a month ago, and he performed at the closing ceremony for the World Cup. And it was just nice. It was really nice and very wholesome, and he did really, really well. And you saw him as well with Chioma. So there's been a lot of... Actually, I think it is official, to be fair. They haven't said anything because obviously they've been grieving, but they basically got married after the passing of their son. And it was just nice for
I
them
think
to
you
be...
told me this, actually.
Yeah, they got married. And so it was just nice to see them, just out kind of smiling. Obviously, grief is long-term, forever, to be honest. But yeah, so it was just nice to see them out smiling. And he did really, really well with his performance. And then also his DJ Equal. Pick up DJ Equal. Very talented guy. But he posted a video of Davido, and Davido said, let everybody know that I am back. And he's smiling. If you go on my Instagram, it's on there. I'm glad to have my go back. But yeah, so Davido's back in the streets. And also, big up the TDA listener who sent this to me, actually. I love that. I love when people send me news. But Nick Cannon says he feels guilty for not being able to spend time with his 11 kids. 12 is on the way. And when I was saying this, when I talk, sometimes people think I'm just chatting. But here we are. So basically, yeah, he was on a show. And he basically, he was on a show called The Checkup with Dr. David Agus, I believe. And he basically expressed his guilt over not being able to spend enough time with his soccer team of kids. He says, being a father of multiple kids is always the biggest guilt on me, is that I don't get to spend enough time with all my children. 1, because I'm constantly working, and 2, because I'm just spread thin. But that's what happens when you got 12 kids, I guess. Yeah, 12 kids. And obviously, he also spoke about, one of his sons that passed away earlier this year as well. But if he feels guilty, I wanted this 12th child would be the last. If there's a 13th, then he doesn't feel that guilty. But this is the reality of having multiple kids with multiple women. There's no way where it will ever be a healthy way to parent all these children and actually give every single child what it is that they need. And yeah, it's a very, very flawed plan. And hopefully he's able to do some. I mean, I hate to say I told you so, Iman, but I'm sure you can hear me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good point. One of the people in the comments said that
Yeah.
when it is we were talking about it,
Yeah.
apparently money was good enough to
Yeah.
replace emotional
Apparently so.
instability.
Who said money was good enough to replace it?
At the time, I believe that was the sentiment.
Oh, so sentiment, not
Yeah.
said. This is
No,
what
it was-
happens, man.
It's
I
the
think
same
it was,
decision,
it was
to be
said.
honest.
As
It was
a,
said.
Money as a replacement?
Not
No
replacement,
one
but
said that, man.
it was not as a replacement, but you
This is what I'm
you
saying.
you made a
Basically,
point that
you
was
wig-
a big factor.
Yeah, you were ignoring the emotional
Yeah.
element of it. The fact that he wasn't going to give them what they needed
Yeah.
in order to be, I think, proper citizens for the community, black children for the community. People were arguing that 100% he could provide for them financially, but
Yeah.
you need more than that.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think anybody here would say that you don't need more than just money. But money is a big thing. There's no way, like, I'm pretty sure everybody in here, if you were to actually bet something on this, right? Do you think his kids would be more productive and more given to the community and to the world than the average black kid in America? Of course they will. This is not even something to debate.
Nah, because we see many rich
Wait,
kids
why?
who don't have
Because they're
emotional
rich?
emotional present parents, and what they do, they turn into drugs and they're addicted to drugs, and it's a whole thing.
You're right. Obviously,
In this
I'm
same Hollywood that Nick Cannon's from.
You're right. I'm definitely generalizing here. But the type of person that I get the vibe that Nick Cannon is somebody that would raise them to have certain values.
He's not there. He's not raising them. The mums are.
He's not
but
that.
he's
Yeah.
raising them to some degree. He doesn't spend as much time, which is what he's saying, right? But I feel like there's certain things, his belief system, which has made him do this particular thing, I believe he would instill in these people. Because he's not a regular, no disrespect to anybody else, but he's not a regular, like, African American. He has certain religious beliefs that I believe he wants to instill in those children.
I'll be honest, yeah. You should have been smart enough to see this happening. You should have been smart enough to see that your children are not going to be well balanced in every area that they need
Yeah,
because you're not going to be able to be there for them. So for
I-
me, like, I don't know that the kids are going to be well rounded and all that stuff. I don't think.
And
I don't
also,
know that
do
he's
you
going to
feel-
make an effort to. I don't know.
I hope, like, my argument is not that these kids are going to be well rounded and have everything. You need to. I'll be the first one to tell you. You need to have a dad in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, to improve your chances of getting all that life has to offer, right? 100%. I'm not denying that at all.
Yeah.
But what I am saying, the type of person he is, the mentality I think he has. Obviously, I've never met the man, right? But his religious beliefs, there's certain things that he holds dear that I can see in how he conducts himself, right? Plus the finance, the opportunities that those kids are going to have. I believe he's going to put them in such a place where they're going to do well. Of course, other things come into it, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, there's bare rich people, that have children and their kids are just wayward. You know what I'm saying? Commit suicide, have drugs, drug addictions, and things of that nature. But I'm just basically saying, like, I don't necessarily think it's fair to basically say these kids are going to turn out in a particular way because their dad's not there. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Especially if their dad is not the type of person who I think is running from responsibility. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
I mean, to be honest, for me, this was always a red flag, considering that he was apparently having this many kids because he was going to die because of his illness.
Remember, I spoke about that. That wasn't true. That was a rumor.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
yeah.
I think he's irresponsible. I'll be honest. I think he's
Oh
responsible.
wait,
to
he's
have-
not dying.
No, he's not having kids because he's dying, but he has lupus. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah. I think it's responsible to have multiple kids that if you're not going to be able to be present in each of everyone's life in the equal way. I think it's a
I just don't. I don't think it's possible, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And as a product of such a thing, yeah, it's just never going to work, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I find
agree with that.
I find it cool that he can remember all their names. To be honest,
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be able to remember
But
if
I
you
don't
were a
know.
teacher, everyone in
How
your
do you
class?
forget?
I don't know. My memory is bad when it comes to names and stuff.
Not your own kids, man.
Do you
Let
remember more
alone
than 12 people's
13.
names?
Who?
Do you remember more than 12 people's names?
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, but this is what does that mean?
Do you remember, in your head right now,
Yeah.
do you have more than 12 names stored of people?
Yeah.
Yeah, so why is it far-fetched to believe that he can remember all his kids' names?
I don't know what they look like, right? I don't know how close they are in age. Some of them could actually be the same age,
Yeah.
right? I just find it interesting because I'm bad with names.
Okay.
I know 12 people's names, but that doesn't mean I know 30.
You must know about. You know more than 12. I just said a random number.
No, I'm very bad with names.
Okay,
this
okay.
is a problem with me.
Okay.
I'm very bad with names, but I just find it fascinating.
Someone said even a busy parent in a nuclear family could have the same regrets about time. You absolutely can, but for me, I think that if you're in a nuclear family and for whatever reason you can't spend as much time with your kids, that's fair. But I think for me, when you're intentionally having children all over the gaff, it's irresponsible to me. Sorry?
In a what family?
Nuclear family. As in just mother, dad.
Two parents.
Two parents and the kids.
What's that called? Nuclear.
Nuclear
family, yeah.
The nuclear family. And the extent is when you start adding like the grandma and all that kind of stuff. So nuclear family is your immediate family.
Never heard that word before.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's different. I just think people need to be very, very responsible when you have kids, and it's not all about. It's just so much that goes into kids and making sure you actually raise people that are going to be useful in society beyond what you want to do as a parent. But yeah, people who are present for their child though, Rihanna and ASAP Rocky, and they have put out exclusive pictures of their son. They gave it to Hollywood Unlocked. Jason Lee makes me laugh every damn
That guy's
time.
He's so exaggerated.
He's
so
a walking
jarring.
ick. He's actually he gives me
literally.
ick. So basically, Rihanna and ASAP put out pictures of the baby, right? Rihanna's got TikTok as well, and the first TikTok is the baby doing cute things, adorable. So obviously, everyone just thought, they just want to put picture of the baby out. Sorry, cool. But it turns out, anyways, because the paparazzi must have got a picture of the baby, and we're going to put the baby out. But even if that's fine. But Jason Lee loves to make himself relevant to everything, as if we did not just all about him. As if last month we did not see ASAP and Rihanna laughing at him trying to photobomb them when they were with Angela Bassett and her kids. But whatever. He goes onto Twitter and he says, where is it? Yeah. He goes basically, Rihanna came to release the photos because paparazzi took a picture of their child without their consent and threatened to release them. Then he goes, yesterday she FaceTimed me. He loves it. Yesterday she FaceTimed me to tell me that paparazzi took unauthorized photos of their baby and planned to release them. So she said if anyone was going to put it out, she wanted me to. Who are you, big man?
I saw that. Do you know what it is? I just thought you really love to make this moment about you.
Everything is about him.
But did you see when he was also talking about, he was basically stressing how she really wanted like the black media to have like a hand on this, and she's really trying to support the black community. But then some people were arguing, saying, "But you're not black because he's mixed race," and all that hoo-ha.
That'll do it. And that's the thing. Like he just always, I hate when people make things about them. Like it's not about you. There's nothing you can talk about in this world. Jason will bring himself relevant somehow. If it's the girls finding on the timeline, he will bring. So I just got off the phone with Cardi, and I told her, and I liaised with her. I was on a Zoom with her and Nikki.
Oh, so they're virgins. They're virgins.
Who?
Rihanna and this Jason Lee guy.
Apparently,
But they FaceTimed, and then she was like, "If anybody was to break it, I would want you to break it."
I'll be honest with you. I don't believe anything that comes out of Jason Lee's mouth.
Oh, she's
He said the
lying.
Queen died. I don't believe anything that comes. Because you know what's mad about that?
Oh, yeah.
When he said the
remember
Queen
that.
died, yeah, people said to him, "You think Hollywood Unlocked is going to know about the Queen dying before BBC?" Then he goes, "I'm always right. My sources are always correct." He tripled, quadrupled down on what he said. Then he came back and said, "Oh, it was an error. One of my staff misheard." He said sources. He said he's had sources directly to Buckingham Palace. You know. Then when it turned out it was a lie, he came back and said, "Oh, one of his staff must have heard wrong." So you don't have any sources in Buckingham Palace. Then you're not even on. They don't even know who you are. I don't know. I don't know if I believe anything Jason Lee says. Even when he was in Love and Hip Hop, he used to lie a lot. So I don't know if I believe anything that man says. But
do not remind me of when he was in Love and Hip Hop.
Girl. He's just not it in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, enough about him anyway. But cute baby, very, very cute baby. ASAP and
Really looks like literally Rihanna's face.
Yes, that baby's Rihanna.
Her son is
Rihanna and her baby dad.
her.
Yeah, that's really it.
Literally.
Let me see the picture of this baby, please.
As in, send it to you or?
No, I'm just Googling it. I'm just talking out loud, sorry.
And then my last bit of news takes us to the UK. And Steph London had a birthday party over the weekend. people were coming to cook. No, Gina stretching, child. People were cooking her by the Ankara that was on her body. They were cooking her. So basically, yeah, she had an African-themed party. But, so she had an African-themed party, right? African royal-themed party. But basically, it was giving Nigerian traditional wedding. So basically, someone said, the way Stefflon embraces African culture gets me every time. The Ankara balance well for that body. So they were complimenting her. Then someone said, she looks very cute. Not sure why she's getting hate. I'd much rather this than the anti-African propaganda we've been enduring for the last 20 plus years. Then the same girl came back and said, actually, I do know why she's getting hate. But then she took the conversation different, talking about Nigerian women and basically people were upset that she went out with Burner. I said, this is not the story here. This is not what you think it is, sis. But basically people were upset because they're basically saying that she's cosplaying African. In other words, she's playing into a culture
like it's a
that she's not
costume.
from. So again? Yeah, like it's a costume, yeah. Basically that was the whole theme. And then what killed me, so basically when people were coming in, and the red carpet, there was drums. But it was given like Coming to America kind of drum, like doom, 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 that kind of vibe. And people were like, this is very, very culturally tone deaf. But then Steph did respond to it and she said, it's time to hop off the white man's it's time to hop off the white man shit and get to know and love ourselves for once. It's not every day celebrate the white man's religion who have indoctrinated, shamed, killed, and really don't give a fuck about us. Sometimes celebrate your own origins. To think you can offend me when you say stop begging to be African. LOL, I can't beg what I already am. It's sad to know that some would rather see me in a high-fashioned dress with a European-themed birthday designed by a European, and no one would dare to say stop begging white culture. But maybe it is time we did stop begging white culture. The truth is that we all have been ignorant in some way, but it's 2023. Are you not tired of being lied to? Are you not tired of following the things you have been taught? She got it wrong. You have been taught by Europeans. I have been tired for years. Please gain some knowledge about self and pass it on to your kids. They need it more than ever. Let's break this curse for once and get back to being free and happy.
Sounds like checkmate to me. Can't believe you don't let Steph London get you like that.
Sounds like what?
Checkmate.
Someone said, Steph said she's going to have an African wedding with or without burner. And that, Nigerian wedding, sorry, not African. But yeah, I don't know, there were so many conversations that kind of came out from me. I thought it was interesting. But to be honest though, I hear it because people love to do the whole, like with African Americans, with Caribbeans, like trace your roots. So when they then trace the roots and they're embracing said roots, you can't be upset that they're embracing it. You asked them to do that. Do you get me? And I think also, I don't think she did it in a way that was distasteful or disrespectful. I loved it. I think she looked absolutely stunning. I think she looked nice. I loved all of it. I didn't see that and take offense and be, oh, you're not African. She didn't do it in a way where it's like a culture vulture or it's appropriating. It was just a celebration of, oh, this is nice. Do you get me? So I don't know. I'm not upset with it.
Even so, is it that much of a big deal? She wants to put on the costume and represent the thing. So what? She wants to throw a theme
people
party.
like to cry about stuff.
Excuse me.
What?
It's not a costume. It's not a costume.
It's a costume to her because it's not her thing. So it's a costume she's putting on. It's African themed party or whatever, Nigerian, whatever it may be. So it's a costume. So what? Why can't she do it? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, people take offense to you calling their culture a costume.
Yeah, she can do it, but don't say costume. It's not a costume.
Yeah,
for that night it was.
It's given disrespect.
That's traditional African attire.
Yeah,
it's not
but they weren't traditional. It wasn't all traditional Africans wearing it. Some people wouldn't even have known what
I
they
mean,
was.
it's a costume.
For that night, it was their costume.
I think I'm taking issue with the word costume.
Yeah, but so what? Everyone just take issue with stuff that don't.
I think
it's not
costume.
if it was white people doing it or something, I can understand where you're coming from. But that's
No.
Do you know what it is?
I don't
think
care.
costume-
I'm just saying costume's a bit.
Yeah, I think costume has a negative connotation to it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
literally, costume means a set of clothes in a style typical of a particular country or historical period.
that is a costume.
Yeah.
But I think the way it's because when the word costume is used
Yeah.
for African culture,
Yeah.
it's in a dismissive.
Yeah.
It's in a dismissive way. It's in a
Yeah.
way that doesn't embrace
Yeah.
the beauty of that. That is why Africans take.
Yeah,
offense
obviously,
to
by
being called
definition,
costume.
you're not wrong
Yeah.
in what you're saying, but just
Yeah.
what people, how people
Have
use the word
typically-
costume,
yeah.
how people typically use it, it's normally in a negative.
It's been
kind
to
of way,
insult
innit?
us.
You know what I mean?
It's been to insult it. It's been to say if I wore traditional clothing, they'd be like, oh, this is beautiful. It's like it's been to just insult it. Like, oh, what's that costume you're wearing? Do you get what I mean? But I think she looked nice anyway, and it was lovely, and you know, she's got a new man and everything. So people need to stop, let go of that whole burner.
Not according to Margs.
What's that?
A new man.
A new man. Apparently, you said you should send flowers to herself.
Oh.
You don't think it's a new man?
Huh?
I think it's a new man.
You don't think she's got a new man? You think she's doing it herself?
I think she's got a new Nigerian
probably.
king. I think she's got a new Nigerian
She
king.
might have a new man.
I think once you go Nigerian, you don't go back.
Them flowers look like content to me.
So I've
though.
heard.
Period. That's what he said.
Nothing.
But yeah, when you go Nigerian, you don't go back. So I think she's got a new Nigerian man.
Is that the talk? When you go Nigerian, you don't go back?
You don't go back.
Well.
Yeah. It's lit.
So
Bit of that.
if let's say Emmanuel, Esther, and Yusuf were to wear Jamaican costume, what would they be wearing?
I don't know. What's the Jamaican costume?
White singlet.
No, white string
String.
vest.
Oh yeah, that's it.
String vest.
Clarks.
It's true. Flaps me prefer.
All right, cool. So to me, a Jamaican costume would be me walking in here with fake dreads, like literally with a fake big hat, string
Yeah.
vest, a big old fake spliff. That to me
Yeah.
is more of a costume. I'm trying to say because it's like a parody outfit.
That's
That's
Know
not
what I
a
mean?
costume.
that's not what a costume is.
That's not a costume.
That's
That's
just how we.
No, you don't listen to what I'm saying. Fake dreads in the fake hat. If I put that on my head, boom.
Yeah.
That's for Rastafarianism. That's got nothing to do with Jamaica. Like, that's the different. There's Ethiopians that's what you're doing, like stereotype thing. It's not the
Yeah,
same thing.
that's what I'm saying.
No, but that doesn't represent Jamaica. The African clothes or the
I'm
Nigerian
saying
clothes,
that's-
whatever there's wearing, the print and all that stuff. That
No,
is for
I'm just
all
saying-
of the
I'm just
country.
saying that's more of
no,
what
but
I
yours
deem
is
as
not.
a
That's not a
costume.
real thing, though. If that makes sense.
Forget it.
Okay. Because I'm just saying that if you come, because my costume would be fake dreads and that. It's like that's not the same thing. You could understand why people might be. If there was someone said, "Oh yeah, I'm doing a Caribbean themed party," and you're all in there with fake dreads and bongs and thing, you could understand why people could be upset. She didn't do nothing. She's just wearing the African print.
I'm not
clothes.
against Steph. I don't care what Steph's doing.
I hate, but I'm trying to say, even they're not the same thing though. If you, the example that you give though, I don't think.
What I'm saying is, and obviously Esther read out the definition of costume, right? By definition, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying how society have used that word costume, to me, paints to a parody. It paints to you dressing up as your favorite cartoon character, or dressing up as a celebrity. That's how I deem the word costume, innit?
So do you see if there was so let's just say I was doing it and I had done what Steph done. I wanted to throw a party and I told you the party is Nigerian themed.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Is that seen as disrespect? I'm saying you're not putting up. You got to come in your arms.
No.
So it's calm. I'm telling you, but so we're all in costume though. That's the language I'm going to use.
For me, it's calm, and no, it is. It's just choice of words, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't use the word costume to describe your country's traditional wear. I wouldn't use the word costume. I just think costume gives it this, negative kind of connotation to me.
Fair enough.
That's all.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's that on that. Let's get into people's journal.
Okay, hold up. Boop.
All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal. I give you the news from an economics point of view. There isn't much to talk about today. Just wanted to give you a heads up about the strikes again. So basically, today, no strikes. Everyone should be cool. But tomorrow, on the 20th, the nurses will be striking. Ambulances will be striking on the Wednesday. And from the Thursday all the way down to basically the rest of the week, from the Thursday, highway workers are going to be striking. Border Force and the Royal Mail are going to be striking also from Friday. So basically Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's going to be Border Force. Friday and Saturday, Royal Mail are going to be striking. So again, you may not get your posts and stuff. But Saturday and Sunday, rail workers are going to be striking as well.
Isn't it Christmas? How are they striking on Christmas Day?
I mean, just before Christmas, because they wouldn't. Trains would normally be working on the eve.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Saturday and Sunday. Is it Friday and Saturday you said?
No, Saturday and Sunday as well.
Sunday's Christmas Day.
Yeah, but on the actual eve, like
into Christmas.
Oh, okay.
And also on the Boxing Day. But next week I'll give an update on that. But basically,
Sorry, before you continue, just look at the chat. I'm gonna put up a picture of one of the traditional Jamaican / Dominican / Haitian garments. And you can also see the Honourable King Charles there.
Chas.
Yeah.
Wait, Yusuf and Chas.
Chaz.
That's so Ghanaian.
Apparently it's called a quadrille. Shout out to Ebony Onyx. That's not in Trinidad though, to be honest. Ebony Onyx. So maybe it's just Jamaica, Haiti, and Dominica. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I've seen that set up before.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right. So, strikes. Again, tomorrow. What happened, Evan?
Is the live
Cheers,
ended?
fault.
Get excited. All right. So, strikes for nurses tomorrow. Ambulance on Wednesday. Highway workers from Thursday all the way to the end of the week. Border Force from Friday all the way to the end of the week. Royal Mail is going to be Friday and Saturday. So 23rd and 24th for Royal Mail. So you won't get no post.
I ordered something off Amazon on Tuesday or something. It's supposed to be next day delivery. All night, I can't see it. They didn't even.
Amazon's different though. It shouldn't be thingy.
They didn't
Unless
even email me to tell me anything. It's just not here. And I think I paid for it.
was it actually ordered through like the actual Prime? As in from is it coming from Amazon warehouse?
Must be. So I got it off Amazon.
No.
That's
Because, no,
not. No, that's
What do you mean? How do you know the difference?
because I can sell something through Amazon as well.
Third party vendors can sell as well.
So how do you check where it's coming from?
If it says it's delivered by Amazon Prime, then more likely it's from the warehouse. I mean, sometimes it even says from the warehouse.
Oh no, I don't look at that shit. I just click on what I want and press.
I'm
buy.
aware, but you're asking now why.
said I'm
you-
aware.
Yeah, it probably was.
But check on
Royal
it.
Mail.
Well, Prime has not been primary recently though. Talking about 2 days time. It needs to be overnight. It needs to be tonight.
But if it wasn't with the thing, it wouldn't have said next day delivery though. Then would it?
Yeah. Sometimes, because sometimes they have Royal Mail deliver it.
Okay.
Sometimes I've even seen a flipping DHL van come by. Whoever collects the thing immediately.
Fair play.
Yeah. But you should call them.
No, you know he ain't doing that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you want it.
I do want it.
Last week Tuesday. Last week Tuesday.
Last week Tuesday. You based faster than that.
I paid for it. It's gonna come. Better come. I don't care about nothing.
And the buses are going to be striking on the Saturday, and rail are going to be striking Saturday as well. Next thing is basically a little continuation of that, and this is based on an interview by a guy by the name of Oliver Dowden, who's a cabinet minister, and he basically was being asked about the Royal College of Nursing, which is basically the union that deals with all the striking for nurses and whatnot, because they're about to start their second stage of strikes on the 20th tomorrow. So he's basically saying he believes that the government's being very reasonable in it. They actually asked a body to look into it, right? And the NHS pay review body basically recommended an increase of about £1,400, which is roughly about 4% on average. But the RCN, which is the Royal College of Nursing, basically they want a pay rise of 19%. So of course this is I don't want to say it's crazy, but it's basically crazy because they're definitely not getting that. But the union leader, Pat Cullen, basically said it was a starting point and a new offer will be put to members. But yeah, obviously they're not looking for no 4%. They want something a lot more, probably like double figures, right? But yeah, who knows? You never know. They may get it. And next thing is first class stamps will rise above £1, man, for the first time, unless Saturday letter deliveries are scrapped. This is what Royal Mail is basically saying, man. So in their whole negotiations, they want new terms and conditions and things of that nature. And the cost of a first-class stamp rose by 10p to 95p in March, while the second-class stamp increased to 68p. A further increase could push the price of the first-class stamp above £1 for the first time. And the chairman, Keith Williams, said that fewer letters are being sent, right? Which said fewer letters being sent means that it's costing more to deliver at the weekend. Because, like, how does it really benefit them in that regard, right? So this is what he said. He said the cost to us is driven in part by the fact that the volume of letters have declined. You're delivering the same number of letters over 6 days when you could be doing it over 5. Save money for them, you know what I'm saying? So obviously, he's saying this is going to obviously lead to the increase in stamp prices. And that's what's going to happen unless you pretty much scrap deliveries on Saturday. So who knows? We'll see what happens. And the last thing I want to touch on very briefly is that a government advisor has come out to say that schools in the UK should teach about anti-Semitism as part of a wider drive to tackle anti-Jewish hatred. Now you may be asking, how is this economics? But like I always say to you,
You'll find a way.
huh?
You'll find a way.
No, basically what they're saying, right? So it was a report that was done, right? So Lord John Mann, he's a Labour MP who is the UK's anti-Semitism advisor, and he's urging ministers to work with social media companies to eradicate hatred online, right? Obviously, he's an anti-Semitism advisor, right? So obviously the hatred primarily will be for Jewish people.
Yeah.
At least his priority, right? Anyway, it comes after reports of anti-Semitic incidents reached a record high in the UK last year. I don't know what's happened that's made people want to be, or you know what I'm saying? But anyway, this was happened. And the government said that they're supporting schools in discussing this particular thing. And what they're saying is the Holocaust is a compulsory part of the curriculum in secondary schools, right? Did you guys learn about Holocaust in school? Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I don't recall.
I think so. I don't remember. I'm not
Would
gonna
have touched
lie.
it, yeah.
It's a national curriculum, of course you do.
Oh yes, yes, you do. All right, don't fight us.
I don't remember. Honestly.
Teacher's pet.
Honestly, I don't remember.
Nigga, you didn't even go to school.
Yes, I did. Imagine I didn't go to school and you're still here next to me. That's crazy.
You know what? You're right.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Who would have funked it?
Marks.
Not
I'm done bad.
I'm in debt. You're not.
Yeah, I'm down bad. If you didn't go to school, I'm next to you, then touche. My parents didn't do right by me.
That's to show you where you tap your source or your evil from is it's just in your soul.
What do you mean?
Quickly you just did that.
Huh?
You just responded just like that. Can you imagine?
Had
You
us
have a
quiet.
gift, you know.
No, literally,
Alright,
it's a
Mr.
skill.
Excited over
Hey,
there.
man said, can you imagine? I didn't go to school, but look, look at us. Who would have thought it?
That is so jokes, man. I love it.
This guy.
But yes. Basically, this report basically said that it's not enough to teach about the Holocaust. They basically want ministers to guarantee funding for schools to teach about contemporary anti-Jewish hatred. Yes.
Be fucking for real.
Yeah, they do.
Doing a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, because it's record high at the moment, man.
Are they doing the same energy for Black Lives Matter?
Oh, most definitely not. Come on. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is why we're gonna start the AAC.
All right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know what it stands for. Yes, I'm
Yes,
with
we're
it.
gonna start, man. The anti-Afrophobic committee. You know what I'm saying? All right.
How are the people?
That's right. You know what I'm saying? We need to
Ridiculous.
give people a 6-point program if they step out of line. But anyway, so basically what they did is they cited evidence suggesting that more than 600 anti-Semitic incidents in the UK after a spate of Israeli-Palestinian violence in 2021 took place, basically. And a quarter of those incidents took place in schools and universities. So this is where they want to tackle it, basically. First, I'm saying basically a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the People's Journal.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's talk some music. Let's get into the rotation.
All right, welcome back to the rotation. We're gonna start with Esther's GOAT, Chris Brown.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
What, did you drop music?
yeah, a single.
Christmas
So
song.
Chris Brown and Tiger.
Oh, it's giving Christmas.
No.
No.
Oh, you didn't even know about the new song he
I don't know,
released.
but I told you I was occupied brunching up and down, up and down.
Okay.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
horrible.
I'll put you on game then. So yeah, Chris Brown and Tiger released a new single called Nasty. Yeah, my sentiments exactly.
That's typical. It makes like I was thinking, what did they do when they got together? Man said it's nasty. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you.
To be fair, your reaction is my sentiment. It's just, this is what you expect.
I'm so upset listening to it now.
Yeah.
I love it though.
Yeah, so this might be, I don't know, this first single off a project. You know, they've got the mixtape Fan of a Fan, and they had the album
Elite.
as
That
well.
was cold, though, innit? Ain't that what Deuces? Ain't that what Deuces is? On?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
And then they had the album as well,
Elite.
Fan of a Fan as well. It's a melodic R&B hip-hop, mid-tempo kind of beat. Basically encouraging girls to, you know, get nasty, throw it back,
Shake
shake
that
that ass. That's basically what it is, isn't it? You know, it's a cool song, nothing special, kind of like Moggs is alluding to, it's kind of an overdone concept for those two. It's kind of, especially for Tiger, it's just a typical theme for him. Like
what's mad?
a strip club,
Yeah.
lap dance type of song.
It's like in my head right now. I haven't listened to the song, but I can hear how he's rapping.
Yeah.
I can just hear it.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard this song a million times
Yeah.
from Tiger and from those two combined anyway.
Yeah.
It's just lacking kind of innovation, to be fair. I'm going to ask you actually, what's your favourite Chris Brown and Tiger song?
Ooh, let me look quickly.
Because
Because I don't think Deuces is on that. I think Deuces is on
No, Deuces is actually on... No, Deuces
it's
is...
on Fame, innit?
Before it was on Fame, it was on that Fan of a Fan mixtape.
Oh, was it?
Then he
Okay.
put it on Fame afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just get the album up.
No worries. There's a video too. The video is giving Matrix. It's giving, I don't know, Matrixy kind of vibes. Maybe it's black, lots of green lighting.
Oh yeah.
My favorite song off that mixtape, the first mixtape, is a song called Drop Top Girl. I'm not sure if you know that one. That one's called.
Fan of a Fan.
How's it go?
Yeah. What's that, Gina?
How's it go?
I'm not about to sing
it.
or rap here. So.
No, but just give me a little something because
Little
it sounds
taste
familiar.
Nah. If you don't know it, then obviously you don't know it, innit?
He said if you know, you know.
If you know,
The
you
girls
know.
that get it.
If you know, you know. But yeah, don't make my rotation. It's just too typical, isn't it? It's just too typical. It's too typical of what they normally do. I just kind of want something different from them, innit?
Yeah.
Brent, can I get a bit of AC? This room there's a lot of
Quite hot.
yeah, body heat.
Been
Yeah.
hot, but shouldn't really complain, man. It's cold outside.
I hear that. All right, cool. Next up, we got Diddy. I actually thought you were going to report on Diddy in Warner Road because he's been caught with
I need
another
to so
another girl, innit?
that's coming tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's a nice teaser, guys. Tomorrow, because basically I need to listen to the full. Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
Nah, remember he was on a date with another girl now.
Yeah, but he's Ross. I can't keep up. He's like Nick Cannon. I can't.
And then didn't Carisha tweet thank you next, as in like she's done with him? kind
Yeah,
of
but
thing?
we ain't listening to Carisha no more. But Diddy is on the verge. He's been exposed for something else. That's what I
that?
thought you were talking about. You know Audrey O'Day?
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Oh, her
Project Day
interview
26
about
from
is it
what's that group called?
Danny Kane?
Danny
Yeah, that's
Kane,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So she had an interview
Yeah.
and she was basically talking about the reason why they broke up
Yeah.
was because she wouldn't sleep with certain people.
Okay.
So there's been two people have been throwing a lot of clips out
Yeah.
of it's mainly about Diddy and the way he talks to her and whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do my research tomorrow for today and I'll come back with it tomorrow. I listen to the full podcast
All right, cool.
to get the full gist, but
Audrey's the white one, isn't it?
yeah.
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 Blonde one, because there's more than one white girl, isn't it?
Yeah, she's a blonde one. She's the proper like platinum blonde.
Yeah,
But yeah, I can't keep up with his women. I don't even know who this is.
Yeah, I think it's another IG model.
Yeah, she's giving that.
Did you report the baby?
Guys, do you
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay.
You hear?
do you lot not
Yeah.
So yeah.
do you lot not think it's Screaming Hill? Like
It's
it's
yes,
screaming,
Gina.
it's screaming, let's come together and heal our brother. Because do you know what it is? Yeah, I feel like it's giving ick
I
because
think-
it's coming across very
Yeah.
tacky. It's like with Nick Cannon, obviously I feel like I can't even compare him to Nick Cannon because I feel like even the way Nick Cannon has gone about his whole whatever he's trying to do,
Yeah.
it's different. This is just really giving like if I was his child or
I'd be
his kid,
so
I'd be
shy
so
for my
embarrassed.
parents. I'd be
Like,
so shy for
why
them.
am I seeing my dad like lipsing up different girls every other day of the week? Like it's giving teenage dirtbag.
Do
Is-
you know what I
I
think it
mean?
is? I think it's grieving. I think it's all grieving Kim Porter.
But the thing
That's why I
is
said
it
it's
only
given-
the
he's
ick
the
because
hill.
we're seeing it? We're seeing videos, pictures, we're seeing
You
it
know,
play
you,
out.
do you know- let me be
Because
honest, yeah.
I'm sure
It's
Diddy's been
because
dating.
if you're
Go on.
That's true.
I don't have issues with you dating, but I think it's because we just keep seeing him like in these holding
sync.
hands and and it's
And do you know
it's
what's-
very child and because he's grown.
Is it a problem or
You know-
only Gal got an issue with this? Because I
Do you know what's ick-
can't
do you know what's
hear
icky about it
nobody
as well?
outside moaning about Diddy, you know.
No, but Gina, do you know what it is? What's
he's
icky
giving
about it as
bare
well?
gal
Yeah.
the ick who ain't got who couldn't get Diddy if they paid.
That's great.
Like,
Do you know what's?
get what I'm trying to
That's
say?
fine.
Like,
Do you know
I
what's-
don't
I
give
don't
a
mind
shit.
anyway.
It's just
It's
bare
fine.
gal who
Nah,
couldn't even
I'm
chop
not
him.
paying attention to him. I can't even
They
hear what he's
fasten up
saying.
themselves in man's business.
He's talking, but I can't
Like-
hear it. But do you know what it is,
Esther,
Gina, as
go on,
well?
as
Do you
you
know what it is
were,
about
Esther,
Gina as well?
continue.
Is that you know those pictures of him when he's kissing, yeah? It's like he's like
Yeah.
he's like in a corner somewhere. It's like a corner of an
It's just
alleyway. It's
giving
just so
teenage
icky.
dirtbag. Yeah.
It ain't cute, man. He's going outside. It's very far from cute.
Yeah, who knows? It might be grieving.
I think
that.
he is, you know.
Or I don't know. Obviously, he's in this whole love stage love theme. So maybe
Oh
he's
yeah.
just
Okay.
spreading the love.
Yeah.
You know what I
He's doing
mean?
his research.
I don't know,
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, so he's got a new song out
Oh, I do.
with Party Next Door. It's called Sex in the Porsche. Sex in the Porsche.
What's up with these songs?
Do you know what's mad? He got. Didn't he get Croatia a Porsche? He did.
Oh yeah, he did get a
he?
Porsche, didn't
He
it?
did. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you for that. So yeah, I think this is like the second single off this love project or this love thing what he's doing in it. The song's very sensual, sexual, melodic. It's got like a nice hard drums as the base of it. It's got a visualizer video out, which is not an official video, but it's basically just like soft porn.
Oh,
It's like a lot of girls in a car, just showing their body parts,
the part.
and just touching themselves and stuff. So it's giving soft porn.
Yeah.
The song's actually decent until Diddy comes on. So Party Next
Okay.
Door is holding it down from start to almost
Yeah,
like
because PND
the
does
middle.
that.
And then he comes in with his 16 bars of trash,
Okay.
and then
That'll do it.
and then,
You said 16 bars of trash.
and then Party
That
takes
offends me.
over again. Diddy's verse wasn't needed, to be fair. This song would have served us much better if it was just Party by himself. Diddy's presence on the song, to me, ruins the song. It was great before he entered the scene, and it was great afterwards. But yeah,
Question for you, actually.
yeah,
Do you think with his album he's trying to do that a DJ Khaled thing? Because you see with the song with Bryson Tiller as well.
yeah,
So maybe he's just getting R&B guys on there.
yeah.
Then he has to just show that I'm on the song too.
Yeah, I feel like he's creating a theme. Like he's not a big part of the songs.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like he's doing 2 verses and a
Yeah.
hook. He's just doing like a little 16 bars on both songs. So I think he's letting other artists take the lead. Like he's producing it.
Okay.
He's creating this vibe, this energy.
Yeah.
But he's not the star of the songs.
Yeah.
Bryson Tiller was the majority vocal on that first song, and Party is the majority vocal on this song. But I think he's doing well in curating that vibe though. I actually like the song, but just not when Diddy comes on. So take Diddy off and it's a yes. With Diddy on, it's a no. Then I had a question for Miles actually off the back of this. You'd like to tell me about a time you had sex in the car? Pause. Just a story. Like, a time you had sex in the car.
I don't know. It's not particularly exciting. I've had sex in cars in numerous cars.
Is it, what's the best car you've had sex in?
The best car,
Yeah, best car.
Porsche.
Well,
Are
damn.
you lying because this song's called Sex in the Porsche?
No,
Okay, whose Porsche was it?
mine. No, a rental. Sorry,
Okay, what?
no, it was mine at
What?
the time.
A Porsche truck or?
911 or something like that.
You had sex in a Porsche 911, nigga. You're 6'3".
Yeah, gangway, man.
What in the back?
Gangway, let the engine roll. There ain't no back.
Oh yeah, it's not back in it. Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. That's a tiny car.
Yeah, we was making it work. She was a big
Okay.
bitch as well, boy.
Okay. Right.
That's a big bitch, a 6'3" nigga, and a tiny ass car.
I got that body.
You coming to show yours?
Recipe for disaster, really. That's me.
Body, yaddy, yaddy.
That sounds crazy. All right, cool.
Actually, that sounds crazy. Gina said, you want to show you? Said that sounds crazy.
All right.
Yusufe said, thank you next.
So keeping it
No,
on.
literally, I'm waiting.
Let me put my headphones on because it was so hot before I had to take them off. But
It's
Gina's
sweating.
voice is coming across so faint. All right, keeping it on Diddy for a second. So Jermaine Dupri was on a podcast over the weekend, and he announced that him and Diddy are doing the verses. Hasn't been announced officially by the verses company, but
Okay.
it's going to happen next year. Funny enough, my friend told me about this before because him and his friend went to Atlanta last week, and they were with JD in his studio, and he told them then that the verses is going down.
That's sick. That'd be lit.
Yeah, so I wanted to get you guys' opinion quickly on who you think would win out of Diddy and Jermaine Dupri on the verses. I'm going to run down some artists just to give you guys something to think about, right?
You're a real one for that.
Yeah, so obviously they can both play music from, I'm going to assume the rules of this, right? So they can play any song that they produced, and I'm assuming they might be able to play any song that came out on their label,
Okay.
whether they produced it or
That's
not.
a lot of music.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so Diddy, then obviously Bad Boy. So you've got Biggie, Total, Mary J. Blige, 112, Mace, G-Dep, Black Rob, Faith Evans, The Lox, Jodeci, Craig Mack, Mario
Damn.
Winans, Loon, and I'm sure I've missed out a few. Then you got Jermaine Dupri. So this is artists on his label and plus artists he's produced for, some artists he produced for as well.
Yeah.
Usher, Mariah Carey,
Oof.
Jagged Edge, Escape, Anthony Hamilton, Chris Cross, Bow Wow, The Brat. Then you got some people like Young Bloods, Bone Crusher, and so based on those two lists, who you guys calling for a versus?
Do you know what it is? Yeah,
I'm more of a Diddy fan.
Yeah.
I think Diddy's got like more A-list.
Yeah.
Just for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
However, Jermaine's ones are so strong. Mariah, Usher, like they're so strong that it kind of
Trumps his.
makes up for it.
You think so?
I will go with Jermaine.
But when you say
I'm
Mariah,
going with Diddy.
when you say Mariah, in what capacity? Because
What do you mean?
did he produce a whole Mariah album?
Jermaine Dupri? Yeah, he's responsible for a lot of the hits.
Yeah.
So the Emancipation of Mimi album, the album that had We Belong Together on it, like he produced that almost the whole entire album.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Jermaine Dupri and Mariah Carey have a
Yeah, they
really
have a relationship.
tight working relationship. He's like her main producer.
Okay.
Yeah, from a certain stage of her career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't lie. Yeah, I'm going.
I think my money
JD.
would be on Diddy, just based on my own personal preference, and just I think he just has too much for JD, and the caliber of artists that Diddy has at his
Versatile.
disposable
Yeah.
is way more prestigious, and they hold a lot more weight than, even though Mariah Carey and Usher are juggernauts though, but you can't just rely on those two alone.
Actually, yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? You can't keep playing those two artists for the whole verses. You got to diversify a bit, and I think Diddy might have it too much for him.
Actually, I'm taking my back. I think I'm with Diddy. I think he's got more to give us.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's definitely got more to give us
yeah.
than JD might.
Miles,
That'd be a good one.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, man. So Def's not a joke.
No, it's not a joke at all.
So Def's not a joke. Biggie, who's Puffy? He's got the big remixes. He's got the Biggie tunes. Who else has he got?
So this is me assuming that he can play any Biggie song he wants.
Yeah, but
I
that
mean-
means you're gonna assume that JD can play any Usher song he wants.
No, any Usher song that he produced. Because remember, the stipulation with Usher is Usher wasn't on So Def. So that means that you can only play the Usher songs you produced, not any Usher song. You know what I mean?
I need to work out what ones he produced. I don't know what ones he produced. But So Def,
Well,
JD's not a joke. Still.
remember, JD produced the majority of Confessions. He produced a lot of 8701. He produced a lot of My Way. The funny thing is, Diddy actually produced Usher's first album when he was a kid, but no one really knows those songs, so he can't really.
Because I remember when they was going at him, Puffy was hyping, but JD will give him a long day.
Yeah.
And JD actually produces. I might go JD.
That's the thing. JD actually, well, yeah. In terms of, he makes the beats, yeah. Whereas Diddy just produces without making the beats.
I might go JD. You know, I might go JD. I know Puffy would have some big songs in there, but so will JD. And JD's a man that will surprise me as well. There's probably a couple of tunes I didn't even know he produced.
Yeah. For
You
real.
know what I'm saying?
For real.
That's gonna be such a good one.
Yeah. And then lastly, just going back to Margs' lover, SZA. So remember I
Love Ere.
reported that she had a lot of features on her album that,
Yeah.
or she attempted to get features that didn't come through because they didn't get back to her.
Yeah.
Because she didn't get back to them. So she's released a little list of artists that would have been on the album if things would have went
How would you even do that?
the way she planned. So Frank Ocean,
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, West Side Gun, Drake, Doja Cat, Bad Bunny, Rosalia. And
How many
there's more.
features did she want?
So these are
That's
people.
your
These
girl.
are everyone that she reached out to.
Whatever,
that
man. She
didn't get
sold
back to her.
310,000 first week. I don't see none of your artists doing that shit.
First of all, don't break your neck.
I don't see none of your
talk slick to
I don't
me.
see none of your artists doing that. So
Don't break your
Yeah.
neck.
Wait,
Talk
see.
slick to me.
What? Chris Brown?
what did he do first week?
No, but he's
does amazing things all the time.
He ain't far removed. From
Did he do 3,000? Did he do 310?
I don't know.
No, he didn't.
I don't know the
His
numbers.
work rate is not.
No, he didn't.
His work rate is not as
Yeah,
slow
but
as
also,
SZA.
No, he
didn't. He doesn't release an album every 10
Chris
years.
Brown didn't take a 7-year gap.
Thank
I'm just
you.
saying here, respect the masterpiece for what it is. You get what I'm trying to say? The people have spoken.
Ain't no one.
people
calling-
have spoken.
Ain't no one calling that a masterpiece apart from you.
Huh?
Ain't no one calling
Dead
that a
ass.
masterpiece.
Google, go on Twitter, go on Twitter and type SZA and masterpiece. See what comes up.
Your tweet.
SZA, masterpiece.
I ain't even tried this.
Error
Is it gonna work?
404.
Let's see if it's gonna work. What are the people saying, Yusuf?
F2F by SZA is a masterpiece.
There you
and
go.
I'm done biting my
F2F.
tongue about it.
That's a big song.
That
Big
song is absolute trash, by the way.
It's not. You're just uncultured.
That song is trash.
And you're not eclectic. It's different kind of music because it don't sit in your
No, who?
usual. You're not eclectic. I listen to all different types of music. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So me hearing that sound is not foreign to me.
Marks, I hate to see it, There's only one tweet by the masterpiece.
Is
The
it mine?
next one is in July 2020. Yeah, it was July this year. And that was her and Kendrick.
Okay, that was the wrong word.
No,
Maybe try-
no, you're right. There's a tweet 8 hours ago. SZA's album is truly a masterpiece. Another tweet 12 hours ago, a masterpiece. Love you, SZA.
It really is.
Well, I mean, it's
14
not...
hours ago, the album is a masterpiece. It deserves it.
No, it's a really good album. The more I listen to it, the more I love it. I'm not even lying to you. So I'm not even just saying it or being stubborn because I'm a fan. Like, the more I play it, the more I enjoy it. This is just what's happening to me.
Maybe I got to listen to it more. But
Please don't
I don't
use
have the
those
capacity.
metrics to now change your mind.
No, I didn't change my mind. I said maybe I got to listen to it more.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't have the capacity to listen to that again.
What was you doing when you was listening to it? Because you sound like you was in a bad place. Was you going through something?
Are you sick?
Was you?
What I said to you, yeah. Don't crush your legs and talk to me like you're my therapist either. No, I said I can't relate because I'm happy. So I can't relate to the whole one ex back and crying over man. I can't relate. We don't do that here. We just upward and onward.
No, but when she does it, she doesn't sound like she's downtrodden. Obviously, you can hear she cares, but she does it in like a cool way. Like you get me? Like she's outside. Yeah,
She didn't give me outside vibe.
she's
She
outside.
gave me I'm inside lighting a candle and I'm just swaying my hips. Oh, I wish she'd call me back.
No, she's telling you she's chopping next man, but I'm thinking about you.
Yeah, that's dead. That's the worst thing you can do.
She's outside.
You can't be
bad, though.
having sex with somebody else.
Nah,
That's
down bad. If you're that down bad, you don't want other people. You say, I don't want no one else touching me. I miss him.
How you cry?
That's like, I don't know. But I heard that. You know
No,
how
no,
you
no.
can get when you love an ex man. You don't want another man can't even breathe at me. It's ick. All this stupid stuff.
That's true. That.
You see? See?
But I think I'm in a worse place if I'm having sex with somebody and I'm thinking about someone else. You're down the worst.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Men, you're not ready for this conversation.
No, you've been there before, though.
I'm just saying, the brothers do that a lot.
What do you mean?
They have sex with people, think about other people.
Serious?
It's a thing.
Emmanuel?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Manuel's married. Kevin, talk up the things.
Now you know we don't want no data from Kevin. Let me see.
So is that legit?
Huh?
Is that legit?
What? Sorry.
And do women do that too, Esther?
It's happened.
Wow.
I don't know. A lot of men. There's sometimes a lot of
But
men.
again,
will
you're
do
down
stuff.
bad.
Like a lot of men do. There's some women, that are getting serviced, and the service wasn't for them. You know what I'm trying to say? There's a lot of men move like that. There's a lot of women getting dick down, and this session that he gave you
It wasn't for you.
can't lie to you, it wasn't for you.
That's fine.
But
As long as you enjoy it, ladies.
Needs musts.
Be met.
You get me?
Wait, what?
Needs must
It
be met.
wasn't for you, so you're having sex with this girl and you're performing, but you're thinking about somebody else. So when you say it wasn't for you, you mean that's not why I perform the way I perform. It's because whoever's in my mind.
Maybe she wasn't
Yeah,
supposed to get that.
this
Maybe
is
I had
someone else's dick.
maybe I had plans and they fell through.
Yeah.
And you got replaced. But
Your
this,
next
everything
best-
that you gonna get now,
Yeah.
she was gonna get. But you know what? Hold that. Take it.
All right. Okay. So you're saying you were charged up enough for this Leng one, but this Leng one didn't come true. But so this one could get it.
But it definitely happens to women
okay.
as well, by the way.
All right.
It's we live in a cold world.
It happens, man. It happens.
Cold.
It's a cold world. You just have to. It just is what it is.
the game,
is
man.
the game.
Yes.
The game is the damn game.
Are you
Hate to
saying
see
you
it.
said that happens?
Yeah, it happens.
All right. So he's preaching then.
See Brent.
No, I tried to ask
Brett was
him
not
about
gonna
the
believe
case,
me.
but he said I don't know. He doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, no, it definitely
So it's
happens.
not fact, Emmanuel.
No, it's facts. Marks drops facts, man.
Oh, so it's happened before.
No, he's asking, has it happened to you? He's asking.
He knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Brent, boy,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
you must have. Brent must have some therapy budget in the new black money because
Hold on, what's the...
camera? Yeah.
Have you ever thought about multiple?
Pardon?
Have you ever thought about, like, more than one girl?
What, in one session?
that's
God
greedy.
damn, that's greedy, isn't it? That's like
That's so greedy.
that's overkill. I think you got problems if you're doing that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, wait, you been there? Talk to me. Talk to me, man.
No, I'm not saying that. I've done it. I'm just asking.
Speak on it, Joseph.
Speak on it,
No,
man.
no,
You
I'm
better
not
speak
saying
on
me.
it.
I'm just putting out a question to the atmosphere. You know what I mean?
It's a question for the room.
For the room, you get me?
Now, you got me for a motive. That's so greedy.
That's starving.
What do you want?
That nigga's
Who do you want? The heck?
All right.
mad.
So does one cycle through the options if the one that you've landed on isn't giving you what you need? Is that why one goes to the next one?
No. Sometimes it's
Why are you looking at me?
proximity.
No, because I want to understand
Oh,
the
you
concept
mean?
of it.
Oh, you mean when you think about multiple people?
Yeah,
Do you-
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know. I was asking him to see if he's done it, not because I've done it. Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's horrible. If that happens, yeah. If it's because of what Brent said, where like the thought of this person not doing it for you is not getting you where you need to get
The
to,
next one.
then you need to have better taste. Your taste is poor.
That's so interesting.
You can't be running through the women and be like, oh, not sexy enough, ooh, not pretty enough, ooh, no, not bum enough. No, that's mad. That's mad.
That's fascinating.
How did we get here?
We're in a rotation. Can you imagine? We're in a rotation. Yeah, we need a.
Yeah. All right, and that's all for the rotation this week, guys. We'll be back next week with more music news.
Did he do that?
There's something. I'll talk to you off air. There's something I want you to cover. It's the Master P and Romeo tussle. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
I'll tell you after.
Oh, what, they got beef?
They got beef, man.
Yeah. Did you see his monologue?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Whose monologue?
I'm kind of
Romeo's?
confused.
No,
though.
Master P.
Yeah. No. Didn't Romeo
Oh,
write
sorry.
out some long...
Yeah, no. Romeo wrote out a long
Romeo.
thing, but the Master P replied in a video. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know what
really
they're
know
beefing
what's going
over?
on there.
Man, is it Maniaci or something?
That Brad, the Brad, did it?
Maniaci or something. It must be Maniaci. That must be what they're beefing over.
Munyati.
Is it
I don't
Maniaci?
even know what that is.
Those
I have no idea.
trends are whack.
Ain't you seen Master P shoes?
I've seen his cereal
poor.
with Snoop Dogg.
His cereal.
Oh, Snoop Loops.
I think.
Yeah, Snoop Loop.
Oh,
I think the narrative.
Master P makes bare stuff that no one buys, you know.
You're mean.
You know what it is? I think the exact same thing.
No, Master P makes everything.
I think them Monyatis, I think who's buying these crepes, bruv? Like the designs have got a bit better now, but in the beginning they were egregious designs, bruv. I thought, who is buying these? But the narrative I'm getting right now is Romeo saying a few things. He's saying one, that he never saw any money from his career when he was a kid. That it all went to pay his dad's taxes.
oh wow.
He's saying his dad's, they've lived in the same house for 18 years. We're living month to month. His dad's faking his image and he's acting like he's rich and everything's fine. But, you know, the family's been struggling. All his siblings are broke.
Yikes.
He's been silent for too long, yada, yada, yada. Like, he's saying quite a few
Saying a
things.
few
so.
things.
And his dad's basically saying, like, he said, I've been trying to call you. You haven't been answering the phone. But he thought it's because Romeo was mourning because his sister died, didn't it?
Oh, okay.
So he thought, oh, that's why you wasn't picking up my calls. But this is kind of what you're dealing with, kind of thing, innit? Saying how, you know, I can't hold your hand. You're 30 years old. Da, 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 da. Like, watch the video, innit? It's a whole bunch of stuff in it, but it was quite.
How many
quite-
politics?
It was quite interesting to see unfold still.
That's mad. Oh wow, those shoes are.
What's that? The
But I see Americans wearing stuff like that.
That's my new Christmas present anyway. I'm going to just start buying people Maniatis.
money yachts. Nah, them crips are egregious. But anyway, yep, that's all for me.
Thank you very much, sir.
Hopefully,
Let's-
we're talking about Messi next.
No, you know, we're going to the next headlines. But after that, if you speed through it,
I'll try my best.
messy time. Let's get into our next headline.
Okay, so trigger warning here. A man has been charged after 4 people died in the Channel while trying to enter the UK illegally. 39 people were rescued when a dinghy ran into difficulties off the Kent coast on Wednesday, but 4, including a teenager, died. Ibrahim Abba, who's 19, of no fixed address, was arrested on Friday and is due to appear before magistrates on Monday today. Kent police said officers were still working to identify those who died and find their next of kin. A statement issued by the force said that the Crown Prosecution Service had authorised a charge against Mr. Barr of knowingly facilitating the attempted arrival in the UK of people he knew or had reasonable cause to believe were asylum seekers. A dramatic rescue operation saw people in T-shirts and thin life jackets shouting for help as people were pulled from the water. The incident happened at night and helicopters lit the scene as people were airlifted away. The group had been on a packed vessel that started sinking in freezing waters in the early hours. 8 children were among those who were successfully rescued. And the next headline is a horrible one. It's a trigger warning here. And a child's body had been found during searches of a garden in Birmingham. West Midland Police said last week officers were searching the garden of a home in Clarence Road, Handsworth, after receiving information suggesting there had been a death there in 2020. A man aged 40 and a woman aged 41 were arrested on the 9th of December on suspicion of causing or allowing the death of a child and a separate case of willful neglect. Both have been charged with neglect. They have been remanded in custody. Post-mortem tests on the body are due to be held. This is what the police force is saying, and the force has said that the home's current occupiers were not connected to the inquiry. And the last headline, again another trigger warning, sad news. And the Thai Navy has said that 31 sailors are missing after a warship carrying over 100 crew capsized and sank during a storm in the Gulf of Thailand. The HTMAS Suktai sank after water flooded its power controls on Sunday night. Authorities said on Monday that they had rescued 75 crew members, but 31 were still missing in rough seas. A Navy spokesman spoke to the BBC and said that it's been more than 12 hours, but they're still looking. Search crews worked through the night to find survivors, and the operation was continuing on Monday. Today, the Navy said. They also announced an investigation into the cause of the disaster. Spokesperson Admiral Pokrong Monthada-Padalin, who spoke to the BBC, also came out and said that this has almost never happened in our force's history, especially to a ship that is still in active use. Officials said that the ship went down after it took on water, which flooded its hull and short-circuited its power room. With the power lost, the crew battled to retain control of the ship, which flipped onto its side before sinking around 23:30 local time Sunday, which was 16:30 GMT. The ship has been on patrol just 20 miles west of Bangsapan in the Prachuap Khiri Khan province when it got caught in a storm on Sunday. So yeah, man, they're still looking for the 31 people that's missing. Hopefully they find them some good news, man.
Do we live in a GMT zone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Greenwich.
Is it? Oh, Greenwich Marine Time. Ah, look at that. I revived it. Well, Yusuf, it's time. Let's go into the messy segment.
Okay, so not much happened over the weekend, so we can go straight to Yes.
Well,
You done it, man.
it's the end of an era, man. World Cup's over. How do you feel, Esther?
That was I think we ended on a really good high, because they lost me for a minute. Ended on a really good high. I'm gonna miss the World Cup, but I have said that I do want to be following football moving forward now.
Yeah, Arsenal's going to change that for you, don't worry.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I was right
About what?
about the GOAT. Bringing it home.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man. The World Cup ended.
Yeah.
Should we read out these headlines or should we just?
That's what I'm saying. What are we doing? Are you reading or are we talking?
Yeah,
Let's get to it.
I don't think we need to read these headlines.
Cool.
To be totally honest with you.
That was the best World Cup match I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was so sick.
In terms of like incident, emotional roller coaster,
The drama.
Fam, the game was dead for the first 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it was 2-0. France weren't doing nothing. People talking about there's something wrong with the French team, man. There's something.
Excuses.
Something's not right. No,
Something's not right.
They were saying how a lot of them had this illness going around, this virus going around. It was giving them the same feelings of France '98 when Ronaldo was ill before the game, and it was giving that. People say, "Oh, it's a conspiracy, man." No, they weren't. They're not ill. They were poisoned. So, but then, even when Deschamps made the subs at 40 minutes, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen normally. You substituted Giroud and Dembele at 40 minutes. I thought
It's rare.
this
'Cause
game
I
is
was like, right,
mad.
I was thinking, what is it going that bad that they can't see at this 5 minutes and you do it at half time?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you can't wait till half time. But
No, he didn't want to wait. He was making moves.
But they give a lot of extra time in it. So that 5 minutes wasn't really 5. It was probably about 10. So he thought, you know what? Let me just slap them on now. But that was crazy. And then the game just turned on its head. Turned on its head after that first.
Well, the equaliser.
Yeah.
The volley, because the equaliser came fast after the pen, innit?
The equaliser came.
Like 2 minutes or something after
Let's
the
talk
pen.
about let's talk about the penalty. Otamendi is an idiot, bruv. You don't drag someone by their shoulder when they run past you.
What's that, on Dembele?
Yeah. No, not on Dembele. On
Oh, the second one. What?
No, the first pen. No, the second pen was the handball. The first pen was Otamendi dragging my man back. I can't remember who it was.
You mean
It was them.
Argentina's?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
France's first
France's
pen.
penalty when it was 2-0.
It was Dembele.
Was it Dembele? No, Dembele got substituted off at 40 minutes. Him and Giroud came off.
Yeah, you're right. Is it that he looks like
it was the young buck.
Colomani.
Can't remember his name.
Colomani or something.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Anyway.
Yeah, he looks like them, man. That's why I'm rude.
You know, but people not giving Martinez enough credit. We'll get to the penalty shootout in a second, yeah. But he almost saved that penalty, you know.
Yeah.
He almost saved that penalty. He's a great shot stopper.
Almost doesn't count.
You know what I mean? I know it doesn't count, but I'm saying he almost saved it.
It was a big game. I thought it was over at 2-0.
But I thought it was done. I thought yes, comfortable cruise to the final whistle. I thought it was done and dusted at 2-0. I thought France haven't turned up. It's a wrap.
He's at Egypt because I don't even know how long was left, but I was looking at the pitch and I was thinking like, these men are done.
I thought
you get what I'm saying?
the game was over.
And I said to him, I was like, these men are cooked, innit?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, man, they're cooked, man. Their goose is cooked. You get me? Then they got the penalty.
penalty.
When they equalise, my man's running around filming, talking about, I told you! What did I tell you?
That equaliser came.
He said man was done.
Fam, out of nowhere. You're thinking, okay, cool, it's 2-1. Let's see how Argentina regroup and get themselves together. Before they got a chance to, bang.
And then they made it 3-2 in, what was that, in extra time?
Yeah, the extra time came, and then Messi scored, made it 3-2. It was a attempted goal line clearance, but the ball crossed the line.
Yeah.
And then...
Because I was worried that he was offside.
No.
Not Messi, would have been Alvarez.
Yeah, but I
thought Alvarez would have been offside, but his feet, he was on, and I was like, oh, it's on.
And also, no one, because obviously, everyone kept saying, because obviously when they got their first penalty, Argentina, this game is fixed, man. How can Messi get, I think, like 6 penalties or something in this World Cup? This game is fixed, But if this game was fixed, France wouldn't have got that second penalty.
People just say that stuff. People just
You know
love
what I mean? The ref wouldn't have given that penalty if this was fixed.
Yeah.
Penalties are penalties, and especially in this day and age with VAR and all that. More time they're clear cut. You know what I'm trying to say? Because if he makes a mistake, it's gonna get overturned. You know what I'm trying to say that. So if you got like quick-footed players dribbling and that, you're gonna get penalties.
Yeah.
Especially in this day and age, like, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm trying to say? That. So people that are doing all that stuff just want to make excuses and just chat shit. There weren't nothing dodgy going on about that game. I think Argentina were probably the better team over the whole course of the game anyway.
At 3-2, I thought it was done.
Yeah.
I thought, all right, cool, game done. Messi's got the goal, the game's done. Yeah. Penalty. I'm thinking to myself, at that point, I was standing up. I was standing in front of my TV. I was
like African dad, hands in your back.
I felt sick, bruv. I was anxious. That game took me through the emotions, bruv. It was insane.
I weren't sure because again, before a ball got kicked, I was adamant Messi don't do this. You know what I'm trying to say? That. But then,
forgetting France
when it got into extra time, I was even saying like the more that this game goes on, France are growing into it.
Yeah.
And then like Mbappe's a young boy. There were certain times in that game when you could see him. He's telling the keeper, like, he's saying, "Look, send this over. I don't get tired." He's on some. I'll run. I'll keep running. I'll keep going. Send that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, this guy's gonna try and do this. Like, you know, they don't supposed to stand up and be kind. Like, he's gonna try and do this. I was like, Messi, you have to answer this.
Yeah.
Like, this is your time to shine. This is your stage. You can't let this youth man show you up.
Yeah, you can't.
Get me? But he done his thing, man. He done his thing. He's the GOAT, man. He's goated.
Finally, man.
He's goated. I think finally now, officially, it's undebatable.
To me, it was undebatable before.
It wasn't because people could debate you.
You're talking about like
Messi, Ronaldo.
Okay, just And
I think whoever wins out of them is all time. You get me?
Serious?
Forget what you're talking about. Pele and them, man, who was scoring 120 goals against when there was no offside in that. Scoring goals when there was no offside in that.
I actually watched his documentary, right? And because Pele's goal count that he personally gives out is different from the official numbers, isn't it? Because he was counting goals he scored in friendlies.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah.
Friendlies and unofficial games. He was counting all his goals that he's ever scored. Like,
there's more than 1,000, isn't it?
Yeah, it was 1,200 and something.
Wow.
Yeah. But fam, when I tell you that game was the nerves, fam, it was intense. It was insane, bro.
Finals are usually like boring.
That was a final. But at first, I thought
this is the best games ever.
I fell asleep. I started watching it. When you said it was the first, I was boring, mate.
I
fell asleep,
bruv, the first half, I was on my phone like...
So I saw that, then I woke up, then I saw 2-0, I said, oh, okay.
Fam.
Then I had to get in the shower, I came back, I saw 2-2, I said, oh, okay, you guys are serious. But it was good then.
And then the penalty shootout.
Oh, that was so stressed. I was so upset.
The penalty shootout was tense, bruv.
Who missed?
Whoever went after
Kingsley Coleman got saved. He's been got saved, and then another young guy.
He wasn't even on target.
Chouameni didn't hit.
He was not on target.
He missed a target. Yeah,
he didn't even try.
Yeah,
it was mad, man. But I was thinking, I can't imagine like the the pressure you must feel before you do a penalty.
Crazy.
I can't imagine, like, because I feel sick. Like, I feel physically
No, I
sick
felt
watching
sick.
them.
I felt sick. I'm not
So I'm
gonna
like, imagine actually being the one in the stadium and you've got to do this.
The advantages with the kicker,
Gosh.
the onus is on the kicker, and there's definitely pressure and all that kind of stuff. But even like speaking to like what Harry Kane has done and like and all that kind of shit. Like obviously Messi's even done it before in the Copa America, and that, but it's like I'm always going to be on the. There's no excuse for that. Like if you're not good at it,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, you shouldn't be
then it's
put forward.
shaky. But if you're a Messi, if you're a Harry Kane, if you're a Mbappe.
Yeah.
There's no excuse because when
Yeah, sure
you're
thing.
walking up that World Cup final, this is your time to be
Yeah,
counted.
yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah.
Everybody's got pressure. Everybody, all 22 of you got
Yeah.
pressure. But you're our big man, and you do this every day, and you're one of the best at it in the world.
Yeah.
This you should stand up to be counted right now.
Yeah, I think.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna walk back my point about Harry Kane because I was trying to give him grace by saying, because he took two penalties in a row. Mbappe scored 3.
There you go.
There you go.
So
Exactly.
I'm taking that back. I'm taking that back.
Exactly.
What team does Mbappe play for?
PSG, Paris.
PSG. Fam, that
Oh, okay.
that next session at PSG is gonna be tense, bro. It's gonna be tense, bruv. Let's talk about Martinez though. Yeah,
He's
that
dope.
save he made
In the 90th minute.
90th minute, fam. The game was done then. You know,
Yeah,
that was a massive save.
Yeah,
that was a big save.
big.
Big save. He's a beast.
There's a lot going on there. I'm just glad Messi done it, man. I would have been. I would
Yeah, it
have
would have
been.
been very bad. Oh,
Yeah, I would have been pissed off if you didn't.
Yeah, I
do
would've
that,
been
man.
livid.
Like,
I would've been
because this is your last. This is the last chance saloon.
Yeah.
It's over now. You can't control your narrative. This is that written in history.
Yeah.
This is it now. It's done.
Yeah.
And this is how you went out
Fam.
to win it on your last World Cup at what is he? 35, 36.
35. It's fam.
35, last chance saloon, last World Cup.
Yeah.
You go there, you bad it up. Equally, at the same time, your nemesis is having a torrid
The worst
time.
year of his football career.
He got sent home. He's currently unemployed. He got himself the sack. You get me? And like, this was just perfect as far as narrative goes. This is Hollywood shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? That this is the way it was supposed to be. It's weird because it's funny that Qatar put on an exceptional World Cup and people moaning about all this sports washing stuff. Like,
This is one of the best World Cups I've ever been in terms of like.
I'm not gonna say like it's
Excitement and
I'm not gonna
narrative.
say like it's changed the perception of the country or anything like that. But they put on an exceptional event. They proved you can come here, man. You can do this. We can do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it to a dope standard. And then forget the tournament. Obviously, it looked like it ran smooth. The stadiums were dope. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Yeah.
But then on the pitch, the players took part and gave us one of the cold. Because I hate international football slightly, and this
Okay.
made me clock it a lot.
Yeah.
Because I just want the football to start back, the
Yeah.
real football to start
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Fuck international football. But as much as I'm onto it, and I'm chatting shit. This was a good tournament, man.
Dope
This
World
was a good tournament, and it took me a while to even start watching it because again, I only really home in in the knockout games. You know what I'm trying to say that. So earlier on, I wasn't even fully paying attention, but I'm seeing little highlights and hearing little things. And there was decent little stuff in the group games, good goals, good football, upsets.
Yeah.
It just had everything.
Brother had it all, man. Even that game yesterday had it all. Like the pictures of Messi lifting the World Cup, that's what I was waiting for, man. Those images that I've now cemented in time. That's what I
didn't
wanted.
see it. I didn't wait for the ceremony. I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it? No, it was dope. Oh, what's your thoughts on I don't know who he was. He put the robe around Messi. Because a lot of people are saying that it ruined the picture, it ruined the iconic picture of him lifting the trophy for the first time with his teammates. And some are saying, you're disrespecting Arab culture by showing disdain towards that. Like, do you guys feel like he should have worn it?
What robe?
I'll show you.
Yeah, they put on.
So what,
I don't
all the
think-
pictures he's got the
No,
robe in?
not all the pictures.
the initial one.
The first picture of when
you
he's with the team, the
Yeah.
first
and
picture.
the first lifted.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's got the robe on.
Yeah.
That's
But-
king shit. Let me see it.
But he took it off, and then let me find it for you. 1 second.
No, let me see this.
I don't think it's a disrespect to Arab culture to not want it there, though. Well, why do I?
Oh, they're saying it's disrespect to not wanting it. No,
Yeah.
maybe he just didn't want to alienate his teammates. Now, obviously, I'm the GOAT and I'm the greatest that's ever lived, but they're here where we're lifting the World Cup and you've got a fucking robe around me. Nobody else ain't got no robe on. You're making a scene.
I think they were trying to kind of squeeze into the glory because
Yeah,
this is
there
an
was
immortal
definitely.
That's
image
cold.
now.
They
That's
definitely
cold.
were.
Because like Qatar said, this was
I'm not even going to lie. That's
No,
cold.
no. What's cold?
That's cold.
What's cold is the image of him putting it on Messi, because he's like this. He's like, put that on me. You know what I'm trying to say? He looks kind of regal. But I'm not gonna lie. I would prefer him not to wear it, because to me, when you win the World Cup and you do that first lift with your teammates, you're all wearing the same jersey. Aesthetically, it just looks better.
No, aesthetically now, he created separation.
Qatar
that's
gave
true.
You get me?
Qatar gave you guys this image.
Yeah.
They gave the world this image.
He created separation. No, don't make no bones about it. There's not going to be no confusion. When you look back in 100 years'
know that was
time,
Qatar.
when they look back, they're going to know this was Messi, Lionel. His thing's separate. Look
Like
at him
that-
holding the
like-
World Cup in the
That
robe.
picture there.
Yeah, come on, man.
You know what I mean? Like
you got he's the GOAT. You got to do that.
Yeah,
I hear
that's the
them.
one Brent
Big
put.
up,
Yeah.
big up
He's like,
Qatar,
yeah,
man.
he's like,
You got to do it,
exactly.
man.
Yeah.
You got to do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would have ruined the image when I'm hearing it. It's sounding a bit weird, but nah, seeing it, it's like, nah, man, I hear you.
It's good they made it see-through as well. Because if it wasn't see-through, then
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
And even if you during the coverage, they kept asking all the commentators, what's the best moment of the ceremony? He goes, Messi kissing the World Cup. That's going to be the iconic image. Because I feel like they felt a way about him wearing the robe. Because I think Gary Lineker said something as well.
Oh, is that?
On air, showed a bit of disdain towards it. innit?
Oh, I was watching on ITV. That's why.
Okay, so they kept referencing the fact that, him, like this picture here of him kissing it was going to be their iconic image. And they were kind of like brushing, because, like he's wearing a robe, like kind of thing, innit? But I found it interesting still. I found it interesting just to see people's...
If it was
thoughts on
just
it.
like, if it was just random and that, then I could kind of hear it. But it's in Qatar, innit? It makes sense. It's the World Cup final. It's all the sheiks and all that kind of stuff and all these kind of things. And it's their culture and that, innit? They come put the robe on him. I hear you. Like,
No, I hear it, but I just wish he didn't wear it for that picture.
oh,
know what I mean?
I've never seen nothing like that in my life.
You know what I mean?
You get what I'm trying to say? So for me, it's perfect. Like, this is what you want to do. You want
Another
to.
first.
It's a first, yeah. You want to create separate. I've never seen anything like that in my life. What do you mean, man, winning the World Cup and he's got a robe on? What? But then again, it's Messi. It's the GOAT.
No, I hear that.
It's fitting.
I hear that. But just, no, it is. I'm just looking at it from a purely aesthetic point of view. Nothing to do with culture or whatever. Just aesthetically, I just want to see Messi with his teammates all in the same jersey, lifting the trophy.
That's what I'm
in
trying to
that
say.
moment. That's it.
Even aesthetically, I think it works. To the untrained eye, if you show them that picture, they're all in the same jersey, someone's going to say to you, who's Messi?
Everyone knows who Messi is, man.
No, I said to the untrained eye, someone might. But with that, it leaves it less to chance. There's no debating. This is the big man, the one in the robe.
Ain't no one debating who Messi is.
Big kahuna.
Do you think there ain't people out there who don't know who Messi is?
Obviously, but come on, we ain't talking about, you know.
I'm just saying, 20 years' time, 30 years' time.
Who's Messi? The man holding the trophy above his head.
Yeah, but then
He
when
don't
you
need-
see...
he don't need to be wearing a robe.
Yeah, but he's the only one.
Exactly.
And he's the only one that's ever done this. No one
But
else
if
ain't going to
he's-
put on a robe
No,
again.
what I'm saying is, if Messi wasn't wearing a robe, how we identify him is he's the one holding the trophy.
You don't know that, though.
You don't know what are you talking about, bro?
If obviously we're football fans, we would know. I'm talking about. I said to the untrained eye, you'd have to explain it. But I'm saying
No.
with the setup, with the look, with the
Yeah.
robe and everything,
Yeah.
your eyes would focus on. Someone would probably ask you, "Who's this one? He's the main man. This
No,
one."
but
yeah.
what I'm saying is also without the robe, the man in the center of the picture holding the trophy is distinctive as well, is what I'm saying. You don't need the robe to be distinctive. The man doing this while his teammates are all around him is the center of attention. So you don't need a robe to be like, which one's Messi? Maybe the guy holding the trophy in the middle, that's Messi.
Could just be the captain.
Please.
Because if you don't know, you don't know. I think it's lit anyway. I think those scenes are cold.
This picture is lit. The one of him accepting the robe. I think that picture looks sick.
Even the one of it on. I ain't seen none of them before. I literally ain't seen none of them before. I think he's done it anyway. Like I said, he put the debate to bed, man.
Yeah. Mbappe won Golden Boot.
Yeah.
Messi won Golden Ball, player of the tournament. Martinez won the Golden Gloves. And then who's the Argentinian? He
Young
won
guy,
the
is it Fernandez?
Enzo.
young player.
Enzo.
Yeah, he won young player of the tournament, I think. But yeah, man, I'm happy, man. I'm happy Messi's finally got the monkey off his back, and now they're doing all the Maradona comparisons.
He's better than Maradona, man. In my opinion.
Yeah, he's better than Maradona. But I think more so to what Maradona means to Argentina.
Yeah, that's true.
And, you know, they...
Brother,
What's that?
this is the coldest thing I've ever seen.
Which one are you looking at?
Robe.
Move, bro.
Let me see.
This is the coldest thing.
That's sick then.
He's different.
Ruin a damn picture for me.
That's a nice
Ruined
kimono.
it. He is different. He is royalty. This is royalty. He's got a costume on.
I thought you were going to bring it back here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, because no, it is with Argentinian fans. remember, it took them a long time to take to Messi, innit? Because remember, they thought that he cared about Barcelona way more than he cared about Argentina. They felt like he didn't, try or play as good for them as he did for Barcelona. And obviously, they failed to win a trophy for years. They only won both their trophies in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
They won the Copa America last year, and now that they've had to wait years to win anything with Messi at the helm.
Yeah.
And now he's finally delivered 2 trophies back to back.
That's
And-
sick.
Legendary.
what I mean?
Legendary. I'm so happy for him, man.
Brent, what's your thoughts? Because I know you were
Yeah, I've a
Team
couple
France.
questions.
Team France, isn't it?
Yeah. I like the fact that it is Argentina won in the end.
Yeah.
Because during the game, Mags texted me in it,
Okay.
and I told him I actually liked the fact that they were washing France.
Yeah.
I hear that they were sick in this Dynex, and obviously that's sad, but they were the only team that turned out that day, and it looked like every single player wanted to win that game, and you could see that in Argentina. I like the fact that they took off Giroud and Dembele.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that madness and expecting to see.
Dembele has a stinker.
You can't be doing that madness. Why are you doing that? I'll buff him up. If I was on the team, I'll buff him up. Why are you doing that? Like, why? But anyway.
Or was Dembele
Mbappe?
gave away the penalty?
Yeah.
That's why I got confused when I was saying it before.
okay.
Yeah.
Mbappe, he turned up, which is good. And it went down
Left
to
it
the
late.
wire.
He left it late, but he done it in the end, though.
But you weren't seeing where it was going to come from. They were that dominant. Argentina were that dominant. You're not seeing where it was going to come from.
That volley, just in quick succession, that volley was everything.
Do you know that it takes a certain mentality, a character, to basically receive it there and not look to touch it first and then hit it? He was like, no, I'm banging this.
Yeah, that was in the moment in the World Cup final. It's a moment. It's like he's a guy. He's gonna go down as one of the best to ever do it if he carries on.
If he carries on in the same fashion, he'll be up there.
All right.
He's a big game player. He's a winner.
Yeah.
All right.
This is why I don't like it when people say Harry Kane's world class, I don't think he's close.
Harry Kane's a world-class striker, as in
I'm
someone who can
that.
strike the ball and score goals.
He's won a Golden Boot at a World Cup, man. He's got to be.
No, he is.
World class. I don't think he's world class.
I think he is.
To
But
be
when
world class, I
you
think you got to do it on the world
He is,
stage.
he is.
Yeah. When you compare it to other, that's probably what you're doing. Because I have a question. This is the question I have, right? Who would you take at the best? Messi, the real Ronaldo, or Ronaldinho?
I'll take Ronaldinho, but that's just because of me. That's because Ronaldinho's the greatest player that ever lived.
This is what I'm saying. I don't even see Messi as the greatest.
No, but Messi is the greatest, but Ronaldinho's the best.
Listen to what I'm saying. I agree. And when you say greatest, you're talking about all across the gas now, right?
Everything, yeah.
Even before this World Cup, I thought Messi was better than Ronaldo. This is not even a question for me.
Yeah.
So when people are there going back and forth about Messi, Ronaldo, that for me doesn't even compute.
Yeah.
But Ronaldinho, whew.
It depends on what. It depends on what
CR7
metrics.
is not even in my top 3.
It depends.
Same.
It depends on what metrics. Yeah, you look at it from, because even like when you're saying it weren't a debate, it is a debate. You like CR7's resume when you lay it out. Yeah, even when you like, obviously like football's not like this, is it? Like, because when the man on the pitch, they do what they're doing. Yeah, but just his actual ability. Yeah, he's one of the coldest things that's ever. It's like he was created in a lab. I guarantee you. Yeah. Probably the only drill on that training pitch that Messi would beat Ronaldo in is a rondo or something like that. If there was headering, running, shooting, straight like his actual, what he actually has and what he actually has got is the top tier levels. And then he's done it with the goals, he's done it with the Ballon d'Ors, he's won competitions with Portugal, he's done the Euros. So it's definitely a
He's
conversation.
not in my top 3.
Yeah, but obviously all that stuff is down to preference, isn't it? You know what I'm trying to say? All that
Everything
stuff is
is.
down to preference. Everything's down to preference. But I'm saying if you have like an honest conversation, it was a debate. I don't think it is a debate anymore, and I think Messi was always the better player. But
I don't understand.
because now there's too much weighted on Messi's side. The argument doesn't stand up, so you can't make a good argument. A super Ronaldo fan before Messi won this World Cup, can come. He's got rhetoric, he's got stats, he's got that he can propose a good solid argument, and this is why it's a debate. It's not about whether he's wrong or right. It's just being able to make the argument, and you could make it, but I think it's too weighted now on Messi's side that there's no argument. There's no room for arguing.
Yeah, there wasn't before for me. That's all right. That's fine.
No, but there was.
No, whatever. That doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. That's
It
your opinion,
doesn't-
but the fact is there was room to argue.
I'm only telling you my opinion.
Okay, go
it
on.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, if I were to ask you guys, top 3 forwards of all time, who would be the 3?
Top 3 forwards of all time. The thing is, even though, like, Henry, for example, right? Henry's not put up there with the Messis and the Ronaldos, right? But Henry's a GOAT striker. You know what I'm trying to say? So even someone like his name in this question will be, would I be wrong to admit him?
I want you to tell me. You are allowed to make whatever.
No.
you want.
I'm just saying that. You know, when we talk about GOATs and stuff, innit, there's definitely levels. But for example, no one can begrudge me for putting Henry in the top 3, even though he's not seen as a GOAT, is what I'm saying. I would put forwards. Are you talking about strikers or just forward players?
Let's say strikers.
Just have a front three. What if you had a front three? What would your all-time great best front three be?
Messi would have to be in there for sure. I'm an R9 guy, so Ronaldo's R9 has to
I
be in there.
want to actually, you tell me 1, 2, 3. I don't want you to just throw them in.
Oh, formation.
100. No.
Oh, order, you mean?
Order. Give me the
fairness.
order.
Order. All right, cool. Let's go Messi. Let's go R9, number 2. And I'm not gonna lie, even though CR7 is a bad boy, I just don't care about him, bruv. Like, he's just not, you know what I mean? I don't have any type of sentiment towards Ronaldo at all. So just for that fact, I wouldn't even put him in my top 3. Like, so I would put let's just slap in Henry, man. Arsenal legend, Arsenal great. Henry, Messi, R9.
I'll go Ronaldinho, Messi, CR7.
Man,
But would you put Ronaldinho as a forward like that? Like,
Yeah,
what's the formation?
Ronaldinho was the
4-3-3?
best player that's ever graced this earth.
No, Ronaldinho's a bad boy, and he's definitely my top 5 players. But are you talking about as a forward? Yeah, like if you're playing the front 3 as a striker and 2 wingers, whatever, he could definitely be in the front 3.
Okay.
No, it is, yeah. We love to forget stuff. We always do prisoners in the moment stuff. And
let
then,
Emmanuel say his first, please.
Yeah, I would say Messi. I'll put Pele in there. 100%.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. You see this Pele thing, right?
Yeah.
I feel like at a certain age, yeah, you can't, like, obviously footage is footage, innit? But I have, there's certain players, like, it is, growing up,
Yeah.
I was told
That Pele was
that Maradona and Pele were the greatest ever. And as a child, you just accept it because this is what society is telling you. Obviously, then you can go and do your own research, you can watch videos, but it is, I've never sat down and watched a 90-minute game of Pele.
That's why.
So Pele does not sit with me in my heart, really.
Yeah.
Me saying Pele is the best is because that's what everyone is saying.
Yeah.
The experts, the critics, the football media. So I've accepted that Pele is one of the greatest of all time for sure. And I've seen footage of it that provides evidence. But in my heart, Pele does not sit in my heart at all.
See, that's
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't hold any ness with me.
I've watched games.
Can you finish your 3 first, please?
Yeah. All right, cool. So, Messi, Pele. It's a toss up between Brazilian Ronaldo and Ronaldinho. A part of me wants to put Ronaldo there above Ronaldinho, but I will tweak the formation so I have Ronaldinho in that team.
Do you know why? This is why I make a case for R9, yeah? Despite 2, career-ending injuries that he had back-to-back, right? That stifled his career and stifled his trajectory, yeah? Despite those things, the guy is an absolute beast.
100%.
Like,
100%.
if you look at his numbers, his goals to games ratio, yeah, he's insane, bruv. What he was able to do on that pitch after his injuries, just imagine look at him at PSG and Barcelona.
Yeah.
The guy was an animal, bruv, an absolute animal. And
He was even sick at Inter.
when I was young, yeah, when he used to get injured, he used to really, really upset me, bruv. Like, I remember,
you see what you are doing. You see with Ronaldo, yeah, Cristiano, yeah, and obviously I'm going to put my United bias on that, yeah.
Look,
So
bruv,
I watched it.
come on, bruv.
No, but because I watched it every week, and I'm telling you now, yeah.
Come on, me, bruv.
Even just in the Premier, sometimes you wouldn't go back because you don't support United, so you wouldn't even go back and watch it, yeah. But I've watched it, I've seen it, yeah. Ronaldo in that United shirt, yeah, is one of the all-time greatest things world football has seen. Them last 2 seasons before he left to Real Madrid, yeah, you ain't seen nothing like that in the Prem. Gareth Bale's season, Suarez's season, Henry's season, Rooney, anybody you can think of, yeah. What Ronaldo done into this league, yeah, unprecedented stuff, different, just to watch it. And then he left and went to Real Madrid and done more. You get me? The goal rate, this guy, yeah, and obviously it's good to have contention. You've got Messi where people think if you pick Messi, it means you have to trash someone else's thing, whatever.
Yeah.
No, this guy, his decline's been coming for a little while and it's not been the same, whatever, regardless. But this guy's body of work, his CV, It is ridiculous, bro. It's
Everything you're
it's damn near unbelievable.
Everything you're saying is true.
true, yeah.
You know what it is? For some reason, I just don't care. I'll be honest with you. And maybe it's because he was a United player. And he was always the opposition. Maybe that's what it is. But I don't care about Ronaldo, bro. I don't know what it is. And he's a great player. And if I had to make a top 10 list, objectively, I'll have to put him in
You
there.
have to put him in there, yeah.
But do I care to put him in there? I would happily leave him out. But
Yeah.
I couldn't have a credible list without putting him in there. It doesn't make no sense.
Good point. Mags, before leaving his team, his club team, Ronaldo, and before Henry left Arsenal, who shifted more?
Sorry, what?
Because you just spoke about CR7 before he left Man United, right?
Yeah,
And what he did.
yeah.
Who shifted more world-wise? Henry or Ronaldo before they left their teams?
What do you mean shifted more?
Who did the worst? Who did the best
Ronaldo?
compared to Henry?
As you
Henry
say,
ain't even won a fucking Ballon d'Or, you madman.
because he got robbed.
Sorry.
He got robbed.
What?
Sorry. I didn't mean to basically get you to this stage, right?
No, there's no
That was a
stage.
bit-
Ronaldo
I didn't mean
won
to do-
a
I didn't
Ballon
mean to ask you
d'Or
that question for that to
in a
happen.
Manchester United shirt. And you had the cheek to pose that question to me.
Wait.
Egregious.
Are you telling me that the world would say CR7 did more for United
Yeah.
and world football off the back of them just watching games
Yeah.
than Henry did for Arsenal before he left?
And world football, yes.
All right, cool, fair enough.
You had a final in the Champions League, didn't do nothing. Yes.
Fair enough.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Let's go around the room.
Oh my God, just go around through the Arsenal fans.
Wait.
Okay.
I'm not even speaking as an Arsenal fan, to be
Okay.
honest.
Okay. No, sorry. Go on.
I actually wanted to see what you said. I'm not speaking as an Arsenal fan.
Okay,
I actually thought that he did more for football, Henry, than CR7 did before he
Do you
left.
know what Ronaldo was doing? Teletext days. You could be out in work. You wouldn't even know the score. Man United 1-0. You know Ronaldo scored. You put your money every single week without fail. This guy was different.
Let me ask a different question.
Wait.
Was he a bigger player
You can say
in the
the same
world?
about Henry, though.
No, let me,
What?
wait.
You can say the same about Henry.
Let me ask a different question.
What's his
Mark,
highest
let me
golden
ask a different
boot?
question. Let me ask a different question.
Go on.
Ask a different question. Was he biggest at United than he was at Real Madrid?
No.
So he got bigger when he left United.
Yeah.
Now, Henry, who was the bigger player in the Premiership whilst there? Henry or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo. He broke the world
All right,
record.
then never mind.
He broke the world record. What did Henry go to Barcelona for? He broke the world record.
no.
He's not.
Hear me
You
out,
know what?
hear me out.
I can't have this conversation because you're going to make me
Hear me
start
out,
shouting.
hear me out.
I would like you to.
No, I don't want to.
If it
Because I
brings
don't
out
feel
the
like
truth,
that. No.
if it
yeah.
brings out the truth, go on.
No.
Ronaldo, in my opinion, became a bigger star
At Madrid.
at Real Madrid.
Yes.
He wasn't a massive star at United. I mean,
was-
at United. He was a big star, but what I'm saying,
He was the biggest thing on the planet. He
No.
broke the world record.
hear me out.
They paid 80 million for him or something like this.
I think Henry at Arsenal, right,
How
was
much did he go to Barca for?
hear me out. Henry at Arsenal, at
Oh,
his peak,
it's those metrics you look at.
Henry,
Whoa!
Marks, hear me out.
proof's in the pudding.
No, sir.
Henry at Arsenal, Henry at Arsenal was a bigger star than CR7 was at United. For sure.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Number
he
7.
was.
Do you know the thing is that
He was a bigger star. He was a bigger
you
star.
don't
Okay,
know,
we can agree to disagree.
I really don't like Man United. Yeah. But I think Marks is right, you know. Ronaldo was huge.
Ronaldo.
No, I'm not. I know who Ronaldo is.
Huge.
No, I don't think Mark is right. Explain.
Wait,
Continue.
I'm talking to the comparison. I'm not talking about Ronaldo in isolation. Yes, he was a big star.
I was very specific. with my
I'm using
question.
Brent's question in terms of comparing him to Henry and
Yeah,
what
yeah,
Henry done for Arsenal. I think your initial question was who done more. What was it who done more for their clubs or?
No, because I don't think that's a fair thingy. Who done more for the clubs? Because you have to look at, I guess.
No, that's not what the question is.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it wasn't that.
yeah, that's what I asked you. What's
Based
the question?
on the world looking at both of their influence
Yeah.
on football in general,
Yeah.
who would have been the biggest star whilst before they left their clubs?
Brent, Ronaldo was the biggest thing in the world, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it was Henry.
I'm sorry, Brent.
All right, cool.
And I'm not taking nothing away from Henry because he is Henry,
Cool.
the caliber player.
If you say so, then I don't agree.
No,
I
it is.
fully well don't agree.
I'm sorry, man. What are we doing here?
No, I think Ronaldo became who he was at Real Madrid.
He stepped into the.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying that he didn't do the groundwork at United. He was a big star at United, right? But again, this is just an Henry and thingy comparison.
He won a Champions League with us. He won a Ballon d'Or with us. He was the biggest thing in the world. They wanted him. We said, no, please stay one more year. He stayed and won the league again. And then left, broke the world transfer record. Then went to Real Madrid and won everything. The jump up's not that. He was the biggest thing in the league. He was the biggest thing in the world, bro. What are we talking about? It's not even up for debate.
Again,
it is up for debate.
Again, I can't agree with what you're saying.
How much did Henry go to Barcelona for?
I can't use that metric.
What?
Yeah, you
I
can't
can't
you
use
can't,
that
you can't
metric.
use the
No,
transfer
his question is
thingy.
not about that.
can't
It's
use that
about
metric.
what Henry was at Arsenal, not how much he went for.
No, okay, right. So basically,
Yeah.
I believe I understood the question.
Yeah.
But basically, who left a bigger star? Is that basically what it is, Brent?
A bigger what?
A bigger star for their club.
Yeah, then. Yeah.
Is that basically the question?
a bigger world star in world football?
Yeah, but
yes.
Henry left Arsenal when he was much older than
but is
Ronaldo
that the
left
question,
thingy,
though?
though.
This is the
So-
question we asked about before they left.
So it wasn't the. I'm not talking about the actual day or the season which it is that they left. By the way, their prime whilst at each respective club.
Yeah.
Who had the biggest world impact?
Henry,
Ronaldo.
Henry hit his prime. Hold on. Do you think Ronaldo hit his prime at Man United or at Real Madrid?
He said Real Madrid.
Yeah, Ronaldo. After he was he was a
So
He said Real Madrid.
No, but where
Yeah,
was
but he was-
where
he
was
was
his prime years?
sensational.
Where did
Real
he spend his
Madrid.
prime
and he
years?
went to a higher level. Yeah, Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
What he done with them years?
Yeah,
he done
and
Real Madrid with them
Arsenal,
goal
and Henry's
records,
prime
them
years
Ballon
were
d'Ors.
undoubtedly at Arsenal.
Arsenal, 100%.
Yeah,
Henry's prime years were at Arsenal.
Yeah.
So if Henry played his best football at Arsenal,
yeah.
and CR7 played his best football at Real Madrid,
No,
No, but he's saying to
just
the
because
world,
just because
though.
he played his best
Yeah,
football
yeah.
at Arsenal,
Yeah.
Ronaldo was a bigger
In the
world
world,
star. When they was both in the league, when he left to go to Real Madrid, he was the biggest thing in the
I
world.
I don't agree. When Henry and CR7 were both in the Prem, I don't think Ronaldo was the biggest star in the world compared to Henry. I think they were pretty much on the equal till. Or
Do you think the world cared? That Arsenal fans care?
What do you mean?
Oh, forget it, man.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do
Do you
it.
think
I don't
the
want to do
world
it. I
cares,
swear to God, I don't want to do it.
about Henry as much as Arsenal fans do.
No, of course not, because he's one of our own, innit? Like the world.
I'm not taking nothing away from this man.
The world cares more about CR7 than Henry. Everything points in that direction. Yeah, but I'm just talking about his question specifically.
the fanfare.
You know what I'm trying
The
to
guy
say?
came up here. He's got the same name here as the legend. You get what I'm trying to say? He's the showboat. He's a young guy. Had to work it out. Then he starts getting it right, and he's doing it in that Manchester United shirt. Fuck Henry. There was nothing bigger than this. This is what are you talking about?
Nah,
Henry's
I
stature
disagree,
in world
sorry.
football's not like that,
Sorry,
bro.
I disagree. And
No.
it might be my Arsenal bias, but I don't think it is. I actually think
What?
that Henry was a bigger.
Henry's dope.
He was a bigger draw than
Henry's
CR7.
dope. Henry's
Again,
dope.
I can't-
And I'll tell you what
I can't-
Henry is. Henry's an
I can't
Arsenal
vibe with his
legend.
opinion.
Henry's an Arsenal legend, and Henry is a Premier League legend. These are facts. Yeah. In world football, his stature is not like how you are
Yes,
talking.
no,
It's
no, no,
not.
no,
It's
no,
not.
no, no,
It's
no,
not.
yes.
It's not.
Marks,
It's
Marks,
not.
Marks,
And it wasn't.
Marks.
And it wasn't when Ronaldo was there either.
We agree with you. Ronaldo is a way bigger star than Henry.
That's not the question.
We
man.
know this. The GOAT debate isn't about Henry and Messi. It's about Ronaldo and Messi. That's fine, right? He's talking about when Henry was at Arsenal at his peak, and when he was at Man United at his peak, who was the bigger star or the bigger
the
player
world.
to the world or whatever, right?
Ronaldo.
I think it was with
No, not when
I don't
not
agree
at
with
United.
that.
I think at Real Madrid,
I don't
yes.
agree with that at all.
Serious?
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Maybe my lens is been skewed by something, but
I'll tell you what it's being scared by because they're typing it in the chat here.
What?
Arsenal bias. Yeah?
Yeah, these-
Arsenal bias.
well, guess what?
Okay.
I'm an Arsenal fan, so if I have Arsenal bias, sue me, bro. I'm a fucking Arsenal fan.
Yeah, but I don't understand.
I don't
how
think I'm talking about Arsenal bias.
You're also showing Man United bias.
Why?
I wouldn't even put CR7 in my top 3. You
so,
would.
So if we have an Arsenal bias, why aren't you Man United bias?
Let me tell you why CR7's in my top 3.
No, answer the question.
1 second, can I just ask, I need to
Go
address
on.
this? They're the 2 greatest players I've ever seen. They're the 2 greatest players that's ever lived. You are letting your
You
opinions
just
and
said
your...
Ronaldinho's.
No,
in your top two.
Ronaldinho's my favourite. I'm not saying greatest. Greatest is from different metrics. I think
No,
Ronaldinho
you
is my
did-
favourite and
you didn't just
Ronaldinho
say
is the
favourite.
best.
You said he was the best.
He's the best
footballer.
Yes,
ever
not the
lived.
greatest.
Don't say favourite.
Messi's the greatest. He's the best. It's
All right,
the,
but-
the best, in my opinion. That's an opinion. Someone might not agree with me.
I hear that.
And I think he's the best because he's my favourite. That's right. There you go. It's a matter of opinion. Someone might not agree with me. I think Ronaldinho is the best because he's my favourite. I don't know why you can't understand that. I think Ronaldinho's the best footballer that ever lived. I think Messi's the greatest.
All right,
they're the differences. And I also believe that Messi and Ronaldo are the 2. This is why we've had this. They pushed themselves. Are the 2 greatest players we've seen. So he has to be in my. They have to be in my top 3.
All right, cool.
You are using.
Question.
You are letting your opinion and your bias sway you and say crazy things.
Let's compare 2 things, right? Because no, it is their careers in regards to timeline didn't align, innit? So it's sometimes maybe that's screwing the argument, right? When Ronaldo left Man United, would you say obviously that was the pinnacle of his stardom at United when he left?
For United.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So when would you say Henry's peak at Arsenal was? Like when was he world renowned? Was it after the second title? Was it when he broke the scoring record? Like at what point?
Was it Invincibles?
Because was it Invincible season? Because it wasn't when he left, right?
Yeah, because he was
Yeah,
going
he
down.
was-
So
he
what,
wasn't going down. He was stopped playing.
So what I want to do
wanted to
is
move, innit?
I want to compare those two incidents. So when Ronaldo left United, and when Henry was the guy at Arsenal, whether it be Invincible season, whether it be when we won the title, whatever. When you compare those two things, I think that's more so what Brett's talking about.
Oh, wait. So if we can go to the actual metrics to compare them, that's what I'm talking about?
No, not metrics. I'm talking about numbers. I'm talking about you're talking about their influence on the team, influence on football, their stardom. Isn't that what you're referring to?
Yeah. As in the world will actually look at what both of them are doing and say, he's
Okay,
done
cool.
it.
All right,
He's
okay.
made the
All right.
most.
For example, the season that Henry was nominated for the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
We might, based on metrics, that's probably his peak then, because that was the only season he was nominated for the Ballon d'Or. I think he got robbed. Yeah, Nedved won it. I think he got robbed personally. A lot of people doing it. When he got nominated for the Ballon d'Or, winning it or not, that might have been his peak, and when he was, a massive star. I feel like at that point he was bigger than what Ronaldo was when he left United, in my opinion.
I don't think that you've said anything to
know what I
convince
mean?
me otherwise, to be honest, but it might be
I'm
my
not trying to.
bias.
I'm not trying to convince you.
That's fine. But when I argue points, it's
You
not-
want to be. You want to
no,
be
no, it's
convinced.
to be honest, I want to test my stance. Do you understand? I want to be convinced that where I'm standing, what argument I'm making is the right one. So that's why it is. I'm fine with you telling me.
Yeah, but you're looking at Henry through tinted glasses. Like you're not. You're not being objective
and
here.
also,
Like you're not being objective. So you're talking about I'm not. How the hell am I going to change your stance when this is your stance? I'm not going to change it.
No. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that you haven't changed my stance.
I know, but I'm just saying though that was impossible anyway. You always look for people to do that, but in this scenario, that would have been
changed my
impossible.
opinion before. Remember, I said I wanted France to win.
Yeah, but
What are you
not
talking about?
on Brent, not on this Henry stance.
No, but I don't agree
You're not going to
with you.
change your
I
opinion.
don't agree with you. And to be honest, I did tell you before I don't watch Man United games like that.
Yeah,
did tell you I only watch Arsenal games heavy.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But I was forced to watch Dwight York and Cole because they were playing wavy football. Their combo was sick. Plus, Dwight York is Trinidadian. Do you understand? I loved watching Cantona play. I loved watching Scholes play because of the pure nature of their football.
So you never watched what Ronaldo done to this league?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Piece of your life gone,
Let
bro.
me finish.
Go on.
I just mentioned a whole set of Man United players, whilst there is Ronaldo was still there. So you suggesting I don't watch it? Don't make no sense after.
I never said you don't watch. I said, do you not recall? Do you not have
So-
burnt into your mind what Ronaldo done to this league? Because if not, then I understand why you're saying what you're saying.
Let me finish. So I remember everything that United used to do whilst there is that CR7 was tearing up trees. Do you understand? And I loved how he was more flamboyant before he left to go to Real Madrid than when it is he got there and all he was doing was robot.
Yeah.
I despise that.
Yeah.
That's why Ronaldinho,
Same
he's
as well.
always there for me.
Yeah.
Do you
I
understand?
hate his robotic style of play, man.
This Henry, he never had to basically go to that robotic. It's just naturally given.
I
Do you
get that.
understand?
I get
so
that.
My,
I get that argument.
My leaning to these players are based on the flair and the flamboyancy of it.
He ain't fluid.
Do you understand?
He ain't fluid.
So where he stopped it, and he replaced the flair, with the raw efficiency. The numbers was too. I don't like it either, but the numbers were so
I can't
impressive.
Just run off of numbers.
I have to
Look at Van Nistelrooy.
No, I'm just saying the numbers were. It's worse than that though. The numbers were so impressive. Plus, it's coming with Ballon d'Ors, Champions Leagues, and all this stuff.
Sorry.
I have to.
I can't.
I have to respect it.
I can't.
I prefer. You're right. I prefer Ronaldo in the United shirt.
I'm not saying I don't respect
It was a maverick.
100% you breaking real count is fine. But I'm watching football for the joy of it. I'm not just watching football for stats.
No, I'm with you.
Where stats in the sense of robot, bang. Do you understand?
No, I'm definitely with you. That's a good argument.
So when I'm saying Henry before he left and CR7 before he left, CR7 excited me more than when he went to Real Madrid, he excited me more at United. Do you understand? It's as though Real Madrid tore that artistry from him. Do you understand? That's why I can't entertain people saying there's a debate between Messi and Ronaldo. I can't. Because there was no artistry torn away from Messi. None whatsoever. God-given. Do you understand? I can have you say, cool, you disagree with me? That's fine. I'm not going to die, but I'm still where I am. I'm still where I am.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine, man. Because my aim wasn't to change your mind. I'm just trying to make a good point to stand up for it. You get me, to stand up for Ronaldo, and yeah, my aim wasn't to change your mind, but I think I made a good case.
Cool. And my top three.
Majority rules.
Ronaldinho.
The chat agrees with me.
That's fine. Ronaldinho. R9. And no, Ronaldinho, Messi, R9. That's me. That's me, man. No. I can't even say Pele because I only watched Pele through the tapes that my father showed me.
That's the thing.
I didn't watch him in my time. And they used to play type of Globetrotters type of football. Do you understand? It'd be interesting to see Pele's and Maradona's influence in today's sport.
Oh no, Pele's is great. I saw a video the other day, right, which was showing, you know, all the iconic moves that players do, whether it be step overs, Cruyff turn, whatever.
Pele's got all of them.
Pele done all of them first.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a video that shows Pele doing it, someone else doing it.
No, but there's nothing. People, we live in that generation and we think we created everything.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing
Yeah,
nothing new under the sun. Where do you think it came from? You think these men just woke up out of their bed and just started doing stuff? These men were doing it from when it was black and white.
Yeah.
Romario or Alan Shearer?
Easy one. That's easy.
I'd probably go. I like Romario, but I'd probably go Shearer. I think Shearer. You see, I think Shearer is cold.
Shearer!
But
Shearer came. See, from Southampton,
like a Harry Kane type player.
No, but Shearer done it. Shearer come. Young Player of the Year. He's done the Golden Boot. He come from Southampton. He broke the British transfer record. Then he broke the world transfer record. Then he's won the league with Blackburn, and then he slammed all them goals. Honestly, young Shearer as well, because our generation don't go back and look. He's like, no, I love history.
No, he's a
I love
beast.
sports.
He's a beast.
I go back.
Yeah.
Shearer was so cold at what he does.
No, he was.
Cold. And I don't think he gets the credit he deserves for it.
And
Personally, that's why I honestly
also,
don't believe that.
I can't help but always think to myself, if you need someone to take a penalty, Shearer.
Yeah.
That guy don't miss.
Yeah.
Different. He done it
He don't miss.
at every step. Like a young boy coming up, phenom, gets the big move, broke the records, gets the goals, won the league. Rare. He done it. The only thing what killed himself is he done the Newcastle thing. So he ain't got no trophies. But he's the league's all-time top goal scorer.
He was meant to go United, didn't it?
Yeah.
But he chose Newcastle because that's obviously where he's from, isn't it?
Shearer's a big boy. Shearer's one of my favourites. I think he's cold.
No, he's cold.
And he was very, and he was done when he was young, you know. Southampton and Blackburn. This guy was a menace, you know.
Yeah, he was.
100%.
He was.
What's that guy up front with Shearer at Blackburn?
Sutton.
Chris Sutton.
Shearer, Sutton, man. That was good old days, man.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Sorry, Gina. Sorry, Esther.
Right, Gina's there.
What do you mean Gina's there?
I thought you left
Gina's
long
never
time
left.
ago.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
R.I.P.
she's
I'm
waiting to
here.
tell us.
I thought the screen was frozen.
Yeah, one second.
You
R.I.P.
think
to
it was
Mihailovic.
frozen?
Remember Mihailovic?
Yeah.
Oh, you continued by.
Left back, Lazio and Sampdoria.
I gotta Google him face.
Scored six penalties.
Sorry, Gina. He didn't have his headphones on, so he didn't know he just cut a black woman off while I was talking.
Sorry.
Yeah, because you're rude. No, but it's fine. Continue. I'm still here, you know.
You might have to show us
Listen
the scenes, remember?
Oh, you want me to? Oh.
Cheeks.
Do you know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to come off and come back on
Yeah,
my
that's fine.
phone.
That's fine.
'Cause I'm doing my.
Because the people
You
want to
actually
see.
want me to walk around
The
the
people
hotel?
want to see the scenes.
I mean, you could do it tomorrow.
All right, cool.
No.
Let me log off.
Gina.
I said, no, do it tomorrow, man. It's 11:30, man.
I'm about to say, Gina, they've used that time to talk about football. You do it tomorrow, sis.
Is she not here
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Well,
here tomorrow?
Friday.
No,
then.
honestly, because you have really.
Like,
To be honest, it was the end
It's
of the World Cup. to be honest.
11:30.
It's the end of a World Cup. Come on, man.
Listen, this
Send
is
off properly.
football, man. This is big business.
This is
This
basketball.
basketball, man.
Right, the Nets have been cooking. They're coming
Oh,
back.
come
you
back,
know what?
son.
If you're gonna
Kyrie
now
and
come and
that,
talk
yeah?
about.
sorry.
Oh, but guys, quickly before we leave here, I just saw it really cool yesterday. I went to walk with lions. Just watch it.
oh, did
What
you?
was it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how was it?
Sick.
Have you got a video? Send it to
sick.
me so I can put it
I got
to the...
hella.
send it so I can actually put it up so that the people
He's
can
gonna,
actually
he's
see.
gonna put it up in the thing.
What,
by
like,
the
are
way.
they freestanding or
That's
are you in like a
fine.
cage or something?
No, they're freestanding.
No, that's why.
So you
I'm
can
not
just
gonna
walk
lie,
with
when
them?
I'll be honest,
When they first came out, yeah, my heart was in my mouth because they like ran out and they were like growling,
Ran
looking at us.
out.
And I said, no, I'm dinner today. I'm
Honestly,
somebody's
God.
dinner.
I'll be honest, Gina. So, also, guys, go and look at Gina's recent Instagram posts. Sensational scenes. So when you just obviously because I'm keeping up with your stories because I'm living through you, and I remember I said you look absolutely just delicious, And then I saw you saying going to the Lions. I said, how are you going to
Yeah,
run in the dress,
but-
girl?
No, literally, the dress, do you know what? It was all for theatrics because even when I was there, the dress was so long, yeah. I was like, if I get caught, don't even,
Listen.
don't run. Don't, if you fall, just no sudden movement. I was not dressed appropriately.
You really
for
weren't.
anything I experienced yesterday.
You
Did
really were
Brent just
not.
give did Brent just give the blue screwdriver to all the things? Is this what Brent's doing?
Hold
No,
on, let
but
me tell
actually,
you
the people who have the blue screwdriver are
all Johns.
also participating in the community,
But it's
so
all-
I actually know them.
But is it all Johns? I'm just asking.
It just happened.
it
No,
seems
Emmanuel
like-
has one.
Yeah.
Moses has one. So it's two men.
Wait, what did the screwdriver mean? Why didn't I have
but
one?
you can't be giving it
moderator.
out willy nilly.
No.
Advent,
I actually
Advent.
thought the
is it?
moderators could actually make polls, but apparently they can't.
Oh, is it?
Proverbs,
Okay.
Stacey.
Now, Stacey deserves one. She's our American correspondent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's.
but
She
there's-
earned that.
Hold on, but
Don't ever give Kevin one, though.
what's the criteria
we have
for you choosing someone to have a
Yeah,
screwdriver?
it's exactly.
All right,
I just said don't ever give
I mean,
Kevin
not
one.
screwdriver
What
for,
I'm-
what's this, a wrench?
So
must have,
yesterday,
but we have to.
this is behind the scenes stuff. Yesterday, I realized that
I'll
there was
quit.
a. Huh?
I said if you
Boxing
Sorry,
Ring.
it's
carry on.
Let the people them know, bro.
Sorry. Yeah. Yesterday, I saw on WhatsApp there's a communities tab.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all the moderators in the community and also in the chat to be aligned, and I'll start basically in the new year telling them what the screwdriver is supposed to be used for
Okay.
and what you guys are supposed to be doing during the chat. Like for example, just reminding people to like the video and stuff,
Okay, okay.
spam the thing.
Okay.
So it's the reason why I'm doing it basically.
Okay.
Plus they're ones, man.
Yeah.
Also, Ebony, POP, hold it down. She's been going back and I love it. I love it. I love when people are met with the right energy.
I said give
Yo,
Kevin one.
Kevin, join the community, man.
I'll be honest with you, if you
and
give Kevin
get
one,
a wrench.
No, no,
if you
no,
give
no.
Kevin
Great
a
power
wrench,
comes great responsibility.
Yes.
You know what, Kevin? You need to stand up and be counted through. Join the community
No,
and
no,
get
no,
that
no.
wrench.
Yeah, man.
Kevin gets a wrench.
He's been there from day one.
I don't care what
Nah,
he's been
I'm not
here
gonna
for.
lie. I like
If Kevin gets a
Kevin. I met
wrench,
Kevin in
no.
person, but Kevin said to free R. Kelly, so that's where I draw the line.
Kevin, appreciate
Kevin
you.
said free a
Appreciate the support.
paedophile. I can't stand with you, Kevin.
Kevin cannot get a wrench. Do you know what?
I'm not gonna lie, Kevin. If you do get a wrench, you're gonna have to toe the line a little bit, man.
Listen,
Like he was saying free R. Kelly. And that, man.
do you know what I'm going to tell you guys? It's me or Kevin in it. So please,
Oh, come on, man.
I hate the.
That's not fair, man.
I hate to play the card.
Well, you played it well,
It's me
baby.
or
You
Kevin.
played it well, baby. You know what I'm gonna do. I can't do anything but to not give him one.
And that's
She
fine.
knows what she's doing.
But you guys know when you don't see me here on further notice, I'm taking a stance. And you know I can do the lion, so I ain't mad.
Brent, I've sent you
Thank you.
a
I'm gonna.
couple videos actually.
All right, cool.
All right.
Put it up.
Are you going to do the video now or should we move on?
Now you can move on and then I'll put it up whilst it is
Right,
someone's
Mars,
talking.
it's all you, King.
Where are we in? Done it.
Yeah, babe. Get Daniel out.
Yeah?
Give me the password. Get Daniel out. Daniel talking about I'll pick Kevin over Esther. Go marry him then. Give me the passwords. Daniel, this is your last life.
New poll: Kevin versus Esther. Go on, Brent. Put up
Listen,
a
I
poll.
will not show up tomorrow. You guys think I'm joking. I believe my source anyway, but go ahead and do it.
I actually know who's gonna win that.
Kevin.
No, Kevin's not gonna win that. Yeah, but let me just do it just for.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Just
no,
for-
do it for Bants. Do it, son, if I'm getting a day off tomorrow or not. Do it.
I remember that's a trick question. Is it?
No, that's two jokes, man.
Should I?
Nothing you should actually should. I'm being serious. Do it. I promise. Do it.
Okay.
You know I can joke around. Brent, do it.
All right.
Oh, who's on today's Done It Air?
Also, what didn't you do a Ronaldo on repo?
No.
You've done that as well, man.
All right. I'll do it afterwards.
Trust me, Stacey. Yeah, exactly. Do the poll so we know how many mad people are in the comments.
Yeah, but you know people are gonna vote for Kevin just to.
Yeah,
for
but I
optics,
don't. I
Rile
don't
you
think
up.
it's still
I
going to
don't
win.
think so.
You don't think so?
I think they will, you know.
No, I don't think
I think they will. I think just for Bants. Because people love when I get when I tussle. They are like they don't like it. They find it attractive. They're being silly.
Yo, Kev, would you be one of the
Blind dates.
blind date guys?
That would be sick, you know.
That'd be lit.
Because Gina hasn't
I
seen
hope
you in
Gina can
person,
hear it.
so she has no idea what you like or your
I don't know what
voice.
he looks
So
like.
DM me,
That'd be sick.
and I'll put you in there, And then we go, I mean.
Not if you got a girl though, Kevin. Sorry, we're not fighting on stage. I haven't got time for that. But yeah, if you're single,
we're
Kevin,
not
no, do
fighting
it.
on
Please
stage.
DM Yusuf.
Yeah, Kev, come on, man.
Kevin does not want to date me, boy.
Why?
He doesn't want to date me. I've seen the stuff that Kevin writes in the comments. I would rattle him.
Listen.
Esther, I'm going to vote for Kevin just for the sake of it, right?
No, go on. I was going to vote for Kevin. I like him, man. It's a love-hate situation.
I voted for me. I voted for myself.
No,
Why is
Stacey said-
Mark there?
Because it's Brent. Do you
It
think
needs
Brent
to
would
be-
ever follow instructions?
Yeah, I need the votes to split up. I need there to be an oak for somebody.
You're a dickhead. I'm voting myself. I voted myself. That's my vote.
Oh, it's been a long day, man. Oh, how many of you that are on holiday? Because,
We're in the comments.
was everyone on holiday? We got it wrong, man. I woke up late today.
Yes, Kev. Kev
woke up thinking, I
said,
should be on
why
holiday.
not?
Jeez.
Yo, Kev,
It's my Christmas leave.
message me in it. That's all that.
What's this?
What's
Sorry,
that?
I'm
Oh,
just-
the Lions.
Yeah, I'm just downloading them one by one. Hold on.
No, that's so funny. Oh, look at Daniel. Look at God. He voted for me by accident. Because you want to be a witch. Look at you. Look at that.
You see yourself?
Exactly. You want to do too much. Where's the lion video?
Stacey saying, "Be careful, boy." She's the.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Or why don't you put it in the community so people have to join the community to see it?
In fact, yeah. I'll put
Yeah,
it
let's
in
put
the
it,
community.
like, if you want to see it, go in the community. It's a banging video too.
Or they can just go to her Instagram. I swear it's there.
Oh wait, can you see it?
No,
not
because
meant to go.
it's a camera roll.
Why are you wearing like bikini and walking with lions?
Look at that. Cheeks out with
First
the lions.
of all, I'm not wearing a bikini. Are you?
What's wrong with
Why don't
you?
you to be her mic?
Trying to recruit.
Wait a minute. Is this what you guys doing?
Safari, babe.
I can say me her mic. It'd be your own girl. I'm sorry, Gina.
Never mind.
Esther, this is what you're doing.
I apologize.
I'm not gonna lie, I contemplated it though.
Serious?
Going to the lions and cheeks.
I'm joking.
I was about to
I'm
say,
joking.
them legs
They
didn't even
would
do that.
take
That's how
one-
you wanted this end.
They'll look. Listen, my life would end. They'll see it as.
Listen,
They'll even
they'll
like,
be
you
like
can't
me.
carry bags. They'll see it as food.
But that's a bit of me.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, Mugs.
Even lions got good taste. Marks is not here. Are you? What are you? I can send the paragraph. Marks is a 7-year 11.
Mark's just trying to.
37
He's
in the
trying to figure out done out here.
No, I know
No,
who
he's
I'm
not.
going to do for Dana.
He was on his phone.
I know who I'm doing for Dana. It's just going to be a
Responding to a
quick one.
paragraph.
It's going to be a quick one. Empowering women today.
Okay, I'd love to see it. Let's go.
As
Should've-
always.
Should have said trigger warning. What does this say about me that I hate the fact that we have to say trigger warning? Like I just think it's ridiculous. I think if we're watching movies, like so if I'm about to watch it and get into a film and there's stuff that is like, I don't know,
Yeah.
abuse, sexual abuse, child stuff,
Yeah.
anything over violent and stuff, yeah, cool, warn me. 'Cause I need to know what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah.
But when people are just reading and talking and thing, I think that the trigger warning every 2 seconds, it's like, are we really that fragile?
No, it's not.
I
It's-
think it might be great if you actually sat down with people who, upon hearing certain things happen to them, for you to then say, okay,
I
all
get it.
right, me just saying this might prevent this.
Yeah. Because
You probably haven't sat down and somebody actually told you what actually happens to their entire physiology when hearing certain things.
yeah,
you know what it is, yeah?
Oh, you have? Like what?
I know about like just trigger warning stuff. I know like women that's been.
But what
abused and
happens
stuff.
to them?
Yeah, I can say it.
What happens?
They don't like it. They feel.
Not that they don't like it. Tell me what actually happens to their
in
body.
details. I can't tell you exactly what happens
This
to
is
them
what I'm
in detail.
saying. You probably haven't sat down and people have walked you through what actually happens to them.
I mean,
I'm talking about different severities.
Not all
everybody-
different.
Not everybody goes through certain things, but you're just making sure that what you're saying that doesn't happen to somebody that might be listening.
No, but also though, it allows you to tap out. So if you say trigger warning, that trigger warning sexual assault, I don't want to deal with that today. I can tap out from that. Because sometimes it might not even be that the person's gone for whatever it is that you're reading, but that can take them back somewhere or just bring up emotions in them. And then for however long it takes them to deal with those emotions, that emotion stuck with them.
And I'm even trying to compare things, but imagine I just mentioned something weird about CR7 and so you convulsed?
I convulsed, child.
Oh, you didn't see how you convulsed?
I didn't convulse because it was anything to do with CR7. It was you talking nonsense. It wasn't about Ronaldo. It was about you.
I hear that, but you see how it is that you responded to me.
That's how I
You
argue.
got triggered.
I didn't get triggered. That's how I argue.
Sorry, I apologize.
And that's why I said,
Never
yeah,
mind, you can't even see it.
No, but that's why I said, yeah, I can't have this conversation because I know my argument style and I know how I'm gonna get hot and like. But that's just because that's just how I argue. I don't. It's not really that
Alright.
deep.
Does it hurt you to say it?
What, trigger warning?
Yeah.
I just said it.
No, but does it hurt you? Is it taking anything away from you saying it? All right, let's just continue because there's certain things that you wouldn't say knowing full well that if I say this, this might happen.
But I say it every time.
No, that's good.
I just asked the question.
Oh no, 100%.
I wasn't trying to do away with it.
100%.
I'm taking.
That wasn't saying
I'm not trying to. I wasn't saying get away with it. I take part in it. I say it every time I read it. I just ask the question.
No, it definitely does help because even when I'm on, sometimes people don't have the capacity to listen or read certain things, and you get the option to tap out, and that's always a good thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something afterwards. But
All right, then, cool.
yeah, I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about.
Now I understand that people get triggered by things.
No, but actually, what actually happens to them, like, is different. And
Yeah, I
if it
know.
is that you can actually make sure that somebody who's actually tuning into you to basically hear you, because some of your patrons, you would want to do things to basically make sure that they're looked after, right? Because they're doing a lot to support you.
Yeah.
The same with people tuning in right now. They're supporting us right now. Do you understand? So if it is that we can do certain things to mitigate how much damage we cause to them, I'm doing it because it doesn't take anything away from me. In fact, I would actually want for me not to hurt them. So whatever it is you let me know that will hurt you, I'll avoid from saying it. Do you understand? For me, it's just another thing that I can add to myself, and nothing takes away from me. That's just me. But I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about afterwards, like how it changes someone's physiology.
And it's some things that stay with people. So it could be a headline, but then for the rest of the person's day, next 2 days, 3 days, it's still on their mind. But yeah.
What's this? What's passion?
I don't know.
Brent's been on to me today. My Brent's always on to me anyway, so
Yeah, that's his favorite thing to do.
it's all right. Cause
What? Wait. No. You know full well that we counsel each other. This is what we're here for.
Oh, this is good. I'm winning the poll. Y'all are lucky, boy.
you say he's gonna go.
I was gonna see y'all in the new year. Take annual leave, extended leave. No, I'm playing. I'm not that pay.
So, trigger warning.
What's the trigger?
Sexual harassment.
All right.
Why are you smiling when you say it?
I don't have to smile. Sexual harassment in the workplace. Well, I'm smiling because we've got a W here, kind of. So I was just letting you know that they're taking steps. You get me? They're taking steps to get the perpetrators and to support our women. The sexual harassment in the workplace will not be stood for. Now, I wanted to big her up because obviously she got there's a day in like a time to shine in that, yeah. But they've kept her information out of the story for whatever reason. They don't want her name in there. But she got slapped on her bottom with a ruler in a staff meeting. Yeah, like one of them, I don't know if it was a manager or something or what, told her to stand up and turn around. He smacked her on her bum with a ruler. And she didn't really know why. And I think she tried to raise some complaints about it and stuff. And then they started to try and do all that stuff that they do to you in the workplace, talking about she's a troublemaker and she's doing all this stuff and she's dressing inappropriately and she's behaving in a provocative manner. All the kind of stuff that you would expect them to do to try and bring her down, to try and make themselves look good because these men are taking a piss. Because I actually don't know why you would want to smack anybody's bum in their workplace.
It's mad.
Yeah.
It's very wild.
Well, the tribunal went through, boy. These man got to cash up the coffers in the tune of £90,000. Oh, it is a
That was one
good
expensive
day.
slap, boy.
It is a
Listen.
good day in the Lord's house. £90,000 they got to pay. That's a lot of money for anybody. I mean, it's a harsh lesson to learn. Hopefully they learn, and hopefully, I mean, she's obviously still going to be upset about the way she was treated. But £90,000 can go a long way to easing those concerns she had. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So like I said, I think it's just a good day for women. They're standing up, they're being counted, they're holding the perpetrators accountable, and they're compensating you for your time and for your trouble. I don't even know the name of the company to give them the done out here, but I just wanted to highlight the fact that we're making improvements, we're getting better. You get me? And if anybody tries to smack your bum in work, go and get your money. That's my PSA. Let's get into this outro.
Let's do it. All right, guys. All right, people. Thank you for tuning in. I hope the likes are making sense. Are the likes making sense, Brent?
Yeah. Thank you very
Love-
much for
love it.
everybody liking the video.
Thank you. I wish we didn't have to say it all the time, you know. It gets tiring. But thank you anyway. Thank you guys. Hope you continue give this energy tomorrow again. Big up the live crew, everyone in the comments doing what they're doing. Even you, Kevin, because you are wilding.
Fernandez said, I actually support the use of trigger warnings, but going to post something controversial in the community.
Come on, Fernand.
Emmanuel.
Upper.
So I'm thinking he's gonna post something that you might like.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Interesting. I'm looking forward to that.
Come on, Fernand.
Yeah.
Don't be PC.
Yeah, Kevin, when I said that you and Margs are not the same, I mean, your reasoning and Margs' reasoning is not the same. I'm not going to have your brand respectfully attached. I'm not going to do it. Your Margs are different. Your reasons are very different. Trust me. Anyways, that being said, follow us on our social media platforms, The Day After TNB. Comment, like, share the videos. Also, we are on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you'd like to send voice notes and text in for asking for a friend, sis, what would you do? All that great stuff. The number is 075 6484 1073. That is also the number to call when we're live on air. And you guys have heard a lot about the community today. So join the community, community.thenewblack.com. There's a lot of tea in there. I'm going to see what Fernand's got to say.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of tea on there, so get in there. And if you'd like to inquire about the show or feature on the show, the email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Monday.
Peace.